We back again, live in full effect. It's me and it's the gang. We got a live episode of the panel once again, and we will be talking about the best player to play for every single franchise in the NBA. Y'all ready? We about to get to it. Chill Town, how's it going today?
Man, Ron, you cleaning in the kitchen sink, brother. What's going on? I don't want to get too close to you. I don't want to dirty you up, my man.
I got competition with Ox today.
Man, my boy look clean too. You check him out. I see him.
Man, I woke up in this, man. When
Mars, I see you decided to come with a do-rag today.
I just ain't take off for so.
Okay. Hey, chat, y'all know what that means today. Keep going, Mars. Swipovich,
what's up, brother?
How's your weekend been?
It's been good. I had to do with you all weekend.
Damn, that must be a good thing.
Exactly.
Sound like
we made it here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't nobody get choked out? Didn't nobody get beat up? Didn't nobody get beaten dominoes? We all good.
We still got time.
That the jury's still out on that. Ox.
Yeah, we still got
the
time.
jury is still out on that. And don't forget, last time we was here, you did get choked out. So that's not to say that can't happen again, because it very well could.
Yeah, very well.
Yo, ZZ, what's going on?
What's good, y'all? How we doing?
You look a little different today.
Yeah, because I'm repping that high school Derrick Rose.
Hey, ZZ, that's the best high school player you ever seen?
Yeah. I mean, LeBron, but that's by
That's
default.
the best high school player you ever seen, like live or
No, like watching their high school mixtapes. D Rose.
Oh, mixtape.
really?
Yeah.
And that's where you draw the line after LeBron?
That is Derrick Rose is my favorite player of all time, so that's where I draw the line.
Mm.
Okay.
I'll give a damn who it is.
Just so you know, that jersey,
Mhm.
that's not Derrick Rose. The original is Ben Wilson.
I know.
Okay, just want to make
Benji.
sure.
I know. I seen the
shout out
documentary.
Benji for real.
Shout out Benji. Rest in peace.
Ben Wilson.
But yeah, it's been a great weekend so far. Great runs yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, no comment.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, we got a lot of stuff for you guys. I'm telling you, we got a lot of stuff. Obviously, you guys haven't been here to see everything that we've got, but it's a lot in the chamber, and we will be dropping it and letting it out to the public very soon. I know last year you guys had to wait a little bit. This time, we're not going to treat y'all like that. Well, we're going to give it to you a piece at a time, but we're not going to make you guys wait a whole 8 months to get this good stuff. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Goofy. Shout out to Bandits. Shout out to people that just come to have a good time. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you super chat. Make sure you become a member. And make sure you become a Hall of Famer. Shout out my man, Multi Kenny. I was talking to him a little earlier on NSB. Salute to you. But let's get into it, fellas. The first franchise that we're going to talk about today is the Orlando Magic. Who's the best player to ever don an Orlando Magic jersey? Swiper.
Yeah, that's tough.
It is.
It ain't tough for me.
Oh, all right. For sure.
I promise it's not.
So much wants to say T-Mac that 02 season, but it ain't. Shaq. Yeah, shout out Shaq.
ZZ, I gotta you being a Florida guy.
Florida. I'm from Virginia.
No, play up to the character, Florida.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I'm
Florida.
from Florida now.
Hold up. Aren't the Magic your team now?
No, hell no.
You don't know ZZ?
God,
This is crazy assumption.
Ron.
Oh, I forgot. My bad. You're a Hornets guy.
Ron, I hate you right now. Like I'm physically my blood is boiling at this point. Boiling over.
All right, so you being a Virginia guy. Who you rocking with as the Magic's best player?
I'm gonna lean towards Shaq, but like Swiper said, it is tough because my first memory I had was Dwight, because obviously when Orlando was at its peak, I was watching prime Dwight. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Shaq just because. I mean, he held his own in that finals against Hakeem for his age. Completely turned around that organization. The organization was an expansion team. Once Shaq shows up with his personality and character and production on the court, I mean, it just turned that whole franchise up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Shaq.
Yeah, he was better than Malone from 94 to 98.
No, he wasn't. This is nonsense. Don't start this again, Swiper. No, he was not. Okay, those was Malone's best seasons, but I want to stay on topic here. I do. I definitely want to stay on topic here. And Shaq is a better player than Dwight Howard. I won't argue that. You guys won't get any argument from me. Shaq, I'm a little bit biased when it comes to the Diesel. He's much better player than Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard played 9 years for the Orlando Magic. He's their all-time leading rebounder. He's their all-time leading scorer. He's their all-time shot block leader. They went to the NBA championship with him. He finished second in league MVP votes in 2011. I thought he should have actually won it. He was arguably the best defensive player. All of that was in the Magic uniform. Shaq only played 4 years for the Orlando Magic. That's basically a college career for Dwight Howard to do that double and to have the impact that he had on the Orlando Magic that he did. I mean, he got ran out of there, and it was just a bad situation after he had gotten ran out. But if you're talking about overall, I mean, longevity matters when we're talking about players playing for an organization, because it's the same logic when we talked about Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. James is a better player than Dwayne Wade. But if you think about what Wade did and what he meant to the Orlando Magic, to the Miami Heat, it's the same logic with Dwight Howard. And make no mistake about it, Shaq is a much better player than Dwight Howard. Much better. But for what Dwight Howard did in those 9 years that he played there, I think he's the best player in the
Penny
history
a
of
shout out
Orlando.
too. Like Penny's not gonna get in the conversation. Like he's not
Yes,
gonna be
he
in
is.
the conversation. But you know,
Yes,
Is he though? Is he though, bro?
his name will absolutely get mentioned.
He showed up in 93.
Uh-huh.
He left in what, 90?
What did he do in 93?
He made the all-rookie team.
Okay.
Made the all-rookie team, 94. 90, I'm sorry, 93, 94. He made the all-rookie team.
Who got rookie of the year that year?
Who won rookie of the year? That was Chris Webber.
Chris Webber, right?
Yeah, that was Chris Webber's draft. I think it was either in 95 or 96. He was first team All-Pro. In 97, I mean, in 98 he made the All-Star team. He only played 18 games, so he wasn't really playing that much. So, from a talent standpoint, I know what you're looking at, Ron. I know you're looking at the straight baller, but you know what you produce in that organization matters. And I mean, for what Penny did in those 5 years that he played there, I mean, is that better than what Tracy McGrady did?
no.
Oh yeah, T-Mac is going before Penny.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Is that better than what? And I know you don't want to hear this, Ron, but is that better than what Nick Anderson did?
I mean, playoffs matter, right?
Jameer Nelson.
I could be that guy to say we just gonna talk about playoffs because
Playoffs,
we got
100%.
no
just talk about
playoff production from T-Mac.
We don't need to hate on T-Mac.
Well, I'm not trying to hate on.
We don't need to.
You're right. I am going that direction.
Whoa.
But I'm gonna
Stop
stay
right
on that
there,
streak.
Ron. That's not true. That just because they didn't get out of the first round, it ain't like Tracy McGrady averaged 30 a game in the playoffs.
Okay,
Well,
but
there was that one series against was it the series against the
Bulls?
Pistons?
Where they blew the
Where they
3-1?
blew the lead, but T-Mac was like, it feels good to be in the second round finally. And then the Pistons were like, let me shut all that shit down.
Yes,
and
and
locked
that's
his
exactly
shit
what
up.
happened.
But
just
like
see,
you said,
y'all take when somebody makes a statement like that, and like that amplifies the loss. What he said in the cameras has nothing to do with the loss.
well,
You know what I'm saying? that doesn't make losing the series worse.
in this instance,
Facts.
though, in that instance specifically, he literally hadn't been to the second round yet and went up 3-1 and then made that comment. And the Pistons heard that and said, oh, you think you made the
series wasn't over.
the series
I
wasn't over.
understand that, but that doesn't amplify the loss.
In fact, it does.
It
Makes
does.
worse.
It
It does make it worse.
100% does.
No, it does not.
That you yap during the series and still lost.
You're supposed to yap during the season. I don't know what's wrong with y'all, but when you're playing basketball, you're supposed to talk
Okay,
shit.
right.
You know
I
what I'm
get
saying?
that. I get that
it's
part.
like that's
Right.
fine.
All right, I get that
You
part.
didn't get the job done, but that doesn't make it like a loss times 2. It's not an XL loss.
You
Well,
wasn't
after
yapping
that
when-
statement, they lost what three straight games after that statement.
And
They
you
were-
wasn't yapping like that when y'all was up 1-0. You wasn't yapping like that.
That
when
was
y'all
Jordan
up
said.
2-0.
He should have been.
When you up.
I'm the
Or
type.
Lucas
I'm the
said.
type. If I'm gonna talk shit while we up, I'm gonna talk shit while we losing. I'm gonna talk shit while
Okay.
it's tied. I'm gonna talk shit at halftime,
Mhm.
timeouts. So it doesn't matter if you beat me, whatever. I still feel the same way.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can't argue that.
But hold on, no.
The best Magic is Dwight Howard.
Chill,
You got Dwight?
You
I got
swayed me.
Dwight for
You swayed me with the 9 years to 4. I'm gonna go Dwight.
That stuff matters, man.
It does.
Ron, again, I know how you feel about dudes being ballers. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that Penny Hardaway wasn't fan. He was the evolution of the league guard. That's what we thought the future was going to be. He was the next Magic, 6'7", 6'8", get to the rim, pass it with the best of them, could score it. He was first team All-NBA, I think, in year 3. And that's what we was looking at. But
And he's the only one to fade Jordan in the playoffs.
yes.
In the 90s.
Yes.
Was the only one to lace up his foam posits that you guys love and say, yo, Jordan, come get a taste of this.
Mhm.
Yo, Jordan, you want this? All right, I got you. Now take your bald ass back home. He was the only one to do that.
No, they got swept.
And then they got swept the very next year. Jordan was like, "What was that shit you was
That
talking?"
matters, Ron.
mopped out the
I mean, they still beat him.
That's what I'm saying.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true, though.
can be true.
Right. Two things are definitely true. I mean, they got
I'm
mopped out
saying
the playoffs next year.
that's the only person Jordan lost to in the 90s, right? That means a lot to me. When we talk about this, that means a lot. But I mean, we know it's not Penny in this. I just had to show Penny some love. I'm glad T-Mac was brought up as well. But I want to get back to Shaq and Dwight. And Chill, I want to ask you this question specifically. If you could take Dwight's career with the Magic or Shaq's career with the Magic, knowing what you know now, and you got a draft, and you it's going to all pan out the same, would you rather those 4 years of Shaq, or would you rather those years with Dwight?
I'll take those years with Dwight Howard. Yeah,
100%.
I'll take those years with Dwight Howard. Ron, I'm talking about it. We're talking about a guy. He had a 4 or 5 year stretch where he was the best defensive player in the game. That was going on, and he was a 20-a-game guy. Is he the player is he the offensive force that Shaq was? No, he is not.
Was he a better defender at that moment in time than Shaq was in the 90s?
Yes, he was.
What?
He was.
Yes, he was.
I'm just, well, we just not gonna downplay that Shaq wasn't holding it down in the key.
Yes, he was.
On the defensive end,
We're not going to downplay Dwight just to put
Facts.
Shaq in the conversation.
I'm not downplaying Dwight. Dwight did what he did.
That defense isn't even comparable. It's not even
I
close.
wouldn't say it's not comparable.
I would.
Shaq's defense gets heavily
Was
downplayed.
Shaq ever the rim
It's
protector he
supposed
was
to get
at that point?
downgraded when you compare it to Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard was,
in
in
the Magic,
a
playing for the
defensive
Magic,
monster.
yeah, bro. Shaq was a
Respect.
monster defensive.
Respect.
He wasn't the monster that he wasn't with the Lakers. That he wasn't.
So he was better with the Lakers than he was with the
much
Magic.
better with the Lakers.
I
Much
actually
better.
might agree with that.
I do it.
Much better with the Lakers than he was.
The Magic
He was more
Shaq was moving his feet though.
Yeah, he was more.
And he was still blocking shots. Didn't Shaq have a 10 block game? 15 block game?
Yes.
Come on, man.
That's
Y'all,
one game,
against the Nets, yeah, Chill was there.
Blocking shots.
His whole career. Look.
Derek Coleman go shit smash.
Shaq was a better defender in the Lakers, right?
Correct.
And still, the Lakers Shaq still isn't comparable to Dwight Howard on defense. Still not comparable.
all right, fair enough.
And to not downplay what Shaq was doing, because again, I mean, them 4 years, so around 94, 95, I mean, they were a champion, they were a legit championship contender. They was in the NBA championship. And then the next year they was playing against the Bulls in the East Finals. They were a legit championship contender. I feel like the Orlando Magic became that eventually with Dwight Howard, where once Dwight Howard became elite at the big man spot, I think I'm gonna say probably year 4. Or probably 08.
So that's what I'm saying.
07,
It took Dwight 4 years to get elite.
Yeah.
Shaq damn near stepped in the league like, well, you guys get out the way. I'm up there with them.
That was gonna be my point. Like, we're gonna say he had 9 years to Shaq's 4, but if it took him 4 years to become elite, I mean, I guess he was there for the first 4 years, but it's
Maybe
like
3 to come in the league.
okay, 3 years. So
Right.
then it becomes 4 against 6, and I'm like, I'm gonna take 4 years of Shaq over 6 of Dwight every time.
I'm not taking 4 years. I'm not taking 4 years over Shaq, over 6 over Dwight Howard. Nah. And the reason why I'm not doing that is because the 6 years of Dwight Howard, when you're talking about on the defensive side of the basketball, how good he was and how much better his offensive game got. Shaq, as good as he was in them 4 years, his best years was with the Lakers. We ain't really get to see.
Who played better in the finals? Their one appearance.
Oh.
Shaq by far.
I think so.
Well,
I think
that's
that-
fine,
I
that's
think-
chill.
yeah.
Just-
Oh, sorry, my fault.
because if he's taking 4, I'm saying if he's taking 4 and 6, like then we're getting the playoffs. I think Shaq was a better playoff player, and then including in the NBA Finals versus Akeem. So like if you're taking like sample size, well, one of them has 2 more years, but they both had the same level of effect in terms of team success.
Well, I'll give you the finals. I'll give you the finals in
Yeah, playoffs
95. I feel like, well, I'm not going to go as far as to say the playoffs because Dwight Howard was dominant in the playoffs.
But he wasn't a better playoff player than Shaq was at that point.
I mean, when you're talking about what the Orlando Magic had done in the playoffs with Shaq as their main guy. I mean, let's see, 95, 96, even 94. They lost in Game 7. I mean, they were swept out of the playoffs 2 straight years. And Dwight Howard, I'm not thinking about what he was. And I'm not thinking about what Shaq was. Forget that point about Shaq being swept. Let's take that out the equation. The idea that Dwight Howard was as dominant as he was when I seen him in 09 when he played against Cleveland, in 08 when he was playing against Philly, right? So as good as he was and as dominant as he was, the any team that they played offensively, their game plan was planned around Dwight Howard as time went on. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that offensively, the game plan was around Shaq. And for Shaq to be the guy moving forward. But when you talk about Dwight consistently, because when we're talking about all-time greats, consistency matters. And Dwight Howard gave me, of those 9 years, I'd like to think 7 of them because when he first showed up, I mean, he was rookie of the year. Let's not act like he wasn't rookie of the year like Shaq was. He was rookie of the year. But 7 of those 9 years.
How many years until Shaq was the top 5 player in the league?
He showed up in 92. Maybe 95. Probably 95. But by 95, I think Shaq was a
going
legit.
into year 3.
92, 93, 93, 94.
Going into year 3.
Yeah, but 95, I think Shaq was the top 5 player in the game.
And now I want y'all to take all biasness out because I know you guys are all, for some reason, on Dwight Howard's cape right
Wait
now.
a minute. No, hold on, Ron. In 19, now that I'm thinking about it, no. Hell no. In 1995, so Lajuan, David Robinson, Lajuan, David Robinson, Malone, Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
Jordan wasn't there in
MJ,
95.
17 games of MJ?
No, going into the 95 season.
Well,
oh, that's right. That's
yeah.
right. No, Jordan's not in that conversation.
Yeah,
In 94, he was top 5.
Scottie was not better than Shaq.
Oh, God.
In 1995,
No, he wasn't.
Going into the 95, 94, 95 season,
no.
the dude finished top 3 in the league in
MVP voting, yeah. And do the numbers
Okay,
again.
so if not 95, when Jordan wasn't there, Scottie was clearly the better player. Scottie was
No, he
able to
wasn't.
let his win.
They won more games than expected. What did he win? 56 games that year? 55. They won 55 games without Jordan. He got the boost for being one of the best wing defender in the league. He averaged 19, 5, and 5 that year. Whatever it
22,
was.
I think. 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20. That's good. Like, he was great, but he wasn't Shaq. Like, Shaq was just like killing the league at that point.
You know, he led the league in scoring. I won't argue that. Shaq led
Who led the league in
no,
scoring?
Sorry, he was second.
He was
in the
second
league.
to David Robinson.
To David
Yeah.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was second in the league in
And-
scoring.
And where was he at in rebounds?
Top 5, I think.
Third, I think he was
Yeah.
in rebounds.
Scottie was doing everything.
But the question,
Shaq
was doing
the
everything.
question
Not
that
like
you asked
Scottie.
was
Well,
when
Scottie
did
I'm saying
Shaq-
going into the 95.
when did Shaq enter?
What was
When
left
did
of the
Shaq enter the
championship
top
roster?
5? And I think about the players that were in the league during that time.
which makes it more impressive.
Malone,
Because Barkley was still in the league.
Malone. I don't know. Was Barkley a top
Shaq
5
was
player?
better than Barkley.
Well, I'm saying Barkley, yeah, but past
And what year?
93,
95.
Barkley started tailing off. But then if you get into, but if you get
I ain't
into
saying
MJ,
like
Hakeem,
Yeah.
David, well, I mean, you're a big Patrick fan.
No.
You don't wasn't the top.
Yeah,
5
we're
player
not
in
doing that.
95.
I'm about to say the way he was talking about me.
Even though they had just went to the finals the year before in
He wasn't better than
'94,
Shaq.
But wouldn't.
it was closer.
So when did Dwight become top 5?
That's what I was gonna ask. That's a very
So
nice
the Dwight Howard showed up in
5.
04. He showed up in 04.
I'm ready for y'all to lie about this.
07.
When was
Oh,
Dwight?
07?
05?
Oh, I was gonna say they're gonna say 07.
No,
Okay,
so
so
it wasn't in year 3.
so 2008.
Nah, man,
When did he get
James, Bryant, Wade,
the
Chris,
Dirk,
Chris Paul.
Kevin
What
Garnett
year?
was still balling.
Chris
at the
Paul,
time.
Kevin Garnett, that was
Garnett.
better than
he,
Dwight.
it was Dwight top 10 in 08?
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Well, I mean, no.
I don't have a list, but I'm.
He was
pretty sure.
scratching
He
that
was
10.
probably on the back end.
He was scratching that.
He was probably on the back
In
end.
08, Dwight Howard was not better than Carmelo Anthony. No, I'm
Come
not
on.
gonna do that.
Was he better than Tim Duncan?
Come on.
In 08?
No.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
So the sound like Shaq has a lot stronger years earlier.
And that's my point. Like we're saying 4 versus 9, but like, how much are you valuing lesser quality years?
It's only 2 though.
Let's just call
But
it.
if we're
Let's
saying
just
he
call it
wasn't-
T-Mac and move on.
Was he top 5 in 09? Was Dwight top 5 in 09?
I think he was.
So we still got Bron, Kobe, D Wade. They're guaranteed.
Chris Paul.
I don't think
in
he
the
was better than
conversation.
Chris Paul.
I don't think he was better.
What
than
year-
Chris
what
Paul.
year-
09.
It's a coin flip
We
with
still
him
gotta
and Chris
talk
Paul.
about Dirk too. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dirk
Oh,
still-
come on.
Dirk. He's in that conversation.
He's in the conversation. I
He's
agree. but
100%.
I don't think
First team All NBA that
He was
year.
top 5.
He was the best
He
He was the
center.
best 5-man in the
Yeah.
game.
08-9.
Now-
Darren Williams.
No,
Man, I-
no, we're not
no.
doing that.
Hey, man.
And
Gilbert Arenas in 2006-07?
No.
Hell
this
no.
is Mike.
Mm-mm.
Oh, he said 07. He said 07.
06, 06, 07.
07.
okay.
He said 07.
I'm talking about like when Gilbert was like,
Okay.
He thought you meant
My
09. That's
bad.
why.
My bad.
Yeah, he
My
thought you said
bad.
09.
My bad.
Hey,
I'm talking about the
Shout out
gold
to the
jersey.
Ying,
Gold
Ying,
jersey
Ying.
Gill. Gold jersey
I'm
Gill.
still not feeling that one. But still.
It's less egregious.
Chill. He was top 5 in MVP voting from 08 to I think 2011. So that's
12.
Dwight. 2012. So are y'all valuing that?
I think he should have won the league MVP in 11.
I don't, but are y'all valuing that?
I mean, it's cool. I mean, the Magic were winning a lot of games, and he was their best player, so it makes sense
Yeah.
to try an MVP.
Mars, I think your logic is
He don't care.
Dwight Howard, because we're talking about that time when the big man was dying. So it might look like because the big man was dying that lessens Dwight Howard, when in reality, he still was that dominant
No, he was
amongst
great.
everybody else.
I just don't think he's as good as you guys think he is. That's been my. I'm not as high on Dwight as you guys. I think offensively, I don't know why people act like he's anything other than decent. I don't think he was good off.
I think he was a good offensive player.
I think he was.
He was a-
horrible. I think
he was a pure
horrible
pay-
playmaker.
Is he?
And he was
Matter
a
of fact,
great
I know this
He
is a
was
litmus
horrible
test.
playmaker, I agree.
Is he-
Egregious.
Is he better offensively? Because remember, he was a pure play finisher
Mhm.
with a turnaround in the hook.
Mhm.
Was he better offensively than Anthony Davis was from that 16, 17, 18 run?
No, he's not better than Anthony Davis on offense.
Not on
When
offense.
the Pelicans.
He's not better than
Like
Anthony Davis on
Pelicans
defense either,
AD.
but
Remember, he's averaging 28, the turnaround, the ISOs, the
he's
post up.
not better than AD.
Pull
on
up.
defense. He's not better than
Better go back and watch you some.
Like, remember, he
Bright
was
Mars.
really
I
limited.
promise I've watched more than you have. I promise
a lot.
Shit.
I was like, what?
He's
Year
not better than
4?
AD.
Yeah.
Check them analytics.
Well, he 12. He got drafted in the 12, so
Check.
this is like
He's not better than AD.
through 7, 8. He's pretty far in his career at this point.
Dwight was still very underrated on the offensive end of the floor, though.
He was a great athlete, good scorer. Probably should have set pick and rolls more. That would have been great.
He actually did.
Yeah,
I never said he didn't do it.
Him and
right?
Jameer used to get
More.
busy.
More like the amount he did it, double it.
Well,
That's where he was most effective.
I
Those
agree.
post ups
I
were
agree.
killing me. He couldn't pass out of double teams. I showed ZZ the series I watched like maybe 3 weeks ago against the Hawks in 2011. 6-game series. He had 3 assists. Do you want to know how many turnovers he had in that 6-game series?
11
No, go ahead. Go ahead, guess. We'll see who gets closest.
in the 6 game.
6-game series. You said 11. Okay, chill. How many turnovers?
That's what I said.
11.
11.
Swiper.
No, I'm
What year is this?
further than that.
2011. This is
I'm-
MVP Dwight
Versus
Howard
who?
versus the Atlanta Hawks.
I'm gonna go further than 11.
15.
15 turnovers, 6 games. ZZ, I can't ask you
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I've
don't
already
ask.
shown you.
I don't like 11. I think it's more than that. I think,
How much?
I think it's closer to 20.
Closer to 20?
Yeah, I think it's
Okay,
closer.
so
Ron.
we'll give you 20.
I'll take 20.
Ron, how many do you think he had?
Based on the conviction in your voice,
Not be more than 21.
We'll
Man.
see. It's a 6-game series, so just remember that.
Yeah, we'll
6
see.
games.
Mars, based on the conviction in your voice,
Y'all
I'm
don't
gonna have
know
to
that,
say
though.
like 26.
26 turnovers. Okay.
So who?
Dwight Howard had 3 assists in a 6-game series to 33 turnovers.
He didn't have no 33 turnovers.
He averaged 0.5
games.
assists and 5.5 turnovers a game.
Talk
You know
to
why?
me.
That's
That's
horrible.
not
Because he
possible.
couldn't pass out of a double team.
Mark, that's not
Which-
possible.
I watched it.
I don't care if you watch. I need to see that. It's not possible that that
So
happened.
right now, he
just turned
literally
easy.
just like panned his phone over to me, and I
That's
saw
what's
that.
happening.
right now.
Wait, that's the Al Horford effect. That's the Al Horford effect.
Go ahead, look through it. It's highlighted. It's great.
ZZ, what are we doing right now? I got to do it on the floor that's giving 5 turnovers to barely 1 assist.
Man.
Get him off the floor. He killing us.
Well, look.
You said it.
See?
before.
See?
that's better.
Shaq would
I'm
never. I told y'all.
Maker.
You gonna try to defend
Right.
that, Ox?
I'm not trying to defend that. That's terrible no matter what. I'm just saying that this is clearly an anomaly. That's the Al Horford effect.
Oh, yeah, Horford.
That's the
defense,
Al
Dominican
Horford
Dirt.
That's the Al Horford effect, obviously.
Al Horford been locking up Eastern Conference MVP bigs for years.
I just
Right,
used that to say that.
That's
I'm
why
not
he's the
tired of
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, I agree.
First ballot. I mean, we're getting away
Ladies
from the-
and gentlemen,
We're getting away.
um,
Let's get back forward.
we
Let's get back focused.
I think we've so hold on. Let's go back around the room one time, and this will be our final count for the Orlando Magic. We have
Howard.
Chill,
Howard.
Swiper,
Shaq.
Big Ox,
Dwight.
ZZ,
Dwight.
Mars,
Shaq.
Ron, Shaq.
Hmm.
So
Don't put this in the chat's hands.
I'm gonna have to run a poll. We're gonna have to do this chat, and you guys are gonna have to decipher. Well, actually, hold on, wait. We got somebody in the back. We could just ask them, right? Gifted. Shaq or Dwight?
Give me Dwight. Why are we asking for his opinion? No.
Oh,
Poll,
y'all
poll,
really
poll.
finna get us to
Poll,
Dwight?
poll, poll,
What?
poll. Run a poll.
Too
Oh.
late. No, this is America. This is a democracy. You did it already. It's too late.
Nah, hell nah. Donald Trump took the votes back. Ron taking the votes back.
Damn. Damn.
Run a poll, man.
Jody got it.
That
Cool.
vote don't count.
Yeah, Dwight
That
versus
vote-
Shaq.
that- Man, this is crazy.
All right. Who's next?
Hey, Gifted, you want to vote? Vote in the chat. While we doing that, we got a couple super chats, so we're gonna go ahead and get to these. Yes, y'all guessed it, y'all. We got $100 super chat from
Arch.
Thank you, Arch.
Oh, this regular Arch too. We ain't even got to Arch Prime yet.
Arch Prime doesn't exist. That was a figment of our imagination. But welcome back, Arch. He sent through a super chat. He said, "Ron honoring Heath Ledger. That's what's up." Hey man,
It's looking like a joke.
That's what I said.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Bam.
You proud of me today?
Shout out Bam. Proud of you for what?
For honoring Joker.
I love Joker. Yeah, Joker's a great movie.
That's it. Exactly.
You gonna go see Joker
Easy
too?
Said that to me like 20 minutes ago.
I said you look like a black Joker.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey, and here that's how I should have started the show, huh? Damn, I dropped the ball. Y'all can for real host me for that one. Damn.
No, we're gonna host you regardless, bro.
All right. What were you about to say?
I don't remember.
Oh, damn.
Don't remember. Oh yeah. We've been getting all these super chats ever since Bam and Asia officially became a thing. So just saying.
Why are you looking at me while you say
it's obviously Bam? It's obviously Bam. I'm just saying.
You were the competition. That's why. You was 100% the competition.
I'll beat Bam up for real.
Joe Dapp gifted 5 Players Choice memberships.
Thanks, brother.
Shout out. Masink OG sent through a members chat. He's been a member for 12 months. He said, Dub chat, Dub panel, wishing y'all a prosperous Monday. Appreciate you. Salute.
Appreciate that.
How's that poll looking?
Don't worry about how the polls look. Oh, no, the poll. Shaq's winning right now. Worry about the poll. Yeah.
Dub chat. Hey, y'all never disappoint me. I promise you, y'all never do. Bam Gabe, been a member for 12 months. He said, L host ? No SC ? No super chats ? He is Mr. Put that shit on though. Hey, I put it on from time to time, Gabe. Hey, from time to time, I do this, but I'm not the best dressed in the room right now. Like the Simeon jersey.
Don't worry about me, man.
But Mars, you got the Nike drip is OD though. With the flip flops, like
Nike drip.
Let's see the Nike drip. Yeah.
What's a Nike drip?
Nike.
What's Nike drip?
Nike. Nike.
Nike.
That's what's cool.
Always got this. What are you talking about? Look, what are you talking
What you want me to say? Nike.
I was just confused what you were saying.
Right, my bad. Nike. My bad.
Yo, are we gonna talk about Marina Mabry or not?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, we.
Are we not gonna talk about Marina
I'm
Mabry?
gonna sit that conversation.
Are we gonna? I told y'all, man. The Connecticut Sun got Marina Mabry for a reason.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that.
Well, we're gonna see how she does when she has to actually go up against some better competition.
Yeah.
Some better competition.
Okay.
Because Caitlin Clark stinks.
Let's see what happens.
Now all of a sudden, it's not good competition.
I ain't say it wasn't
They
good.
used to be
The
believable.
conversation is good.
Marina Mabry does this.
No, the
This what she
I'm not
do.
saying, Ox, that the competition ain't good, but when we get into the later rounds, she's gonna have to see better competition. She's gonna have to deal with Stewie, right? She's gonna have
Marina Mabry got to deal with Stu.
yes, she's gonna have to deal with Stewie. Yes, and
What we worried about Courtney Vandersloot?
Are you
Hey, boy, you better put some respect on the Kentwood legend. You better put some respect on the Kentwood legend.
That's how it is. Like
Hey,
Stewie.
that's Miss Courtney Vandersloot to you.
You sitting here like that's no okay. She got to deal with Stewie. Like that's no big deal.
Alyssa Thomas is there. DeWanna Bonner is there. They got that. Marina Mabry is here for a reason. I told y'all once they
You
got
think
her.
see the difference in the winning?
That's why I told you as soon as that trade happened, I said I think I got Connecticut winning in there. Marina Mabry is that much of a difference maker. She don't got to go. She don't got to sit around in Chicago counting Angel Reese's rebounds. She can win basketball games. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that was the difference that 27 was the difference in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's gonna go for 27 again, but she's a real point guard. She's a real defender.
Right.
She's a real threat from 3-point line. She can put smaller guards on the block. Like she's there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Her, Dejanay Carrington, DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas, that's the best defense you've seen in the WNBA.
Be that as it may, they still do got to see the Liberty.
They do.
They do, no doubt.
Be that as it may, they still do got to see them girls over there in Minnesota.
I think, but just like last year when it was the Aces versus the Liberty,
Yeah.
you was talking about this and that, and I told you, yeah, but the guard play, they don't got nothing for Chelsea, they don't got nothing for Kelsey, they don't got nothing for Jackie Young,
Yeah.
and now they got Tiffany Hayes over there too.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. The Dejanay Carrington and Marina Mabry are a little too much to handle for Sabrina and Courtney.
I like Dejanay.
And I'm gonna flip that before we go chilling. I'm gonna flip that because I love Alyssa, I love DeWanna,
Oh God,
I love Bree. They don't want it down there.
Breezy big enough. She
Breezy don't want
with
that.
Jonquel. She can bang with
Breezy
Jonquel.
don't want that.
That was
She
the
could bang with
difference in the
Jonquel.
series last year. Jonquel destroyed her in that series.
But Breezy was hurt. What I'm saying is Breezy. No, Jonquel's clearly Clearly, she's better. But Breezy's strong. She's big enough. And you know Alyssa Thomas is going to dig. She's going to dig. She's going to get hands.
Dig off who?
DeWanna Bonner is going to be there.
She going to dig off who?
Now remember too,
who's she digging off?
Yesterday, like you talked about that defense, they blitz Caitlin Clark on screens.
Mm-hmm.
She's not used to that. They ain't gonna be able to blitz Vandersloot. They're not gonna be able to.
But they're gonna do it to Sabrina. And you seen how Sabrina folded when it was Jackie and Chelsea doing it to her last year.
When? Last year? I'm glad you mentioned that because Mars, I'm assuming you want to talk about how horrendous Caitlin Clark was. But you do know players have to go through bad series to get better. You have to turn the ball over to learn that's not the pass I make. I need to be making this read.
Jason Tatum.
You thank you, ZZ.
No, I'm saying the 2022 finals.
That was so unnecessary.
No, it was no, it's very necessary. The 2022 finals, Tatum was making very illegitimate reads.
Mhm.
And in the 2024 finals, he may have shot like shit, but his passing was much better than 2022.
Was much better.
He went through that. Swiper,
better.
come on, don't give me that face. You know that.
Yeah, I can walk by Luka too.
No, you can't.
Want to bet?
No, you can't.
Want to bet?
No, you can't.
Apparently, he was hurt PCL.
He was hurt. That's not.
He had a little boo boo.
Yeah,
A little owie.
I mean,
Little scratch on his-
he was compromised.
It was a floorboard.
Hey, they be hurt. Oh.
The point is, Ox, is that who they seeing right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm a big fan of the wing defender. I'm a big fan of the versatile defender. And what I saw yesterday from her, she 100% maybe took on the challenge of Caitlin Clark to shut the door on her.
Mhm.
Even though they were passing her around, right? They were passing her around like a bowl of fruit. But with that being said, you're not going to be able to do that when you dealing with the Liberty because they have so many switchable defenders. They got so many women over there who are so much more versatile on offense. Caitlin Clark, a lot of the stuff she saw yesterday was stuff that she had never seen before. You're not going to be able to trick
Mars.
She ain't get blitzed in college?
It's way different.
Here we go, yo.
It's way different getting blitzed in college than getting blitzed by the Connecticut Sun. Way different. Those two things are not the same. These are stronger women. These are bigger women. They know when to blitz. They know how to blitz. They're more physical. So when you're talking about this Connecticut team, blitzing Caitlin Clark further away from the basket as opposed to when she's close to the basket where she can get better reads. No.
Yeah.
So when she got Vandersloot, when she got Sabrina, they know how to pass out of the double team quicker as opposed to last year. To Ron's point, when you're talking about soon as you see the blitz coming, Sabrina was and remember what was Sabrina last year? I think she was in year 3, something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she was in year 3,
2 or 3.
It might have been 2. I'm pretty sure it's 3.
Yeah.
This is year 4 for her, right?
Yeah.
So she was in year 3,
Uh-huh.
and she wasn't good.
Yeah.
I'm 100% confident, Ron. When she sees the blitz this year, she's not going to be as bad as she was last year.
And
My thing is they're gonna make Courtney beat them. They're gonna play off of her. They're gonna make Courtney. But that's who's getting rotated off of.
Shit, she was tough in 2K last night. I ain't gonna lie.
And Caitlin had 41.
On 67 shots. Yeah.
That was disgusting, Marsh.
it's been some 2K wars here, y'all. We've been getting to it on the sticks. Well, they've been getting to it on the sticks.
I
but
played a little bit.
It's been
too.
fun.
I'm not gonna lie. My overall record this weekend is like very, very positive.
That's
Like,
because you be
You
cheating.
played Mars.
I be
Box,
cheating
though.
Mars. I be cheating.
Mars, we got a cheater in the house.
No, because everyone else is playing on high risk, right? So you have
JD,
you have to green your shots. to make it.
JD,
He's the only one who doesn't play on high risk, so he's making slightly early.
So let me ask y'all this
slightly
question.
late.
Let me ask y'all this question.
He wonders why he's the only one shooting like positive
So
from
let me
3.
so let me ask you this
Everyone
question.
else,
You know,
let me ask
you
you this
know,
question.
I'm like, you're cheating.
Let me ask you this
how hard it
question.
is to
Is
shoot
it
that green?
cheating? Is it
Exactly. He's the only one who doesn't have to
is
shoot
it
green.
cheating or is it playing smart? Because Mars, we had this conversation last night.
Cheating or-
Mars was like, I said, Mars, why are you missing so many shots? Oh, because I'm on high risk. Why aren't you on normal risk?
Because no
Who
one
plays
wants to see whites go in. No
Oh,
one
really?
wants to
so,
see that.
So
go
you
in.
would rather continuously
Yes,
miss
it's cool.
over
Yes,
and over
yes.
and over and over
Yes.
and shoot
because when
63
you
shots
make
from
shots, at
Caitlin
least
Clark.
you timed it correctly.
JD, didn't I put you on? Didn't I put you on a normal risk? Talk to me. Ain't that right? Because that's the smart thing, right? Not this dumbass shit that Mars.
I apologize. I
Keep
think the
going,
game should take
ZZ.
skill.
You think the game
I
should
think
take
the game
skill?
should take skill.
You
I
really
just like it. Yeah.
Even you shoot with one player, Mars. You don't get no assists. You had Mike.
I had fun.
Okay,
Come on. I had fun.
whatever,
Yeah.
Mars. Whatever. You have fun. All right.
Michael Beasley scored 51. Caitlin Clark scored 41.
And they lost. They did that for nothing.
Yeah, but you made whites and you only beat Michael Beasley by 4.
And guess who has a winning record in 2K this weekend and who doesn't?
I made
This guy.
I made more greens.
This guy right here.
ZZ, Swiper saying this because you ain't seen him yet.
We can set that up right after the
Said a
panel.
word.
Chat, y'all seen what happened with Mars yesterday? Chat was getting upset with how egregious you were
I
playing
made
with
13 threes. I made 13 threes and they mad.
13
It
of
took me 62, but I made 13.
13 for 62, Mars.
That's higher than what she shot. That's higher than what she shot yesterday.
Get Mars off the floor. He's
That's higher than
killing
what she
us.
shot yesterday.
Garbage. Trash.
I looked it up. 2 for 12 is worse percentage than 13 for 62. So technically, I did better with Caitlin Clark than she did in real life.
2 for 12 is worse.
2 for 12 is 16%, and 13 for 62 is 21%. So
you just suck less. What are you talking about?
Exactly. But when I say she stinks, I'm the bad guy. But now I'm saying she stinks. I agree.
I ain't arguing that she was bad yesterday. No, I'm not arguing that.
She stinks.
Well,
Caitlin Clark.
I'm expecting a bounce back game from Caitlin Clark in game 2. Once again, it's an uphill battle. The Connecticut Sun are the real deal. But we'll continue to talk about it and monitor that series. Do we want to talk about any of the other WNBA games that happened last night? And in case you're not locked in, it is the WNBA playoffs. It just tipped off yesterday. It was 4 amazing games. Well, some blowouts, but they were good games.
That Phoenix Minnesota game was closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and we were talking about that game. We thought Phoenix was gonna come in.
They ended up coming back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
they came back.
They turning back the clock, Ox. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
She ain't what she used to be, but she did turn the clock back. Yesterday.
Well, I mean, without Ezzy, she had to step up.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mercedes Russell for getting there, throwing her weight around.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mercedes Russell.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and then the Lynx, the Lynx and the Mercury. We thought that the Mercury was just going to get smacked. Honestly, we turned that game off. And it came back, and it was like, whoa, hold on, what's going on?
I'm still on record. I'm saying it, and I'm saying it until the playoffs is over. I know how you feel about Asia. I know how you feel about Jackie. I know how you feel about Chelsea. They don't want nothing to do with Minnesota. They don't.
They beating the dog out.
They don't want nothing to do with them girls. They don't.
At first, chill, I was saying like, nobody wants to play them. I can't tell you how it's gonna go, but now I'm so even more confident. You seen Chelsea last night. Chelsea is looking.
She out there looking like a blackjack dealer. Should I get you? You next. I got you.
That is the point guard.
She's out there dealing. I won't argue that.
She is back. Yeah. And Jackie pick on whoever she wants to. She don't got no picks. If you in front of her, you're getting cooked.
Yo, Big Ox, I know you say that Asia Wilson is the best player on the planet.
In the world. In the galaxy.
Okay. Now I got to ask you, is Chelsea Gray the best distributor?
She's
best point guard on the world?
Best distributor I've seen since Tisha Penishera. Easy.
Is she the best point guard in the world right now? Same way you feel about Asia. Same logic.
No.
She was.
I don't know. She was like 2 years ago. She just a step slower, but she still got it though.
She is still chill. You remember right when we was watching the game, she made a play where she got to the mid range and she I think she threw up a shot and it was short, and I was just like, damn, she chill. I think she on the. You remember me saying that? I said I think she's on the other side right now.
And then literally right after you said that, it was like the switch just got flipped.
I mean, she is on the other side though. She's definitely on the other side, but she still got it though. That's how dope she is. That's how dope she was. Like, she's older and she still got it. Mm-hmm. She'll still get at anybody when she get in that mid range. She'll step back. She gonna find the cutters. She got her eyes up all the time. You never know if she's gonna pass it, shoot it, drive.
Mm-hmm.
She was dribbling at the top, like around the logo area. Mm-hmm. She dribbling, and all of a sudden you see her just pick the ball up with one hand and just throw it like this. Yes. Just sling it through the key. Finds an open cutter, backdoor layup.
That pocket pass that she dropped off to Asia. I mean, that was not the Asia, the backup big girl that she dropped it off to, and it ended up being the bucket. Like, not every league guard can do that. Not every last one of them can do that. That was special, and it might look like something basic, but how she was timing it, the spacing that she had, and she just knew what it was about. She knew what it was about to be. Not every league guard can do that.
That's another thing too with the backup. If they can get the same type of production that they got from Kia Stokes last year, if Kia Stokes can do that this year, and then Megan Gustafson, if those two can, because Megan like to shoot it a little bit. If they can get good minutes, I don't think they're worried about the Lynx at all. Because the other thing that really helped Chelsea was them getting Tiffany Hayes. Because remember, Tiffany was retiring, and they went and got her like, no.
Come on back.
Come on. And Tiffany is balling. Like, that does a lot for Chelsea. Right?
Yeah. And shout out Natasha Cloud too. The Mercury did lose, but she facilitated that comeback. 33-9. That was crazy. And then obviously shout out Nafisa. Like, Fee gonna do what Fee do. 38 points. Like, she's so goddamn Fee gonna do what Fee do.
Oh my God, yo, she is.
Yeah, well, she better get ready to get cooked.
Ox, they serving y'all. I'm telling you. I think I don't know if Vegas gonna win the game. They might smoke y'all. I don't know if Vegas wins a game in that series.
Oh man,
just off the strength of the guard play. Because I know how you feel about Chelsea, but the one common denominator that we have, which has always been his problem this season, whenever They have mismatches. It's the one person. They hunt Kelsey, and they got people to protect her. They hunt Kelsey, and they got people to protect her, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. They go after her consistently to the point where it was like on the Olympics, where we might have to get her off the floor. And if you got to get one of your bucket getters off the floor that's like that, that throws a monkey wrench in everything that you're doing. So
Kelsey can sit down, and they'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Y'all just better be lucky Joel Lloyd ain't 100% right now.
And that's part of the game.
Storm was supposed to win that game last night.
That's part of the game.
it is.
But
They won last year when Chelsea was hurt. Remember, Chelsea was in the boot.
yeah, that's true.
Which tells you how nice Vegas was.
For real.
How nice Vegas is.
Yeah.
I saw somebody in the comment section yesterday, and they was arguing essentially with themselves, but they were like,
What?
I'm telling you, it was somebody that it was the post for Asia Wilson and her unanimous MVP. I go to the comment section, it's like the third comment. Caitlin Clark should have won this. And then I see 57 replies. So obviously I go and I check the replies, and the arguments that this man was making for Caitlin Clark, bro, he was saying how Asia has a super team and Caitlin doesn't have a super team. And look, they're stacked, but I was like, come on, bro.
You're also injured on and off this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that was something that somebody rebutted and said. But
When it matters, don't get me wrong. And I think they won 13 games last year. They go from that to in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Mitchell was on the crew last year. Boston was on the crew last year. You add Caitlin Clark to the crew, and you add one of the better distributors, one of the better scorers to the game. All right, I won't argue that. But for what Asia Wilson is doing for that Vegas team, if you take her off that crew, they're not at the top of the Western. They're not at the top.
She averaged 27 and 12,
and
2 blocks.
Yeah, 2 blocks.
She the only player to eclipse 1,000 points in a season.
Yeah,
like she's having a historic season.
Yeah,
nobody's done that. Yeah, nobody's done.
We getting to that point with Asia, obviously third MVP. Shout out Miss Wilson.
In 4 years, by the way.
Yeah, but we're getting to the point where we're like,
I know
someone too.
I know someone who did that.
Yeah.
best players in their respective sport. Wow,
I do too.
but we getting to the point where we're getting used to it. She's pampering us with greatness, and it's like we're used to. She comes and gives us 28 and 14, and we're like, oh well, Asia, you should have did this more. You should have did this more. We start nitpicking her greatness.
And Ron, I feel like we're doing the same thing that Mars and I had this conversation about Wemby. I feel like the same thing is going on with Caitlin Clark, where like everything got to be right.
Keep
now.
going, chill.
Everything got to be right now. Like she just got here. Like I feel like she's got plenty of time to be the league MVP. I feel like she's got plenty of time to get to that championship level. She's still trying to figure out the pro game. We saw it yesterday in the playoffs. The player, and I don't know why I was surprised about this, Ox, because the playoffs always are different than the regular season. The intensity level, the physicality is always different. So I shouldn't be surprised that she played the way she played, considering
she's a rookie.
Right. And on top of that, this is my first playoff game in my first season.
And she's the clear number one option.
Right.
What did you tell me LeBron had in his first playoff game?
He was 32 and 11 and a plus 11 in his first playoff game. But see, let me tell you what Mars will do. Mars will bring up LeBron James, right? And what he won't tell you
meant to be the GOAT, right?
Right. But what Mars won't tell you, what Mars won't tell you, right? Here's the difference though. What Mars won't tell you is he won't tell you that was in year 3 with James.
And he's younger than
he had already had
that doesn't matter.
The experience still matters, Mars. The fact that I had 3 years under my belt playing in the NBA.
LeBron didn't make the playoffs till year 3?
Till 2005,
Oh, man, I forgot about that.
Now,
Melo made the
wait a minute.
playoff rookie, second year, third year.
Now,
What did Melo have in his first playoff game?
Buckets.
Buckets.
Interesting. He ain't the GOAT. Interesting.
you do know that the Cavs, they just missed the playoffs by 1 game.
So wait,
let me
now we gotta
see what Melo had.
that's some Ox.
I'm pretty sure Melo had a good first playoff game.
You missed
Yeah,
it.
he had 19.
So it's just that black and
You
white.
weren't in the playoffs.
So it's just that black and white.
me?
I'm saying that's something you would say. Like you didn't get there.
Oh,
You were short.
all right, cool.
You didn't win.
And then the next year they tied for the 8 seed, but lost the tiebreaker. But you didn't get there. Okay, I got you. All right, I got you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
So Melo was your rookie of the year?
Hmm?
Melo was your rookie of the year that year?
I think they should have been co. To be fair, I was also like 10 years younger than you.
No, Swiper. See, that's and you being a voter and a fledgling member of the media.
Of what?
Of the media,
The
you
media.
are. Yes, 100%. So with that being said,
I'm a media man now.
100% you are.
You think I represent the media?
Yo, yes, you do. You have media
Yeah,
you have media credentials. The point I'm making is you have to decide because these things are influential. That whole Rookie of the Year, that League, we don't have League MVPs.
That year would have counted.
No, it wouldn't have. Pick somebody.
But I think, Melo took his team to the playoffs as a rookie.
One more time.
Melo took his team to the playoffs as a rookie.
That's not the.
I get the context.
What's the context?
Melo averaged 21 points a game that year, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists as a rookie in a way different era. And again, I know they got Kenyon Martin on that
in the tougher conference. Now I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. And
even just to be fair, he closed out that year. He had a game winner versus Portland.
Yeah.
In that year, like to put him up to get them into the playoffs.
Okay.
Like, so it's not like down the stretch of the year he got better.
Yeah.
But again, he was a shot chucker shoot. But Jeff Petzela was the head coach. You know who that is? No. You know who that is? No. No. You know where he went after that? Air Force.
Yeah, he was the head coach at the Air Force Academy. With that being said, ZZ, what if I told you from 1990 to 1999, these how many guys in the decade their teams made the playoffs that won Rookie of the Year? Mm-hmm. None of them. 7 guys missed the playoffs when they winning Rookie of the Year. What if I told you from 2000 to 2009? These how many guys missed the playoffs but won Rookie of the Year from 2010 to 2019? These guys aren't making the playoffs. That is not a deciding factor.
But if the statistics are close, which they were, it was 25-5 versus 21-5 right?
Somebody played better.
Wait.
And it was 25-5.
Efficient. Yeah. So if Melo's more efficient, the numbers are close.
Yep.
Why can't the playoffs be the deciding factor in that conversation?
I agree with him on that because when you look at it and you look at that rookie class, as hyped up as they were,
Wade, Bosch, all of them.
Right, as hyped up as they were, if they had to sit there and look at the simple box score, which is what they did, and then you have to look at it and say, if it's this damn close, like Mars said, what other context can we add in to make a deciding factor on this? Well, Carmelo Anthony brought that team to the playoffs, right? As the new guy coming in,
as the lead option,
as the lead option in a tougher Western Conference. LeBron was in the weaker conference and didn't make the playoffs. So that would be something that if I was a voter and it was neck and neck like that, I'd be like,
it's not like he didn't show up in these primetime matches.
Right.
They had him versus Kobe. They had him versus LeBron. They had him versus T-Mac. He was going at everybody.
The best that the West could offer for a rookie. He was going up against that. Now, don't get me wrong, James was doing his thing. And like you said, that was a great point that you brought up between the years. I get that. But like Mar said, in that situation, that's where you got to look at it and say, okay, what is the deciding factor here?
Because you always are big on rewarding winning anyway.
Sure.
Yeah. Fellas, I got to step in right quick.
Go ahead.
Because it must be Christmas. Because it must be Christmas because we got the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Gifted in the house.
It was good.
And I just want you to chime in on this conversation.
Yeah. I hear your point, Chill. I think you're right. Like making the playoffs, it does not determine who it is. But again, if it's close, the nitpicking for all of these awards, people are going to go through the stats. If those are close and then the impact on winning is marginally higher, and you make it, you can use that as a separator for that. That makes sense. It's not crazy to say, okay, well, in the rookie season alone, based off stats and also how he was contributing to a team that was winning, you could use that as an aid. It's not like the blueprint to say, oh yeah, he's like, 100% better, but that's what it is. If you're using it as a tiebreaker, in all those other years, you're 100% right. But that's why that's not used as the benchmark to say who it is. But if it's close, you can use that. I think that's fair.
When you in a tougher conference, okay, I can get with the logic if you're in a tougher conference. But to Swiper's point, if you didn't make the playoffs, and that's the deciding factor, then now what we're dealing with is there a bias? Was James just supposed to be the rookie of the year?
Yes.
Considering
he was the chosen one.
Considering it was as close as it was, right?
Yeah. He had a primetime game on Christmas on a sorry team versus the Magic.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't San Antonio play the Knicks on Christmas this year? Yeah.
Wemby has the same LeBron.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
We had the conversation before when Wemby got dropped.
But Chet Holmgren had no real argument this year.
He did up until January.
That's what I'm saying.
But
it was over.
When the Chet argument was happening, because I was the one making it, because I had Chet until like the new year, and then Wemby just elevated. The big argument was I think Chet was playing better, but also OKC were really good in large part because of what Chet was doing. That was a big separator for me. But then Wemby elevated to a level I was like,
and Mars, to your
Chet's
point,
great, but Wemby's just
to your point, Mars. I was saying that about the Thunder last year when Chet was out. Like I was like, once Chet gets back fully healthy, this team is going to be different. I didn't think they were going to be the number 1 seed, but I was like, they're going to be really different because he's going to be that missing piece to the starting lineup. But to like Mars was saying, with Wemby and Chet, that was a discussion, a primetime discussion right before the new year, because what Chet was doing was great things for that Thunder team, and you could see it translating in the standings and all of that. With Wemby, where he differentiated for me was like earlier on in the season, he wasn't being targeted by his teammates. And then when he had to literally take over games against the Phoenix Suns, against the Milwaukee Bucks, in these head-to-head matchups with KD and Giannis, it's like, yo, this 19-year-old is really giving the best stars in the game the business when time comes for it.
In primetime matchup.
In primetime matchups. That Bucks game that he had was one of the craziest games I'd ever seen all year.
So the separator is now, so the separator would be the playoffs, considering how close it was when you look at the numbers. I think that Denver, even though they did play in a tougher conference in the West, I mean, Cleveland just missed the play. I think they missed the playoffs by 1 game. Yeah, I think they missed the playoffs by 1 game. But to Swiper's point, sure, this is definitely something that's black and white. You either make it or you don't. I can get with that. And then the next year they end up, but that we ain't talking about the next year. We're talking specifically about that year. I mean, they just missed the playoffs. I think they had the same amount of wins as Denver did, only except Denver was playing in a tougher conference. So at that point, if that's the deciding factor, then pick somebody. Don't tell me that it's this guy because he's the quote unquote chosen one. Yeah, because here's the problem with that. Here's the problem with that logic. Because now we got to keep doing that. We have to keep. No, we don't. Because the reason why we don't, because I saw that dude go 10 years without winning the league MVP.
Who?
James. So he's not the chosen one like that.
The only year James got outright robbed was 2011. From that point on, from 13,
you're not gonna like that.
Yeah, that's cool with me. He got robbed.
I've heard Dwight deserved that. I've heard LeBron deserved it.
Rose,
So how's that a robbery if I'm hearing 3 different answers?
14, Durant would legitimately win that MVP.
Yeah.
I won't argue that. KD.
Curry legitimately
It was
won
Curry
the
or
MVP.
Harden. It wasn't LeBron. It was Curry or Harden.
16, nobody was beating Steph Curry.
Yeah.
17,
nobody.
Russ or Harden. It wasn't LeBron.
Nobody.
Or Kawhi or Steph that year. All 4 of them had really good years.
Disqualified because
of KD. And then KD got disqualified.
Yep.
And then in 17, 18, he wasn't beating Harden. Now you start
people say he should have won. That's
right.
The one where
but then now you get into 18, 19, 19, 20. 18, 19, I think Giannis run it out right. But then Harden had
Harden.
But 19, 20 was LeBron and Giannis. But then Giannis that
Kobe
year,
doesn't shut the season down, James wins the league MVP that year.
maybe. I don't know.
I can see it.
But again, to be fair, they were experiencing a level of health that they have not, and since that point and up to that point had not experienced for that Lakers team. So we don't know. We have no idea if the season was 82 games all the way through April that they all would have been there.
It was only a month left in the season. It wasn't like it was 2 or 3
March
months.
15th.
At that point, you saw the Bucks like dominating at a high level still alongside them. Like
the Bucks were the best team in the league.
Yeah, that year.
But the Lakers was on their way to winning 60 games that year.
In the regular
maybe
season.
At that point.
Yeah.
And he had outplayed Giannis. Remember that it was like maybe 2 weeks before.
In the match,
outplayed him.
That was a big deal.
Wait, hold on.
That was a huge
But you
deal.
can say 60, but that same year the Bucks were also on pace to win 60.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
And he was in DPOY talks.
In both. Yeah.
And James was leading the league in assists.
I hear that.
25 and what? 10?
25.
That year?
Yes.
But Giannis was putting up. I don't know his numbers, and I can't bother.
I want to say it's like 30 and
it was like 29.
Yeah,
30,
and at the time,
and Giannis was playing like 31 minutes a game.
That's what I'm saying. He was doing all
like,
that
the
in
Bucks
limited
were
minutes.
destroying teams.
Yeah.
So I think Giannis probably.
I think all of the advanced ratings would probably lean Giannis over
it was
LeBron
all Giannis. And then
if that's true, then which years? Okay, so the years that he did win it, because like you just mentioned,
they were deserved.
I think he should have won 5 straight.
So you think he should have won it in
9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All of those deserve.
I
all of
wouldn't
those.
argue with that. I wouldn't argue.
Okay.
I'd argue 1, but you know why. Other than that, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't push back.
There have been 2 true Make-A-Wish MVPs in the last 15 years.
Make-A-Wish MVP.
2023 and 2011.
2011.
And there were narratives. There were narratives why Rose won. And they were the first seed. He was 22 at the time. Everybody made a big deal about that.
It was all the top teams in the regular season.
Yeah, it was the SGA boost that he got last year. But actually, I'm saying he deserved it. But everybody said he was like, oh, he's so young. He's this and that.
Yeah, that's true.
The dude just came off a 21-year-old season and then went to town versus the Heat. Went to town, and then in the playoff had that crazy dunk versus Joel Anthony and all that other stuff. It went nuts. So like that's why it was like there was stuff that went into it. Like look at D Rose, number 1 seed in LeBron's conference.
Before the season started, him saying, "Why can't I be the MVP of the league?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Yeah.
And at that point, everybody wanted to be somebody other than LeBron.
And plus, you got to think, Swiper, too. We talked about this before. Like, LeBron, in that, it's interesting. I was thinking LeBron is like an exception to the rule of super teams not being able to produce MVP or not being able to have players win MVPs.
Right.
Because Kevin Durant, when he went to the Warriors, Steph Curry's MVPs and Kevin Durant's MVPs consideration was out the window. LeBron in 2011, that was where the Heat were arguably the most hated. Not arguably, they were the most hated team in all of basketball, right? From GMs to players to fans. So you knew that year, no matter what the Heat did, unless they went out there and won like maybe 69 games or something, or had the best record in basketball, then that argument would have been there. But for me, what separated Rose from that mix was Rose went out there with limited offensive help. Besides what? Luol Deng and Carlos Boozer.
Did he average more points?
He was the only player on the Bulls. No. He was the only player on the Bulls to average over 20.
And then he was a definitively worse. He was only
player on the Bulls to average over 20
because their defense was great.
Yes,
their defense was great.
But he was also a
definitively
worse defender and offensive player than LeBron was that year.
Okay, cool, great. Why didn't LeBron? Did the Heat have a better team than the Bulls?
That's not the point.
That's not the. Why didn't LeBron get the number one seed then? Why didn't the Heat win?
Because the Bulls had
the number one record. So this is my point.
And then
you
one
look
play,
at Rose,
one
that
shot
regular season,
right.
in that regular season, because this is once again regular season award.
He wasn't a better basketball player than LeBron James.
Derrick Rose was knocking down all of the top teams from the East and all of the top teams from the West, from Miami to Dallas. 62 games. That's what Derrick Rose was doing as the lead and only reliable offensive option for the Chicago Bulls. So if you think that he didn't deserve to win it, cool. Listen, I'm not going to argue against LeBron. I'm with Swiper. He should have won at least 4 straight. But in 2011,
at least 5. You're only doing that because you're Rose
right quick, Swiper. ZZ cooking the lights out. Hey, you know how you say somebody shooting the lights out? ZZ cooking the lights out.
Sorry, bro. Like I'm just like Rose literally seeing Jeff Teague on his podcast.
You just said he wasn't a better player than LeBron.
Sick because they had to go up against Derrick Rose.
But ZZ, you just said he was not a better player than LeBron.
Swiper, how many times has an MVP won that wasn't the best player in basketball?
The question was, which one of them? Could you ask me if we're doing it that way? Then why is the best player blah 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 blah? Which is and why LeBron should have won 9? He didn't win for a decade.
So if you take Derrick Rose off of the Bulls, do they make the playoffs that year?
He should have won what's left.
If you take Derrick Rose off of the Chicago Bulls, do they make the playoffs?
That's not that never works because you're saying that versus LeBron.
So if Derrick Rose is off the Chicago Bulls, who's their number one option on offense?
Shoot, I don't know. Rip Hamilton.
I can say the same thing
with LeBron. No, here's the thing. With LeBron, y'all not gonna do that. If you take LeBron off the Heat, they obviously. If you take him off the Heat, obviously they still have Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh to lean on. Now, granted, that Heat team in 2011, they ain't the same team as the 2013 Heat even.
Right.
But here's the thing, ZZ. Here's the thing. So when we're having conversations about this, the thing that you're going to run into when you're having conversations about LeBron and MVP stuff, people always say, if you take this player off, how good is said team? Blah blah blah. LeBron James was the most terrifying force in the league. Mm-hmm. He was the best floor raiser in the league, and on top of that, like he was the best. I don't know, two-way player in 2011, depending on whatever. But I just don't think you can make an actual argument and say that Derrick Rose earned it over LeBron, except for the fact that they had the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference that year. And again, going into the year, LeBron was the most hated player in the sport. Yeah. That's why he didn't win, because of the decision. Everybody wanted to see him lose after the decision.
Derrick Rose's fault.
But we can
understand.
He
benefited from it.
He should have stayed his big ass in Cleveland.
He benefited from it.
That's what we're saying. There's just politics that go into it.
That's not Derrick Rose's fault. But like my problem with this too is like the thing that people have to remember. The reason why LeBron James can still win MVPs on very good teams is because the way that he performs on his team compared to his second best player, there's a bigger gap than that, because that's just how dominant of a player LeBron James is for the most part. Outside of the, I would say, bubble run with Anthony Davis. That's probably like the closest it's been for people to say who the better player was, right? Even on the Heat, right? No one would say Wade was close to being better than LeBron.
They did in 2011.
Okay.
Well, and that's the year we talk about, right?
I'm talking about the regular season. Are you saying during the regular season?
Hold on. What? D-Wade was balling that regular season.
No. I'm not saying
balling. The gap for Derrick Rose and his second best player was not close to.
What I'm saying.
It was not close.
That's not my point, though.
That's what you started at.
No, because I'm focusing on MVPs, right?
Yeah.
Where if you team up with a very talented team and they deem it like this is a super team, right? And normally that strips away your chances of winning the MVP, right? I'm saying I feel like LeBron is exempt from that because on his teams that are considered super teams to people,
he still has a gap.
he makes up a majority of that. Still.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying. Like here, right? Curry and KD, when they teamed up, they were dominant as a collective, but they were still close as players.
That
Right?
just started though.
What?
That stripping your
MVP consideration?
Yeah, that stripping your MVP
That's
consideration.
recent.
That just started.
Yeah,
when you got on bomb squads, because if you think about it, in the past,
Moses won it.
right?
Yep.
When
When
you were on bomb squads, that actually was the reason why you won the league MVP. If you think about Bird won it, Moses won it, Magic won it, Jordan won it, right? I mean, Olajuwon was the exception in 94 and in 93, 94. Jordan won it. Malone won it. When you're on bomb squads, when you think about in 2000 with Shaq, when he won it in 2001, Iverson was the exception. I think Tim Duncan
Garnett in 04
may have been the exception.
Was that
Garnett in 04.
07 Garnett 07 Dirk.
Garnett in
08 Kobe.
There's few exceptions, but for the most part, you being on a bomb squad, that does actually help you being the league MVP. Now, when you're talking about what the league MVP actually is it the best player on the best team?
No.
Is it
No.
that's what I'm talking about. Is it the best? Is it
that's
the
the
best?
problem. It fluctuates.
It fluctuates.
is it the
That's
best
been
player?
my
Hold
issue
on,
with
but
the
the best
MVP
player-
award.
The best
The reason
player
why
on
I'm
the
asking
best
you this,
team when they
Swiper.
won, though, was still like they were still apex like Malone. He was an apex player in the league.
I won't argue that. That part I won't argue. But what I'm thinking about when I think about Derrick Rose and I think about how valuable he was to that Chicago Bulls team.
Yes.
And then I think about what James was to the Miami Heat. And then I think about what Dwight Howard was to the Orlando Magic. The best defensive player in the game, not just the best defensive player in the game. That Eastern Conference, what it wasn't very good. I mean, it was going the other way. But Dwight Howard being as forceful and as dominant as he was a 20-10 guy, and he was limited offensively. But being the best defensive player in the game, being the paint presence that he was, and the fact that Orlando take him off that unit at that time, I think they're at the bottom of the East. Now, if you take Derrick Rose off of the Chicago Bulls with Luol Deng, with Carlos Boozer, are they at the bottom of the East?
Carlos Boozer was not the same Carlos Boozer.
He was an 18-10 guy.
Well, here's the thing with Carlos Boozer. Carlos Boozer, when he got to Chicago, compared to his role in Utah, two different things. Chicago ended up getting up off of Carlos Boozer because he was not able to fit into what they needed him to be as a big man. Because when you look at how great he was in Utah,
two-man game with him and Darren Williams.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you look at what he was in Utah, dominant, because him and Darren Williams was that two-man game. That was their go-to thing.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. Wasn't the same thing in Chicago.
Why not?
Because of Derrick Rose.
Running them DHOs.
Fellas, I got to step in.
Okay.
Because y'all see the title of the show. Every NBA's greatest player or every NBA franchise's greatest player. We gonna get back to that.
Garbage, Mars.
What I need you guys to do is, in the midst of me being garbage, like the video, subscribe, become a member, and keep doing your thing. We are about to get to the same team we talking about, the Chicago Bulls.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta bring them up, and we gotta have the conversation.
It's gonna be difficult.
Well, I'm saying, like,
Somebody
way we're talking about Derrick Rose.
Wait, he's talking about Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. D Rose had
The
to
way you
carry a
talk
bunch
about
of
Derrick
injured
Rose.
people, throughout the regular
Harry.
carry. It's big carry, big C.
The way Big Ox talks about Scottie Pippen.
Yo,
I'm just saying, Artis Gilmore. I know Pirate and Meat Fish is in the chat. Artis Gilmore.
First of all, Artis Gilmore, they got him on the other side of who he was. He only played like 3 more years with the Bulls when they got him. It wasn't like he was there.
All right, let's entertain this, everyone.
Yeah, I think they got Artis Gilmore. Yeah, they got Artis Gilmore on the other side of who he was. I mean, they got him early, but then they got him again. They got him back late.
What we doing?
I would say international Tony Kukoc. Where's he at?
It's Michael Jordan.
It's Jordan.
All right.
that ball dude.
Yeah.
Can we project?
Project for the Bulls?
That's what he wants us to say. He wants
Wait a
to say.
minute, are you asking us to project who the next best franchise player for the Bulls is going to be?
It's going to forever be Michael Jordan. That you don't even have to worry about.
So if it's Jordan, or you mean who the next best ever?
Yeah.
For the
So
Chicago
who
Bulls.
passes Scottie Pippen?
Matas Buzelis, man.
Hey, he is going to be a dog next year.
Hey, I mean,
I watched him in summer league, bro.
need I
like him
say
too.
the kid from Australia?
They don't have a player in the roster.
No, we good.
Josh Giddey ain't
Josh
gonna be there
Giddey.
long enough. He ain't gonna be there long enough.
Matas Buzelis.
Josh Giddey.
That's the only one who has hurt.
Well, he's not going to be there long enough.
I'm not sure if they're gonna have him. Again, when we talking about guys being on franchises for a long time, I don't think he's gonna be there that long. I don't see Josh Giddey being there for 8-9 years.
Okay, so you think they're gonna probably trade him?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think
Okay.
he's gonna get moved. I don't
See,
think
like
he's
it's
gonna
weird
be
because
there.
they got Josh Giddey and Kobe White right now, but their backcourt is like certainly undefinite. I think they're just trying to throw things at the wall to find out what sticks.
Yep.
Josh should be better in Chicago, but again, his tenure there is in question. I don't know.
Fellas, before we move on to the next team, I just gotta ask.
Yeah.
If Derrick Rose doesn't get injured, does he pass Scottie Pippen as the best?
No, he would have to do a lot to do that.
He need multiple seasons of work to do
Yeah,
that.
multiple
He
seasons.
can get to
work.
third.
He wouldn't even have made a finals.
He would have made a finals.
No, he wouldn't have.
For
What
sure.
year?
Brown would have been in the East the whole time.
Yeah, that's true.
12,
But
13, 13, 14? Which one?
whichever year that
Whichever year the best player
needs
left
I
the
don't think the
conference.
Bulls would have been better than the Pacers.
Whichever year the better
D-
player
D-
left the conference.
D Wade's knees wasn't holding up on that back end of that little Heat big three. So Rose don't get hurt.
Shabronto, what it would have been called.
Shabronto.
Shabronto is crazy. Shabronto.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We gonna move on to the next team. I actually got a good super chat from Drink More Water. He said Lakers/Bron fans need to put the 2020 MVP race to rest. It was clearly Giannis. Lakers fans bring up that weekend game, but forget the season series was 1-1, and Giannis outplayed Bron in whole. Giannis led offense and defense, unlike LeBron.
I just want to be
Good
clear.
point.
Like, I feel like that season gets very forgotten about because of the bubble. Like, I will say the matchups did matter for people in terms of like how, okay, LA is coming back. But during the season, in terms of consistency from start to finish, it was Giannis. If the season had ended with no COVID, or whatever, to that point, it was Giannis. The Lakers were building up steam, sure, but the Bucks were still a dominant team. Giannis played 31 minutes. He was leading in many advanced overall metrics, and he was legitimately in the DPOY conversation.
Yep.
If that momentum carries on, but LA still wins, it's not going to be enough. They would have to go on like a dominant regular season
Hold on,
stretch.
and weren't they like 45 and 14?
The Bucks were, because I remember the Bucks were on pace for 70 wins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
it was
they were.
65,
It was
65,
asinine,
yeah,
like,
something
it was-
like that,
Yeah.
65,
So like I'm saying, for you to say LeBron would have been that means they would have to take like a dive from those projections while LA continues to go up and up and up higher than we thought.
Well, wait a minute. Why are we stuck on the fact that they got to win X amount of games and they're the best team in the league? Because we already seen that the best team in the league doesn't
Oh my
always have the
gosh.
league MVP.
because that here.
But
let
that's
me,
because
let's
this
help
is
you.
Giannis, and respectfully, it's not Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't say that. I was not bringing up Jason Tatum. We
That's
just
true,
had
though.
it. We literally just had it. Like
That's true though.
the Philadelphia 76ers finished third
when when they won.
when
Well,
Joel Embiid won the league MVP.
but we know that why he won that MVP.
And it wasn't a pity. Stop saying that, Spiker.
not-
No,
It's
wait.
not
They
pity, there
no, hold
was
on.
some
They
politics. There was
literally
some
said like.
What was the politics?
No,
Mark?
hold on.
I'm trying to
Because
figure out the
you're
politics.
again because sometimes when you get stuck on a point, you start wanting to make all these erroneous comments. You remember
Big word.
March 2023, Kendrick Perkins, the white boy comments.
Oh, my
Hold on, no time out,
Bro,
Mark.
he got blasted
Mark.
up for that.
Gifted, because we talked about this. I knew you at this
Things
point in time.
changed. Things
Yeah.
changed
Remember,
right off.
March 7th, they had a 7-game lead in the Western Conference.
Sure did. Yeah.
7-game lead. And then remember, Jokic had won, I think it's 77 first place votes in the last poll that came out.
Yep.
And they were so angry about it that even Tim Bontemps went on television and said, this is too much. We don't get this. It should be closer. And then Kendrick Perkins, literally that Friday or whatever, with JJ Redick said, only 3 MVPs have won, averaging less than being after top 10 in scoring since 1990. And it was Magic.
No. He cut it off at 91, so Magic was
The Magic wouldn't be in
and
it.
it was Dirk and Steve Nash. And he said they all have one thing in common.
Right.
Yeah.
That
And
was what he
everything changed from there.
Okay, but wait.
No, wait,
To
hold
be
on.
fair,
You don't think
Swiper,
that's legitimate?
Swiper,
I do think it's legitimate. I just don't think it's as valid.
Chill.
as-
He went from having 77 first place votes to finishing with 15.
Yeah, but the reason for that was more so the losses of games at the end of the stretch paired with that.
He lost
If they
4
weren't-
straight games
No,
in
no,
March.
I hear that. Again, I do feel like Jokic was the rightful MVP, right? I agree with that. However, what contributed to that was the matchup in a lot of people's minds.
They
Just
were the
wait,
first
wait.
seed.
Work with me, Swiper.
Work with
Again,
him, Swiper.
I
Goddamn.
don't agree.
No, he said the first. No, he said that. He said
Denver
that.
man.
He said the top of the
Denver
conference.
man. Mr. Denver Nuggets man, calm down. I agree. Calm down. Be calm. Now listen to what I'm telling you. Because they were losing to trash teams in the Eastern conference at stretches, right? The Raptors, whoever those teams were at the end of the stretch, they were saying, okay, Denver is packing it in while the Sixers were rising. So they used that logic to say, oh, well, because of that, Jokic already got these MVPs. Can Embiid ever get one? That's why he's going to get one. So I do personally believe it is kind of a pity MVP for Joel Embiid. But at the same time, in a vacuum, he was playing at an MVP caliber level, which is not better than Jokic.
No, the issue you brought up was being the first seed, because that year Embiid was the third seed.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you asked the question, well, why did he win it? And then we just answered it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying whenever you see context like that, first seed again to 2021, then it would have been Chris Paul.
You're telling me that the reason why he won it is because the narrative changed.
1,000.
So wait, the narrative.
He played.
That's a major part.
He played less
But
games.
that's always been the case, Mark.
No,
when we talking
no,
about
that's a big part of it.
He played less games in a weaker conference.
Even if
and
that's
a third
true,
seed.
right? But we've always had narratives when we're talking about the league MVP. That's always been the case.
Kendrick Perkins basically
It wasn't
said
like
if you
that.
vote for Jokic, you're racist.
You doing
Like,
it because
When
he's
that
white.
happens, things change. That's more than just, well, this guy's won 3 in a row. We don't want
But I don't think that holds as much weight as the end of the season,
what I'm asking is that why would that narrative change everything, considering what you already saw? It ain't like Joker all of a sudden became white in the middle of the season. It wasn't like Joker
People
became
didn't
white.
remember.
We already knew who he was.
Remember, at
It's
this point,
the same dude
people
who won the
didn't
league
think.
MVP last year.
no one has brought up
But
that-
Tremaine,
no one has brought up that correlation.
But tell this. So like,
It shouldn't even matter if you did bring it
But
up, though,
did
Mars.
people-
That's the point.
but it did.
But
Clearly
Jokic
agree
wasn't
with
even
that.
consensus top 5 for most people at this point when this happened. So it was a lot of stuff that mixed in.
The same Joel Embiid who was leading the league in scoring
But he led the league in scoring.
and finished second
but
the year
chill.
before. So it's not like it's a legitimate.
But you just
it's not like-
brought up best record. They were 7 games clear of the Western Conference.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they were so dominant, they took their foot off the gas to end the year. And Embiid,
And that's the problem.
I know, but no, I'm saying
That's
but
why- that's why he
time
really
out.
lost
But
it,
hold
though.
on, Gifted.
That's why.
He averaged 27, 11, and 9 in the month of March.
Okay.
So it's not like he played worse. They were still dominating. The issue was
Well,
is that-
losing, swipe up, but keep going.
Look, I'm trying to say, like, so the 76ers were trying to get into the 3rd seed, and then the Nuggets were already locked into the 1st seed, and one loses because they can, and they're scrapping and fighting. And then he had 52 points versus the Celtics with no Jay Brown and no Robert Williams in that game. And then everything changed.
Right. And with everything that you just said, this team, this Denver Nuggets team, they were going this way. That's what the league MVP is about. You can't tell me one minute that Joker took his foot off the gas. He still should have won the league MVP with his team going the other way.
They didn't
Meanwhile,
go
his
the
team
other
was-
way. They were the first seed.
They won 4 straight games.
They won more. No, by the way. So that year, so this is what I'm trying to understand about the MVP, because you bring up stuff about if you're the best player on best team, you should be in this conversation. The reason why Tatum didn't win, because he's not Malone in them, but I just told you, Malone won over Jordan in 98.
Well, they got that wrong.
I think Jordan should have won. He was the better player, but the reason why Malone won, again, Tremaine, you can speak to this. They were the number 1 seed.
No.
And they walked everybody
they
down.
They actually got it wrong. The year before, in 97, when Malone won, Jordan should have won that.
So
year.
first and foremost, I got to give my man Swipe.
Go ahead. What's up,
You're
Brody?
an analytical guy.
Go ahead.
But I got to give. I'm not really with the analytics and all that shit, but because I saw you hoop, you get a lot more credibility. yeah. Because when I first, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You got.
Not
gotta
talking
give
about
you a lot
some
more.
respect in this room.
Yeah.
That's respect. That's respect. That's
Yeah.
respect.
But niggas ain't fucking with Chill though. Niggas is nice. Like,
Chill was
nice.
knocked down.
Yeah. Older
Till
guy.
9 yesterday.
To those of y'all that don't know at home, my man Tremaine, he called me outside. That's what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
He screamed up to the window, called me outside, and I had to go get my shoes.
But we all found out who Jesus was,
Mm-hmm.
especially my man right here.
Mm-hmm.
We all found out.
I don't know who Jesus is.
I do.
We all know.
I know
We
who
all
he
know.
I know who
The
Jesus
Jesus
is.
I know live in Guadalajara.
It's
Like
different
Jesus
between
said.
where he lived and where he was.
What's going on?
Because I know where he was yesterday.
Yeah.
All right, and I saw him.
Like
I saw him put your
outside.
ass in a blender.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I saw him put your ass in a blender.
He
I
did
was his
twice.
revenge today.
Y'all gonna see it. He gave him the Nike Battleground.
Yeah, that was
I'm
crazy.
talking about
Yeah.
I'm talking about behind the back.
on
Like
you.
he turned away. He
Behind the
turned
back, slow
away
motion.
from the rim. Right hand, dip left, boom, came back around.
And he
Ron
smiled
over
while he
here
was
looking
doing
like
it.
this. Where'd he
smiled
go?
While he was doing it.
Where did he go?
To
Bro,
give-
you lucky he didn't catch you.
Yeah,
You lucky he didn't catch you a
to
couple
give
great years ago.
context to everybody who watching this, niggas ain't know I could hoop like that.
They didn't.
Yeah, I know I'm an NBA director
He could
and
hoop.
all that,
Yeah.
but no, I'm nice. I'll be out.
Now,
there.
and I will say to be fair, everybody, like I think everybody that used to hoop can hoop still, and like you can kind of see it. Like Dale, you, Ron, Ox, everybody that was a Chill. Even Chill didn't even want to play.
Yeah, he was.
And then Chill, like, had his technique in there. Athleticism was still there. We went up for a contest. Chill gave me an up and under. An up and under at 51 years old.
And up and under,
with an offhand too.
Yeah, but niggas know what time it is. Even,
JD. Hey, shout out JD.
In the chat. Whoever
JD.
Shout out JD too. Yeah.
Elite floor spacer. Now, you weren't even there.
Oh, it ain't over.
It ain't over.
We'll get another one later. We'll get another one. But Dave could shoot. I'm saying all the hoopers showed up. All the hoopers showed up.
And we got that Oxendale 1-on-1 too.
Yeah, we did.
We did. And with that being said, we are in the lab tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I got work tonight. And I got work tonight.
Don't say the wrong thing.
Hell, Trey.
Yeah, I need it.
Gifted.
I need it because Gifted was he was doing his thing in the 5-on-5.
I'm just saying. Oh yeah, Gifted was giving Mars that work.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all ain't know Gifted was really gifted. It's not just the name.
I would say. Let me to be fair to Gifted and Mars, they have the least. I would say you played soccer and all that stuff. So I would say the last several years they have the least amount of athletic playing, but they play hard, and especially Gifted. Gifted will run up and down the court with you.
He was finishing.
Right, you know what I mean. He'll finish in transition.
Yeah.
He made who was that? Oh, was it over Ox?
Yeah, it was over Ox.
The full transition fadeaway.
The fadeaway.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was telling people I was gonna pull up. We all know what time it is. We all know what time it is now. I know I'm an NBA director and I'm a nice guy and blah blah blah. But when it comes to that hoop shit,
you with it?
Yeah.
When he was talking, like I knew he could hoop, but I thought it was like a little bit of gas. Then I seen him, I was like,
brother, he bought a one-legged jumper. He would just shoot.
I think he's the most. I would say he's the most technically sound hooper in PC.
Every time he shot the ball, he shot it with a smile on his face every time.
You know, it was a point in time when I used to be. I used to be one of the top one-on-one guys in the world.
I can see it.
Yeah, with that King of the Rock tournament and all the European and NBA guys who I still beat to this day. So whenever anybody in the chat or anybody out here want me to turn it up for real,
he can do it.
Out here for it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't play football, because we even played one-on-one yesterday. No, I just ain't got the horizontal.
You was playing, I wasn't.
All right, you wasn't. All right, big deal, Ron, y'all. Big deal, Ron, y'all. Big deal, Ron, y'all.
Looking for it right here. Hell yeah, Trey.
Trey, it's on tonight.
Yeah,
I don't want no Mars. I don't want no Ox. I don't want nobody on the floor. I want Imanu. Let's check up. Hey, but nah. In all seriousness, though, Trey nice as hell.
Thank you.
Here's the thing. This is what a lot of y'all don't understand. It's not the handles. It's not the fact that he can shoot. It's not. I know you a step slower than what you got, but you still got that deceptive speed, and you got those maneuvers. It's not that. Fam got that shoulder. When he put that shoulder in your chest, you're going that way, and he's stepping back this way. Y'all are seeing the clip. Trey hit me with a cold mid-range move, but it was nothing I could do to recover.
Yeah,
he hit me with that.
Smiled at you.
Yeah. And then I'm just sitting there like I know I'm.
But then so he was also
right
when we did King of the Court 2-on-2s, like what Tremaine was doing, like literally like you were carrying a Harden offense, 17-18 offense.
Yeah.
ZZ was Trevor Ariza.
Shout out ZZ though.
He was sparking. Yeah, he was sparking up. But then there's ISO, bucket, and then he was a victim a lot. But you play defense. But you play defense.
Y'all not gonna talk about the defense.
But let me tell you how bad it was.
Everybody that was on the court got ripped, including Trey. I ripped everybody.
You talking about my defense when I was locking you up?
Oh, that's when I stopped playing.
Oh, but to be fair, I got the winning bucket game 2 off your missed shot.
You did. Yeah.
But look, but here's the thing. Rob was getting cooked so bad yesterday that he brought up steals. You brought up steals. I said, Rod, you gonna stand in front of somebody? He's like, I got 5 steals. You giving up 10 buckets.
He did.
You giving up 10 buckets.
I didn't have JD in jail? Huh? I didn't have JD in jail?
Who?
It was times where
I was covering JD in the first place.
It was times where I was playing good D on Trey too.
You did.
You make it seem like he scored every time he touched the rock.
I would say
it was times where Trey had to give the ball up to ZZ. Like ZZ, help
pretty much.
Like ZZ, help.
He would bail you out sometimes.
Yeah, he was bailing you out.
Because he's older. So he doesn't have the same lungs. So like to just drive by you consistently.
Y'all make it seem like I'm 22 and fresh out of college.
Well, we got to make this clear.
So now he is
playing 10%. Because
Ten.
I shoot threes
10.
and I go to the rack. I would shoot none but mid range. 10%.
No, I ain't saying
Nah,
10.
he said he just.
I would say 57. 57
No.
spot.
Y'all got to
57%.
understand what my summer like. Who I be training with and who I be playing
Well,
with.
you got to bring 100 tonight because we're gonna do.
100?
I just wish that I was 15 years younger.
Yeah. You
I'm telling y'all, Chill can play.
I really just
I
the
should've never
energy
stopped
and
playing.
what was going on out there. I was like,
That nice little jumper for him.
I really wish.
I'm not gonna lie to you. In sevens though,
I told you.
tonight if we do sevens again, we're spreading it out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All the shooters were in one place, and then you had him and him on the other side. It made no sense. Y'all were just over there chilling, and I was
We
thinking,
had to deal with
Dave.
each other.
I thought Dave was gonna put pressure on you, and
He
Dave was
did.
messing around.
He did. He put pressure on
Dave was
Gibson.
shooting NBA shots.
No, Dave was smacking him. Hey, y'all. But look though. When it come to this shooting, y'all know what time it is.
No, we don't.
No,
Ron.
no,
No, we
I
don't.
told you I'm strapped like security.
Because I was
Hey,
shooting
Donald
one
Trump
shot.
security.
Yeah, every
Right?
single
I was
single
just
one.
shooting
was-
one.
They not really all
You know, I got to make
That's horrible security.
I got to make the host look
Still
good.
strapped.
I was shooting one for
Well, I
shot.
told
You remember
Trey.
you
I
asked
started
me-
shooting one for shots
No,
too.
you remember you
That's
were
why
like,
I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I think Bama was shooting better than you.
I gotta
You
make
didn't make
people
one.
like-
That's why
Bama was
he was
shooting.
asking
Bama
so
was
long.
shooting.
Because Chill couldn't make a three to start. I'm like, why you? How many you got? I got one. How? Because he was over there doing this.
Yeah, I was bullshitting around. And I was shooting with my right. I'm left-handed.
We go.
Yeah, after I was shooting with my right.
Hey, we gonna get back to it tonight though. I can't wait to do the 7-Up. I can't wait to do the horse.
Yeah, we'll
if
get
we do
back to it.
knockout, we for sure gonna run some tools. But I can't wait for the ones. Yes, Ox, the ones.
Why you playing ones with
Look
Ox?
at that, what you worry about? What's that? Hold on.
You see?
The positional value don't even make no sense.
I play every position, Swiper.
Ah.
You see me making Jason.
No,
Kidd
you're right,
pull
you're right,
up
you're
pass
right,
passes.
you're right.
Stop
No, that
playing
pass
with
was
me.
tough. I know you're supposed to. That
Come
pass
on,
was
but stop playing with me.
Lamar Odom.
Like,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, no, Magic Johnson.
All right.
You see his pass?
Yesterday, Trey, all I needed to see was one go in.
Come on.
Once that,
Yeah, you
once-
Chill started 0 for 8 and then made like 9 in a row.
It might have been more than that.
I just
Chill
like-
started out 0 for
Like,
Yeah,
I
well,
feel like,
well,
okay, Chill might need to take a step in. 'Cause these threes ain't hit.
But
Then he made one. And
but I will say
I
that
told you
we.
yesterday, Mars. I told you yesterday. I see Mars thinks that I live in the mid-range. He thinks I'm a mid-range merchant,
Yeah.
which I am. But I can shoot the three. That was in my game. I could shoot the long ball. I just chose to play in the middle. That's where I was. And I told Trey yesterday when that first one went in, Trey,
Yeah.
I just need to see once one go in.
But the only person that
I'll
really
get
needs to
going.
redeem himself today is JD. But JD will. We believe in JD.
JD was just playmaking. He was just making.
No,
No,
JD was
you-
wide open in that corner for a
you
good
talking
bit.
about-
we gotta find JD wide open in the
For
corner.
a good bit.
Hey, I'm not.
We start leaving him in transition.
Content.
Yeah,
Hey,
JD was just making the right reads. He's open.
No, I was gapping off JD like he was like.
But here's what I'm saying, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It really was just that one series with Peja Stojakovic when he couldn't make a shot.
Yeah, he's a shooter. He was like
JD is clearly the best shooter out here.
Mhm.
Clearly.
clearly.
Like, all right, I didn't see JD.
Just keep Paige out of it.
My bad.
But you know why he was so wide open? Because it's your fault. Double teams, extra help.
Yo, I don't-
You need assistance.
all that.
Oh, need no help.
Yo,
You did
I don't need no
yesterday.
help.
You
it was
did
your
yesterday.
fault, big dog.
You did yesterday.
I was helping backside.
Yes, you did.
Like
Now-
Mar said,
The only time I really had to help could chill, like, he would have like little isolation opportunities. He had Mars guarding him. And so, he's like, chill, like, who. But then you start driving on Mars. I said, what is
going
this?
out his head.
What is this?
No, and then he started calling ticky-tack fouls. I swear I ain't fouled him on the first one. He foul. I'm like, what the hell? I clearly
I got hit in the head. What are you talking
No,
about?
that was the second one where Zizi hit you. I'm fine with
Okay.
that. The first one, I ain't touch you, and you
'Cause
just
I'm
called
old.
foul. I
Because
was
I'm
like,
old. That's
and I was
why.
like, I just gotta respect the call.
Because
He's
you old.
600. I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess cool.
Fellas, we got to get back to it.
Mhm.
But my man,
Hold on. No, he was walking around you, Mars.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
my
I
man
ain't following
Billa Wild K, been a member for 6 months, sent through a members chat. He said, please tell me there's footage of all of this.
Yes, it
Billa
is.
Wild, the footage coming soon. Just chill.
Wait, did you get the footage of the bucket Chill got when him and Swiper met in the air?
Well, Claire had the phone. I don't know if you
got
might
that?
have.
We got that bucket. Oh, Bama got it. Okay, cool. That was
What about the wraparound I gave?
I got one of them. My
I'm
phone.
confiscating that.
The one you
Hey, just
hit-
like we don't see LeBron dunk on Courtney Lee dunk on LeBron, there's no footage of that. Remember when Bron got dunked on in the Nike cap? There's no footage of that.
It's
Yeah, we
100%
getting that out of here,
footage
Trey.
of it.
Ain't
One-
nobody seeing
Well,
that.
one, it's footage of it. That's number one.
It's
Number
gone.
two,
We just can't find it.
when Trey hit you, he hit you twice. Bing, bing between his legs, and then That drew you up.
Yeah,
He threw it back between his legs, then threw it behind his back. You just formed skates on your shoes. I was like, hey, get somebody over there to help Ron. Because he got him in a blender.
But to defend Ron, he is, because he's petite. So he is the best defender. He's the best wing defender we got in PC. Right. So like he has to, you know what I mean? That's why you have the hardest job.
And this is my thing, because I've always been a defender from middle school to high school to college. They always sticking me on the best assignment. I don't mind getting cooked. You know, I done got cooked by Jamal. I done got cooked plenty times by Isaiah Thomas. I done got cooked by Mike James.
So I
done got cooked by the best there is to do this. So like,
how many defensive players of the years and
well, that's what I'm saying though, Trey. You supposed to get cooked. It's nothing wrong with it. Hey, Trey, it was a couple times when you hit me, I looked in the camera. I was like, yo, god damn,
nice.
Like, all right.
I could tell. When I get on the pod, I be talking that hoop shit. Niggas be looking, he just capping and shit.
No, this dude is nice.
But what's everybody's player comp though? Like NBA comp? Because I think he's Jalen Brunson.
That's accurate.
That's what I thought.
That's accurate. Hey, that's real accurate.
Yeah, we got so Jalen Brunson. Yeah. We got out of Kansas.
I'm nasty. That's all.
Out of Kansas,
Thomas
Robinson.
Thomas Robinson.
Hey, don't say that name around me.
Player comps. Ox, who y'all got?
And then for you, who's his player comp?
He's some point forward.
Well, he hit a shot. He hit jumpers yesterday.
I hate him.
Yeah.
He got drafted to the,
dog who just went to Australia.
Who?
He played for the Adelaide 36ers. He was just in the league. Montreal.
Oh, Trev.
No, I'm doper than Trev.
We probably made a little more physical.
You need to get someone who can.
He just looked like Trez, but
you have to get the person.
I think that, let's say, what we was talking about a while ago, in your prime, especially you said I'm sure you got that aggressiveness. I'm sure you was banging on niggas. I'm sure you got the mid.
Yeah, I tried
to kill that's not even a negative. Yeah, that ain't even a negative. That's actually. Like,
well, you know what's funny, and I think I told.
I'm saying. Yeah.
I think I told. I can't remember who. I think Dale. I would say I wouldn't be surprised if Dale out of high school was the highest ranked athlete of us all because of how big he is. Like Dale's legit 6'8", like in a wing with some like.
Y'all know who his brother is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he like I used to play in Israel back in the day. His brother is Sean James, like this all-time greatest player out of Cabo. Won a EuroLeague championship and everything. I was like, what? And his brother was there when I was there. Yeah.
Is Dale Lance Stevenson?
Nah, he bigger than Lance, and he got. Yeah, nah. I'm gonna say Lamar Odom.
That's what I was.
But what's crazy is they both went to Rhode Island. They boys.
Right.
Lamar's who Dale looked up to.
Right.
He modeled his game after him and whatnot.
Right.
But I'm gonna say Lamar, but we the better strap though. Like Lamar could shoot, but Lamar really trying to get downhill. Dale looking for that jumper.
Yeah, he can pull up.
I don't want because Lamar, if he wasn't wilding out, he would be one of the best players of all time
ever.
Yeah, if he wasn't wilding
out, he'd be one of the best role players ever for sure. Like Robert Horry.
I don't think he would be
better than Rob. Better than Rob.
Well, I don't know if he had the.
You talk about his skill set, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if the era. I don't know if the era was ready for like a point forward like that. Yeah. If he played in like now, he'd be a max player, like a 6'9", 10 wing that can do everything.
But like, let's say for
Lamar can play the 5 right now.
But
Lamar be a point center.
The thing though, just kind of getting back to Dale, and I'm talking about even before, obviously like before this.
Right.
When you're that big, like a lot of these dudes that are 6'9", 6'10", you look. And they don't look as fast as they are.
Right.
That first step, and because when you get somebody that big and they get a first step on you, you can't recover. You know what I'm saying? You get when they get that shoulder right here on you, bro, there's nothing you can do about that. That's why I'm hitting him, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this dude is big, fast, and he can shoot. That's when you 6'8", 6'9", it's hard to recover to get back into that jump shot.
Yeah, have a jumper like that at that height.
It's incredible.
And he's left-handed too. That's
why I said about Tremaine. When you're a lefty, just like plus 10 attribute boost.
But nah, Dale got that because
who's Mars?
Chill out, man.
Right quick, before we get to Mars, yo, put the camera on me right quick. I do know one thing. You other fraudcasts out there that claim y'all be hooping, y'all claim y'all lace them up, y'all claim y'all with that, and this is NBA podcast included. I got 5 for you, including Trey. We want all smoke across the web. All smoke. If y'all want to do this, we could pick a court, we could pick a place, we could pick a time, we could pick a city.
and we got 5 bands.
Y'all can even come to my gym in France.
Hey, we could go out to France. We could do wherever y'all want to do it. Hey, we could do it in your mama backyard. Wherever y'all want to do it, we could get to it. And I'm being dead ass serious. We got 5 stacks on it. I got 5. You get your 5. We'll set it up.
About time.
And we'll come and do y'all.
Waiting for that.
Yeah,
I've been waiting
and
for that
we'll come and do y'all.
Because niggas know now what time it is. Niggas got to see Trey. Niggas know I'm nasty. Niggas know I'm nasty. Niggas know now. Niggas is like, oh shit.
They don't want that.
Yeah,
right?
niggas ain't. Yeah,
that.
Tremaine ain't playing around. I'm talking in the third person and all that.
But
Niggas, I'm not playing around. Now niggas know. Yeah, niggas know what time it is.
My man, we can go right
NBA
now.
director and all, fly.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
We can go right now.
Yeah, niggas
Nah,
know
but them
what
other
time it is.
podcasts, they not really like hoopers though, so it's not really fair.
I caught out NBA podcast too.
Okay, you got to talk to them. Ain't nobody else trying to.
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Because you know how it be. We filming it, and they don't want to get embarrassed like that, bro.
And that's also the other thing too. Like I would say, you know, it's fun, but like how big everybody is. I think people like getting like a context, like because you behind a computer screen, you know, for the most part. And so I think you actually getting a chance to see what people look like. Like, you know, Chill's like 6'4", you 6'8", 7, whatever, 6'4".
Chill bigger than 6'4". Chill, you like 6'5".
But Chill's like strong 6'4" too.
Yeah,
like, you know what I
Chill
mean?
like 6'5".
He like a tight end. Like he built like a tight end type thing. Now he don't move a lot. Like, but Chill's also like reserved with his movement. But when he got to like, you know, show a little strength, a little brute, it's in there.
Hey, y'all know what's crazy? We had Chill's man came out to dinner with us the other day. Chill don't like to talk about himself, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably because y'all be messing around in the chat and whatnot.
Right.
Chill don't like to talk about himself. Y'all do know Chill was dunking in the 7th grade.
Oh.
And not just dunking though. Like I'm hearing Chill coming through the lane. Yeah. Like I'm hearing Chill was one of them where he's from. And like we kind of knew that, but Chill never.
That's why when I see Tremaine,
never
I'm
told
like,
us.
boy, I wish I was younger, man.
Yeah, listen, that's why I be getting on here talking that shit. Because at the end of the day, you do have the social media side, the analytical side. That's why I'm glad I got to see you hoop. But on the other side, when it comes to this basketball shit, you actually got to know how to hoop. And seeing Chill play, and you know, you got so many people at the chat going at you.
Right.
I couldn't imagine what you was doing 15 years ago.
Like, man.
But even just seeing him in person, like the call, say how y'all be talking to him on the chat and all that stuff. But I think that's the other side too. Like even me getting into this game, like it's from like an athlete. I just love numbers.
Right.
Like I just like to get in the books. I like research and all that.
Now,
right.
It validates those numbers.
Right.
You know, because
Right.
I'm the opposite end. Mine
Right.
is all about kills.
What about Mars?
You know, Mars, he from London, man. So you know,
Because we supposed to get your player
card.
card.
But I think the thing.
no player come, brother.
And Mars is not, you know, he gonna say what Mars, but the thing is, Mars, he knows what he is and knows what he isn't.
And he know what he's talking about.
That's why
Yeah,
Mars
on
is what he
side,
is.
yeah.
That's why Mars is great at what he does.
Yeah.
He don't pretend. That's what he is.
But he know what he's talking about.
Right.
Sometimes when I be
That's
talking
it.
my shit, Mars be like, okay, that makes sense. Like,
Mars will pop off like what you just did, the flex third person. He'll do that when he's talking.
Okay.
Like behind the scene, you know, you won't do it like that, but he'll get in his little PCL bag and he'll just start running on you and start arguing your argument for you to prove he knows what you're saying.
Yo, Mars, when you get in that bag, I'll be like, God damn.
That's why I know for a fact that these dudes that's in the league, that's retired guys, they look at these younger guys like, yo, boy,
Like, what is y'all talking about?
I wish I could have gone up against him. Because just seeing y'all yesterday, I'm like, man, I wish I was.
But you know, I'm a little
seeing
older.
the
so-
energy you guys had, like it was,
Right.
because I was just on the side.
Right.
It was refreshing, like seeing all you guys in your element.
Yeah.
Right.
Watching it, like you turn back, like you were talking.
Right.
This man was talking more than anyone I ever heard.
Right.
I was like, this is great. I was just
Right.
there watching this. I was a fan. I was
But you know, I feel
was
like
having
I'm the last of, you know, I'm older, so I'm the last of a dying breed that can
Uh-huh.
still play,
Mm-hmm.
but still talk this hoop shit. Because my ones resume is crazy. You look up my one, who I've been beating,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I can still perform against the young dudes and stuff like that. As
Now we just had to do athlete for athlete though.
We're gonna add another L to that resume tonight.
We just
I
went
ain't got no
at-
L's. We
if
just
we
me.
just went athletic.
Oh, we're gonna add AL.
Oh, you gonna give me one? That's
So wait, well, you didn't say
Mars
Mars is comp.
What?
Mars is comp.
Swipe, I don't think you know how good of an athlete I used to be. I think I think you see me.
That's what I told you though. Because how you can't be that size with that kind of strength and then bounce. I mean, you probably jumping off the gym.
Dog, you was shimmying in jeans.
That's what I'm saying.
you could tell that
you
was like,
did this
damn.
like
I wasn't
51.
offering no resistance,
Yeah,
but
you
you
was
could
running
tell.
plays.
You could
I
tell
haven't
Chill
even when you salsa, you don't move that much. It came out of nowhere. I'm telling y'all, bro. I went vertical on Chill.
Right.
Chill went like,
I was so nasty.
We never played before. We running a 2-man game, so whatever what was
That
going
was
Right.
easy,
I mean, but
man.
y'all know that's
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's simple. I'm not saying it. Well, it is, but I'm saying like it's like once it gets downloaded in you,
Right.
Chill know
Right.
where to be. Chill don't got to play for the next 10 years, but he
Right.
know when I set this pick, this is how I need to roll. This is how I need to move. The ball coming to me this way.
Mhm.
It's downloaded in your brain.
It
you
really
know?
wasn't that difficult when we did.
Yeah,
that.
you know,
It really
like,
yeah,
wasn't.
we know what
Like
we
we went right to it.
It's like
We knew
riding a
exactly
bike.
when
You
to
never
get
forget
out.
how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I said to Chill when I was guarding him. I was like, you ain't been on the court for long, but once you come back on the court, everything just starts
It's like
coming
riding the
back to you.
bike.
Yeah, I was like, everything just
riding
starts
the bike,
coming
get a
back.
little rusty, but you. That's why, like I said, man, I wish I was a little younger.
Yeah,
I do.
and,
I wish I was
and
a
like
little bit
even with
younger.
all the success I got being this NBA, when I came,
Mhm.
I just went to the stadium, told them who I was, and they let me in that joint.
Yeah.
So even with all that, I still be outside. I still be at the parks. That's what I just wanted to bring the energy to everybody,
Word.
just to really hoop.
Right.
That's why when I saw you, I got hyped because I was like, my man called me outside.
Yeah, and I'm everything that you
Like,
see.
come on
like,
outside.
Yeah, everything. This is
What
our
you
first
talking
time
about?
meeting.
Uh-huh.
I got it. We got to get out to France though, man.
Yeah, please do.
You doing big.
Yeah.
You doing big things overseas in France. You doing big things in Portugal, Lisbon. Like you really worldwide with it.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah.
France a quick journey for me. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
You live in France, Mars? Allegedly?
Allegedly.
I was about to say.
All right, y'all. We got to get back to this list
Yep.
though. So we've done a lot of teams, and I'm gonna go ahead and run these down for you guys. We got the Celtics, Bill Russell. We got Atlanta, Dominique Wilkins. We got the Hornets, Kemba Walker. Yeah, he made the list. Shout out Kemba. We got the Raptors, Kawhi Leonard. We got the Sixers.
Hold on, rewind.
What's up?
To say Bill Russell and then say Dominique Wilkins and then say
The
Kemba.
Hornets stink.
It just it don't even sound right to say that, but keep going, Ron. That sound wild as hell to say Bill Russell, Dominique Wilkins, Kemba Walker. That just don't sound right.
Well, we got another one that sounds good. We got the Sixers, Julius Erving, Dr. J. We got Cleveland. Y'all know. Shout out the King. We got the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton. We got.
It was Reggie Miller. It was Reggie Miller. It was.
It was 100% Reggie Miller.
You know, like
It was
when you
not.
look and then you got to do this with your eyes. I just seen a light skinned guy. I thought it was
Nothing.
yeah,
Those
Reggie,
two dudes ain't the same. They not.
Reggie Miller. My bad. Apologies, y'all. We got the Warriors, Steph Curry, the Heat, Dwayne Wade. Shout out D Wade.
Mhm.
The Knicks, Patrick Ewing. The Nets, Jason Kidd. The Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, otherwise known as, or formerly known as Lou Alcindor, and presently known as the GOAT.
Bucks fans did not like that one.
I don't blame him.
Tough shit.
I could see the Giannis case.
I could too.
The Mavs, Dirk. Mavericks fans don't like that one, but
No, they like them.
If not Dirk, it'd be Mike Finley.
I ain't heard their name in a minute.
shout out Mike Finn.
Mike is nice. Oh, he was nice.
The
Well, Mike Fin-
Rockets,
Mike Finley
Hakeem
wasn't bad.
Olajuwon. What'd you say about Mike?
I don't know about if Mike Finley was better than Mark Aguirre, but
That's fair.
It's a good combo to have. But the Rockets, Hakeem Olajuwon. The Magic, Shaq was just voted. And the Bulls, Michael Jordan. Now we got to get into the rest of this list. We got a few more teams to get to. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. If you guys are watching.
I mean, there wasn't much to talk about.
There's something to talk about.
Yeah, that's why we did it when you weren't here.
All right, cool.
If you're watching right now, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you become a member. If you're worried about which tier you should join, don't be a chatter. Be a Hall of Famer. All right, let's get into it, y'all. We got the Washington Wizards.
Jesus. Okay.
Who we thinking? Chill, I'm going to start with you.
I mean, they only have one
Bullets
league.
included.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
They only got one league MVP.
Hayward.
No, it's not him.
Yeah, they
I
only, got,
promise.
they only got one league MVP. They won the NBA championship with him. I think he's their all-time leading rebounder.
I thought the question would just be who's two?
You guys actually think it's him?
Spencer Haywood.
Oh,
Mars thinks it's Elvin Hayes.
I just know. I think it's not Wes Unseld. That's as far as I've
Like the
got.
best to ever come out of the Wizards.
Play for
The best,
Yeah,
the best player in Wizards franchise history, or / Bullets.
I think this is pretty easy, yo.
I think it's Wes
You got John
Unseld.
Wall?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
there's
I think it's Wes Unseld. Won the league MVP as a rookie. Was rookie of the year. Led the league in rebounding. Won the NBA championship with them. He played his entire career with the Wizards. one of the best rebounders that the NBA had ever seen.
Absolutely, one of the best rebounders.
The best rebounder that the Wizards and the Bullets ever had. I think it's Wes Unseld. I do.
Big Ox, you said this is easy.
It's not that easy, I guess. I like the Wes Unseld pick.
Yeah, they got it.
But I want to go with John Wall so bad. What you laughing
Yo,
at?
chill. This is your man's right here.
What you
If you
laughing
think,
at,
hold
bro?
on, Ron. I mean,
What's so
he had
funny
a 5
about
year.
that?
He had a 5 years. I mean, what he played 9 years there? 9
8 or
years.
9?
Yeah, 9 years there. He had a 5-year stretch where he was 20 and 10. He was an all-league defender.
Yeah,
He made the playoffs.
I can
That
see that.
it ain't ridiculous to say that John Wall ain't in the conversation as the best Wizard ever.
Yeah, I can
That's
see
not,
that.
yo. Made the All-Star team. Was an all-league defender. John Wall was awesome with the Wizards.
Like,
Yeah.
could have went. I can.
But I felt like what Wes Unseld did. He played his entire career there.
He's the greatest wizard.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I think that's wizard.
Yeah,
The best wizard is
He
Harry
wasn't
Potter.
that good. I'm
It's who?
sorry. He wasn't that good.
It is Harry Potter.
No, Dumbledore. Actually, I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna get you started on it.
It's definitely.
Why not?
I'm not gonna get you started.
PCL debate.
I enjoy.
That should have been a
Mike
PCL debate. Who was the best wizard?
I enjoyed that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say he the greatest wizard, but I enjoy Michael Jordan being there,
Right.
being at the age and killing. But I can see the John Wall perspective because he was cooking.
Yes.
Like he really was. Let's say if he would have had like 2 more years of that.
We can have a real
Yeah,
conversation.
we can have a real
We can have a
conversation.
real
I can-
Is that
conversation.
the same for Gil?
Yeah.
Is that the same for Gil?
Yes.
Yeah,
Gil
same
showed
thing
up
with
in
Gil
2002.
Yeah.
Way too short.
Yeah.
If Gil,
0203 maybe to like 07.
Yeah. Maybe 2001 he showed up.
Was
I
he
think-
not on the Warriors still then?
Yeah, he was on the Warriors. That's right. I'm sorry. He showed up in the league in 2001. He showed up with the Wizards in 2000. I think it was 02, 03
Mhm.
or 03, 04. And he played what 6 or 7 years for them?
I think so. Yeah.
I'm just saying, give me Gil's top 3 years over that 5-year stretch
see,
of
the
John Wall.
thing with Gil, right, is that if
What?
Yes. Gil was at his apex. Gil was better than John Wall, and that's not a debate
I
that
don't
needs to
think
be had.
that's not crazy to me. I thought you were talking about the other
That's
one.
not.
If we just going off this peak, just quick, just great performances, then let's talk about Paul Pierce.
Here we go.
He cool game.
I think you might be the only Paul Pierce person on PCL.
He just, that's what he here for.
Oh, do you think Paul Pierce better than Melo?
Carmelo Anthony,
Yeah.
no,
No.
And
I don't care. I
You
don't
asking
care.
a one-on-one dude.
no.
Paul Pierce was a good one-on-one player too.
Paul tough. Yeah, Paul tough, but no, Which
Okay.
Melo too? Like New York Melo,
Any Melo.
Denver Melo.
Any Melo.
Denver Melo.
Any
Melo.
Melo.
089.
Any Melo.
Man, I'm telling you right now, Melo 089 beating anybody in the league.
Melo.
In the league right now, in the league,
In
1-on-1.
2008, Paul Pierce was better than Melo.
No, he wasn't. Why you capping? What are you talking
version?
about?
Keep Melo
In your
out of this.
estimation, what's the best version of Paul Pierce?
We talked about this last time. I liked when Paul slowed down. I like the
So like 08,
09, 2010
07,
Paul
08.
Pierce. I like that Paul Pierce.
07,
I mean,
08?
when he was younger and was a little more springy, that was cool.
Yeah.
Don't talk about when he slowed down, he was still dope.
Kobe was saying that Melo is one of the hardest players for him to defend because
I don't care what Kobe said.
Oh yeah,
I don't care what Kobe
like
said.
me. My bad.
Yeah, we
But
see
Melo was
what
a-
he did to Kobe.
All right,
Melo was a
1v1 right
bully.
now, and I'll ask the Jalen Brunson of the group. 1v1 right now. Kevin Durant versus Carmelo Anthony at the Apex.
Not that bad.
1-on-1.
What's this got to do with anything?
Paul Pierce, because Paul Pierce not even in the conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You say so.
I'm gonna go with especially if KD get the ball first. I'm gonna go with KD.
No, it's not make it take it though.
Oh damn.
Oh,
well.
No, it's just like
yeah, because Melo, when it come to ones, he a bully.
huge too,
Yeah, he a
bro.
bully, and it depends on
Yeah,
how
he
you
could
play.
bully KD.
he your height, ain't he?
He could bully
Yeah.
KD. He can bully Paul Pierce.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Like you said, he's a bully. And I understand that part.
Wait.
What I'm asking is when it comes to Melo,
Yeah.
we talking about a dude in a phone booth, right?
Right.
That's what we talking about. And we talking about a dude with not a lot of extracurricular nonsense. He gets right to it, right? He
Okay.
gets right
No.
to it.
No, hey, wait.
Boom, boom,
No.
boom, boom.
But that's a compliment.
What are
That's,
you
no,
talking
but
about?
that's a compliment.
No,
But Melo
can do a single dribble.
Melo don't be wasting dribbles.
Yeah, that's Swipe it.
The
That's
first
actually a
question is
compliment.
this. The first
No,
question is
but-
this. What type of ones are we talking about? Like, are we talking
3
about
dribbles.
If we do 3
downhill
dribbles,
or
he's
on the
cooking.
block? Because the way they play in the league is you play king of the court, 5 spots in the middle.
Yes.
Then with the guards, you play another 5 spots on the outside. So to even it out, guard
Right.
versus So if we playing on the block, them 5 spots, that's Melo all day. But if we playing at the top of the key, above the 3-point, that's KD. Like, it don't matter if it's make it take it or not. Yeah, because you gotta Melo is not checking KD coming downhill. Then he doing
Nobody
But hold on.
Yeah.
But to be fair, at the apex, KD's not just driving by Melo in a
That's
box.
not what I'm saying. That's why if you starting at the top of the key, he coming downhill, then he stop and do this. That's what's
Trey, we 18 feet away from the basket.
But neither one of them are missing though.
Who?
Neither one of them are missing. It's really going to come down who get a steal. Or
We're
something.
not going.
No.
What I'm at? This is what I'm asking you, Trey. We're not coming downhill.
Right.
Carmelo Anthony is 18 feet away from the basket. You got 3 dribbles. KD, check up.
No, because let's say downhill
KD's cooked.
triple threat from the 3-point line. It's too much space. So he do a rip, stop, and do this.
Yeah.
KD is going up to 5. KD doing that 5 times in a row. But if you're on the block and he catching it, then reverse pivot, that's Melo. Like you got to talk about.
But Melo had to. Well, and I will say this too. If you said it was 3 to 5 or whatever, Melo had the fastest first step of any player for a whole decade.
Off the triple under the 3-point line, not above the 3-point line.
I don't know. I seen Melo
He started slowing down.
one bounce it.
Denver. The
quickest first step for a decade is just not true.
So what?
It's just not true.
Who had a faster first step that was a week?
It's just not. That was.
Well, I'm not talking about Allen Iverson and all that.
So you said the whole NBA is like.
Yeah, not like little fellas. No, LeBron didn't have faster first step, Melo.
What?
No, he didn't. Not from a half court.
It was more explosive. It was more explosive. It was more explosive. But Melo getting from look when you're thinking of first step, chill. You're thinking of I'm coming from the top of the key. Let's just say the top of the key.
I'm thinking he's ripping through.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, but
I don't know. I think Melo might have
had
been
more
quicker.
quickness than LeBron.
Melo might have been
You
quicker.
talking about from
Triple threat.
T-Mac ripped through first step way faster than Melo.
See, but y'all gotta understand.
I'm going Bron and D-Wade.
Y'all gotta understand something.
But see, Mars, you talking about exploding through and getting to the hole. I'm talking about
Melo
just
created more
boom, boom.
separation than
I'm talking about just getting
but the
from
reason
here
is this.
to that mid-range shot. Melo was
The reason is
super
because
fast.
Melo was always doing the reverse pivot rips.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
momentum.
Right.
Everybody else just going downhill.
Yeah.
So you got to know that.
But that's also the thing too, though. You can't hold it against Melo because these other cats' footwork ain't nice enough to know that reverse.
Bro,
pivot
Melo's
and go
footwork
through.
was crazy, dog.
That's fact. I just don't think he's quicker than Bron and D-Wade.
But again, he's not quicker because LeBron is the best wire-to-wire athlete, period.
Yeah.
So, from just running, or even if LeBron's off ball, cutting downhill, nobody. But I'm saying Melo with the ball, line you up,
and
just putting one of these on you.
I'm with you because I've said about Melo's first step.
Right.
I'm with you. I just think Bron is better.
But LeBron never did that,
I'll
though.
have him second.
But when
I'm
he
talking
did, it
about
was
first step. I've got
when he
Bron.
did.
I don't, but
Bron is better from.
But we are in agreement that John Wall got the Wizards, all right?
Yeah, from free
Yeah, basically.
We agreed on that.
free throw to free
But he
throw.
might be the fastest ever in that regard.
Yeah, from free throw to free throw. He
Just so y'all know this conversation, I got roasted when I said there was a stretch from 08
Where
to
Melo might be
13.
the best one-on-one player. in the
I got destroyed for that.
Who killed you for it?
Oh, I got destroyed.
The
for that.
comments. I mean, because
the
comments.
KD's around.
Kobe, KD.
But even Kobe
Dirk
said
Nowitzki.
that Melo was the toughest.
I got this
I mean,
when I said
Andre Iguodala said the same thing, and it's like Ox said it about Dell. When you're that big, but you're also strong,
even
fast,
Andre
and can shoot.
Kirilenko used
Like,
to have
that's
problems
Melo,
with
big, strong,
Melo.
fast, and shoot.
Everybody had problems with Melo. That's not news.
But that's where his aura comes from. Melo didn't do anything else at a high level.
But it's just revisionist history, Swiper. Melo, similar to Paul Pierce. Cats is gonna hate on Melo just because he didn't win a ring, just because at that moment in time, Bron was who he was. D-Wade was who he was.
And the Finals MVP too.
KD came on the scene right after that. Kobe was doing what he was doing. Yo, come on. In 08, it was no slander, no disrespect to Carmelo.
Melo.
Hey, I thought of Carmelo and then I thought of everybody else.
People thought Melo was a top 3-5 player in the league, even though, and that was overrated. I think that's overrated.
When?
But we all thought he was.
Come on,
Man, you
come
can-
on.
now,
I
maybe not-
remember
maybe
how you
not-
talked
maybe
about
not.
Melo at that moment in time.
I'm always been a Melo fan. I'm just saying, when was he a top 3 player in the league, though?
One from that 12 year?
When was he a top 3 player in the league?
By the
12,
consensus
12.
or in your opinion?
Yeah, 12, 1,000%.
To y'all, I don't care. To y'all, whatever.
Well, I mean, to the consensus, just
Like you saying, like 2012,
fan watcher?
2013 and stuff?
Yeah, like fan
Allegedly
watcher,
was
like
one.
I'm top 3 player for like consensus fan. I think 12, 13. That year he was winning the MVP, 28 points a game.
Okay.
He was with the Knicks, all that other stuff.
That was one of my favorite Melos. If you say that, okay, that's cool. I'm just curious to know.
But I would even say like 06 to 09 Melo was probably like for a lot of people top 5.
2010 is not crazy.
Was he better than Dwight? Was he better than Dwight?
Yeah, so when he cut his hair, remember Melo, there was braid Melo,
Yeah.
but then that first year he cut his hair and he came out the season, boom on people. It was over, bro.
What year was this?
This is 09-10.
He wasn't a top 3 player.
But here's what I'm saying though. You're gonna go Kobe, you're gonna go Bron.
I'm going
After
D-Wade.
that,
I'm going
well,
D-Wade.
okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, you can go D-Wade. D-Wade was hurt though.
In 2010?
2009.
No, 09 was the year he was healthy. Second in MVP.
But
So what?
Third in MVP. One of them. I don't know.
Did people
average
did
30.
people talking
that
about?
year,
D-Wade,
2008,
In
Dirk
third. He
was
was
better
third
than
in
Melo.
league.
Did people think? I don't know. Did people
How you
think
don't
that
know? Dirk
Wade?
was better than Melo.
Wade. So Wade. Remember, had Wade, Dirk, and CP3. I don't know which of those. If people said that those three players were better than Melo at that point in time.
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I'm
Kobe
pretty
and
sure
Dirk
there was a
was
mutual
cool.
understanding that Wade was better than.
It was,
In
but it was still a
08,
conversation.
09?
I don't know.
Nah,
It was
The jump
Because
shot.
Melo. It's not like
you
Melo
got
was
Paul
losing.
Pierce over both of them. Mute your mic.
You
We
got
don't want to
Paul
hear
Pierce over
this.
D-Wade?
Yes, he do. He done said that so many
I said we
times.
can talk about it.
No, we can't.
I said Paul Pierce has every right to believe that he was better than Dwayne.
No, he doesn't.
He does.
Oh no, I mean,
Yes, he
Just
does.
look at all these casuals.
No, but you
I'm
can
not-
believe that
Look,
you're
I
like
really
that.
don't be trying to be disrespectful. All these casuals in the comments, I'm like, I never called y'all that before. Because I respect. But if you're sitting there telling me people didn't think Melo was a top 5 player ever, y'all don't know what y'all was
It's
talking about.
revisionism,
Yeah,
it's revisionism.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, bro. Like Melo was a superstar
Yes.
in the hood and in the league.
Paul Pierce.
Bro should have tried to rebound and play some defense.
Paul Pierce is nice.
Yep.
He was one of my favorite guys, but D Wade was something else.
Right.
Nah, facts.
Yeah.
Right.
Paul Pierce was nice. He had
Right.
game, especially when you brought up a great point. When he slowed down,
Mhm.
he get his shot off
Yeah.
easier, this, that, and the other. But when you talking about D Wade, when you talking about Melo, when you talking about he just right there.
It was Kobe,
Yeah.
Durant. By the time Durant turned into Durant,
Right.
10-11,
Right.
you're like, oh.
Paul
Like,
Pierce.
I was upset
You can
that
even-
Melo
you can
came
even
off the
say-
bench
like, you
in
can even-
12.
You can even say, like, let's say, go back to Gil. Like, if Gil didn't get in trouble,
boy.
like
boy.
he would have been up there.
He
too.
was in the middle of it.
Yeah, he was in the mix.
Oh, after
Yeah.
because Gil was cold.
after T-Mac got hurt.
Yeah.
After T-Mac got hurt, the only two people in the league that had anything for Kobe was D Wade and Paul Pierce. That
No.
was
And Carmelo
And Melo,
Anthony.
and Melo, and Melo, and Melo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Bro,
They were
come
good.
on.
But
Yeah,
I would
they
say T-Mac was better than Melo at the apex.
By
That
far.
02-03 T-Mac, he was
I know
better.
for.
But he
By
just
far.
didn't get a chance to like keep
Yeah,
adding
he
to that.
couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't.
Yo, we got to get back to this list though. So we got the Washington Wizards. Chill, who you got?
West Sunset.
Swiper, who you got?
I guess Elvin Hayes. I don't know. I really don't know.
All right, I'm gonna come back to you next.
No.
Ox, who you got?
John Wall.
Trey, who you
I'm
got?
gonna go with John Wall, dog. I'm gonna go with that.
I'm going with John Moose or Wes Unseld don't win.
That's crazy.
Swiper.
That's what.
It doesn't necessarily matter at this moment.
This is literally gonna be a fan pick. I never even made a pick like this before, but give me 2006-07 Gil.
That's fine. I think it is Elvin.
You know
Hayes,
what, dog?
but
I'm gonna
fine.
go with that instead of.
Oh, I'm going with Gil. I'm going with Gil. I'm
Yeah,
going with
yeah,
Gil.
but no, hear me out.
But if Gilbert Arenas wins this,
But hear me out. Just hear me
We're
out.
trying to get him on the show.
Hey, Gil,
Yeah, yeah,
shout
yeah,
out
we
to
trying
you.
to make connections.
You are the greatest player to ever wear a Wizards jersey.
Yeah, and his daughter go to Louisville. You know, I trained Jada Curry. So
Okay.
yeah.
hey
so-
yo, hey JD, can I get a sub?
We trying to make
Yeah.
connections here, Ox, man.
No,
Damn them
but,
connections.
No, but hear me out.
Y'all have no integrity.
You don't think Gil? You don't think
y'all
Gil's better
have
than
no.
Gil?
Y'all have no integrity.
You don't think Gil's better than
Right.
Gil?
JD, I need a sub.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
JD, I need a
Gil's
sub,
cold,
JD.
dog.
Hey, for real, I know I talk all that talk about Kobe in 06. Well, it was 06 where Gil was going ballistic.
Yes.
Where you get Kobe 60?
Yeah, where he gave 60. Look, it was Kobe, and then my next favorite player in the NBA. I'm not saying he was the second best player. Was my next favorite player
It's a
was
difference.
Gilbert Arenas.
It's a difference. I can get
I'm
that.
Yeah,
watching
Gil
Gilbert
was
Arenas
cold,
highlights and
dog.
going to practice trying to mimic that.
Right.
That's who I was trying to be that year was
Yeah,
Gilbert
he had
Arenas.
bounce too.
And his mentality, like
Yeah.
even with his podcast and stuff, he playing around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he was disciplined and everything like
Uh-huh.
that.
His-
But
to
his
your
mentality is
point,
like
Trey.
that.
Discipline,
To your
weird.
point, his whole mentality was to fry you.
Yeah,
That was
like,
it.
Yeah.
Whether we win or
Yeah.
not, I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to fry you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
I'm gonna do. Whether we win, whether I get 10 assists, whether I'm whatever it is that
With
I'm
some
doing.
ugly jerseys.
because sometimes, not every time, and it's a slight chance, the mentality can, along with discipline,
Yeah.
can outweigh the most disciplined, most aligned player.
I'm
Sure.
taking Jameson over.
Shout out Twan.
I'm taking Karan Butler.
Shout out
You
Karan.
said this before, right?
What about Rip?
Come on.
Rip was nice.
You just, you know what? We're not going to do this right now.
So-
We're live.
so the
We're having a
Gil
good
win-
show.
the Gil-
Yes, Gilbert Arenas is the greatest wizard.
This is y'all have zero.
Muzz, I really
No,
don't like his.
but
I
as,
used to
as,
like you. I
as
don't like
reality
you.
though.
What I
Away
do?
from away from.
I
potential.
I wasn't
gotta
picking
go with
Wes
John
Unseld.
Wall.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Why?
away from-
Y'all
away
can
from
both-
potential.
that good.
No,
Y'all
no,
can
no.
both agree to take Elvin Hayes.
No,
I'm fine with Elvin Hayes.
John Wall.
yeah, I got John Wall. But away from potential and all that, I gotta go with John Wall because of what actually exists.
But when you
Yeah.
remember the Wizards, though, you remember the gold jersey Gil though versus Kobe. Every time I think about
it,
y'all just think about he gave Kobe 50. Who cares?
60.
Yeah,
60.
like,
He gave
Add an
Kobe
extra 10
70.
points.
Who
this is John
cares?
Wall's peak right here. That was his peak right here.
It was better than Gilbert.
Yo, all right, y'all. We gotta move on. Hold on, wait.
West Hunt's up.
John Wall.
yeah, I'm gonna go with John.
Who's swiper going?
He said
We
John
got
Wall.
Gil. We got Gil.
So I could tie it with Gil, right?
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas.
Ah, okay.
All right, run that poll. Gilbert Arenas or John Wall?
Oh,
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
chat don't got no integrity either.
All right, chat. Well, Swiper, we're gonna get to the Nuggets. Ox, we're gonna get to the Kings.
Okay.
Who's the Kings' best?
Mars, we're gonna get to the Spurs. Didn't I just say we're gonna get to them? Goddamn it,
Who Mr. Purple talking to?
Ron, we're gonna get to the
Kool-Aid man,
Suns. Chill. I mean, Trey, we're gonna get to the Lakers.
That's what I'm waiting for. That's why.
Well, he's
You a Lakers fan?
He's a Kobe guy.
I'm a Kobe guy.
We gonna get there.
Oh, he gonna say Kobe.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Kobe.
everyone
no
should.
matter
What?
We'll get to.
Could y'all let the L host be an L host, please?
Thank you for once.
Well, when you
Swipe
petite,
up.
that's what happens. When you petite, that's what happens. No. As you were, Ron. I apologize.
The one time I try to be a dub host, the one time I try and make an effort, like Luca, I'm trying to play defense. Actually, like Trey, I'm trying to play defense and y'all don't want me to.
Garbage.
But all right, y'all, we gonna move on to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, this easy.
Yes, this is.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're on. Serious.
No, it's
You're
not.
on serious. You're on serious.
Yes,
you're on
it
serious.
is.
You're on serious.
This is easy.
Wait, just Minnesota Timberwolves?
What other?
What are you trying to do? Minnesota Lynx?
What other?
Oh,
what other-
We could talk about
Mars.
Simone Augustus.
Mars, can you
Their
tell
history
us?
is a race. So which?
Mars, can you tell us who and why this person is the best player in the Wolves history?
Why Kevin Garnett is the best player in Minnesota Timberwolves history?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with that too.
Yeah, I mean everyone's gonna go with
I'm
that.
gonna go with
It's
that too.
Kevin Garnett. I mean, he's
Yeah.
single season peak, the best ever, the best defender in franchise history, the best offensive player in franchise history. Played on that team for 11 years, 12 years,
Well,
12 years. So the longest reigning Minnesota Timberwolves player. They're one of their 2 conference finals appearances. Like, what did he not do in a Minnesota Timberwolves jersey that someone else did? Like, the longevity is
Yeah,
him,
have a 30-30.
the peak. You're picking Kevin Love.
Huh?
I
It's
got
a-
KG. I don't know
and
what
to
tell you. I got
compound
KG.
your point, Moss,
I got
he's their
KG.
all-time leading scorer, rebounder, assist, blocks, and steals man. That's who he is for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So,
KG, right?
I mean, you could, I can bring up other people, but considering what KG did, a lot of us, we keep forgetting because every time we see Paul Pierce, we see Kevin Garnett, and they just think that that's Kevin Garnett playing with the Celtics. He played 12 years in Minnesota.
He was crazy.
And
He didn't play 1 year in Minnesota. He played
Stats-
12 years in Minnesota.
Stats sometimes are very circumstantial.
Yeah.
My shit be about hoop.
Yeah.
And KG, he was
KG
just
was
hooping.
Hooper though
He
too.
was hooping. And you know, you got Stephon Marbury.
Yep.
So he elevated his game at
Mhm.
that small period of time. And you know,
I'm on record. I think there should be a statue outside the arena of Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, why
Have
not?
they retired?
I think that's he
They had
once ownership
Oh yeah,
once they get that ownership thing figured out between those 2 guys. Kevin Garnett said that he would welcome his jersey retired, but
K-Love too.
does K-Love
Two. Is he 2 in that in franchise?
is he better? Is
I can go
K-Love
with that.
is K-Love better than Cat?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
who.
yeah,
the number
yeah.
2 would have
Well,
to
at
be.
the age-
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
got
But the
traded out,
years
though.
given, it would be
Yeah.
Kevin was what, 5 years, 08 to 13. Right?
Yes.
And
And
then
then Cat's been there
since
for 9.
2015.
Cat's been there for 9 years now. So,
Yeah,
Caleb was just better.
and Kevin Love never had a playoff game in
No,
Minnesota.
Ever.
Ant is catching up.
And will be
Not
number
Cat,
2.
but
And
Ant
will
starting
be
to look
and will be
better.
number 2.
He gonna be up there.
I can see him being.
Could he be better than Garnett?
No,
No.
no. He's not gonna be KG.
I think this is actually probably the easiest one we've had so far. Even easier than Jordan. I don't think there's any competition for anybody.
because no
having
one's
a-
achieved anything for the Timberwolves.
Right. It's
Right,
KG. It's really
And they've been around for almost 40 years.
yeah.
I don't like
Considering.
KG's called the big ticket because he was the only reason people bought tickets to watch the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Right.
Like,
Like I think if Ant stay consistent, if he stay out of trouble,
Yeah.
he keep hooping like how he is.
Yeah.
I think he can get to number 2 real fast. It's gonna be hard to get past KG because KG it's almost impossible, especially because of the position, but
Yeah.
rebounds and all that. But I think Ant can catch up.
Now, Ox, you're a little bit biased because Garnett is your man.
A little bit, yeah.
But In this particular situation, I don't think it's a conversation either with anybody else.
Like,
I think it's closer between Kevin Love and Cat than it is between Garnett and anybody else. I do.
I'm going with Cat before I go with Kevin Love, though, even though I think Kevin Love's better.
So is this a sweep?
Yes.
Time to move on?
Yes.
All right. KG got it. Shout out KG and
Mhm.
Gilbert. Or was it John Wall?
I don't know.
It's the poll, right? You run the poll. Let's see.
Oh, what's the poll talking about?
The poll. Oh my God, it's 49-51.
In favor of who?
48-52. John Moon.
Or-
49-51. John Moon's winning.
We're gonna literally let that poll run for one more minute.
Poll.
We're gonna let it run for one more minute. The minute it strikes 1 Eastern time, we will end it. So you guys get your votes in. Chat, do your job. And I'll keep trying to do my job.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next franchise. Shout out Kevin Garnett. The next franchise we got, the Seattle Supersonics.
It's not even a franchise.
I stand with votes.
Focus, Ron. Focus, Ron. I'm with you, brother. No, Ron. Stay with me, my man.
Well,
Stay right here with
are we
me.
doing strictly
Stay right here with me.
just the Seattle?
Is that actually Seattle?
And that's what I'm saying.
That's it.
because
Oklahoma
if-
City don't count. No.
If we're doing that,
No.
it's obvious that
No.
Gary
It's
Payton.
Gary Payton.
Yes.
But
Let him get up.
You include
Y'all want
OKC
oxtails?
as Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Let him get up. Move your mic. Let him
I'll
get
cook
up.
a mean oxtail. Y'all want oxtails?
Focus, Ron.
Hold
All
it
right.
back.
Focus, Ron.
It's either GP if it stay the Sonics, but if it go to Oklahoma, it's like
It's both. So it's
KD.
the
It's Kevin Durant. It's Kevin Durant.
It's Kevin Durant.
It's Kevin
yeah,
Durant.
it's KD.
So okay, so the Thunder don't get their own segment.
Yeah, I think you
Nah,
should. I think
nah.
you should do both of them.
It's
Because that way, it's not Sean Kemp erasure too.
you know what? It's the Thunder. We gonna keep the
Just
beautiful
the Thunder?
history
If it's
of
the
Seattle.
Mars, wait a minute.
Seattle.
See, Mars, this goes back to what we just got finished talking about with Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. We ain't talking about the better player overall. We talking about
Russ
for that
giving me an
franchise.
extra 3 years is not cutting. I'm sorry.
I ain't even talking about Russ. I mean, Gary Payton gave you 12
No, but it's
years.
just the Thunder.
If
It's just the
we're
Thunder.
doing the
just the
Thunder. We're not doing this.
In-
Okay, so we're just doing the Thunder.
Just the Thunder.
It's KD.
It's KD for sure.
By far. Russ.
Would be.
What you mean? Who
it-
else?
it would
It's
be Russ.
KD and Russ.
If it's not, if it's not Kevin Durant, then it's Nick Collison.
Wait, but didn't well, hold on.
It's not
Durant.
Wait a minute. What did? Wait a minute. Whoa.
Kevin Durant left in 16. Russ left in 18.
And
Yeah,
not only
that's
that,
what I'm saying. The extra 2-3
and
years ain't doing anything.
why though? He did the same thing. What did
No,
Kevin
he
Durant
didn't do the same.
What
He
did
did
Kevin Durant do that Russ didn't do?
He did more.
He's significantly
If
better at
it's
the game of
not
basketball.
Nick Collison,
did
it's Serge
more.
Ibaka.
KD got an MVP. Russ got an MVP.
What's
KD
an
got a
MVP?
scoring title. Russ got a scoring
Two of
title.
KD got 4 of them.
Two
KD
of
got
them.
4 of them.
Oh, Russ got a couple.
Yeah, he got 2. But I'm
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let's not discount
the assist titles.
the assist titles.
Great.
Let's not discount the triple-double title.
That's great. You know I'm not going off achievements. I don't care. Kevin Durant is so much better than Russ. I don't care
Yeah,
about
he
3
is.
years.
He's
I
If
don't
the
care.
better player, I won't argue that part.
If
Mark.
the gap is close between players, I'm fine with longevity being a differentiator. But this guy's greater because they're closest players, and this guy played 7, this guy played 10. When KD is up here and Russ is here, I don't care about 3 years.
What about the loyalty? Because that brings you down a couple.
I
notches.
don't
Wait.
care. It's Kevin
So
Durant.
is Nick Collison the closest role player to being the greatest ever in franchise we touched so far?
No.
Well, he from wire to wire, he was really good to start his career off there.
Yeah.
He just got old, and he was,
Yeah, like people remember the
and he was white and slow,
vibes,
but he got aged out.
he was actually like playing for them at like
But
12,
Brian,
13, 14.
You being honest with this KD and Russ?
Yes.
No,
it's
he's
a
not.
conversation. It's a
Loves Russ,
conversation.
so
Ah, okay.
No, it's a conversation. Aside from hate and love and liking this,
Trey, I understand
It's a
where you at.
conversation.
I understand where you at with the ones because I understand who KD is as a
Yeah.
one-on-one player.
But
But
as a basketball player too.
that's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. I think KD is a significantly better basketball player overall
Right.
than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
That-
No, it's not
They
significant
played
at their
together?
apex. No, it's
They were
not.
both top 5,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, but KD,
It's not.
Russell Westbrook at no point in the NBA was ever considered the best player on the planet. That
Wait.
wasn't going on
Wait.
ever.
I don't know if KD was
What's that guy
even
doing?
around, but-
That was a real conversation.
Yeah, we had the
though.
conversation.
What's that guy doing with
That was never a conversation with Russell Westbrook ever.
Yeah.
You say he top 5.
He was, but that didn't mean he was the best player in the world talks.
What are you talking about?
Russ.
Okay, so we're talking about these two
top 5 talks. Yes, he was.
top 5 talks.
But
Top
Kevin
five
Durant.
what?
But you have heard in the barbershops, KD is better than LeBron.
Yeah,
LeBron
fact.
is-
That was
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on
facts.
when he
I
was in
agree.
Oklahoma
Yeah.
City.
But that's the argument for Kevin
Those
Durant.
9
Yeah,
years,
but
those
you-
9
no,
years when he was in
I don't
Oklahoma
know if
City.
significantly.
Yes.
But you've never
know.
heard a Westbrook greatest player of all.
I've heard Westbrook best
wanna
player on that
hear
team. I've definitely heard Westbrook better than Durant.
Help me.
I've also heard Westbrook's better than Steph, but I've heard KD was
I
better.
mean, I'm just saying, somebody carried a bad team to the playoffs. Steph is never going to
I mean,
play.
well,
Charles.
KD is closer to Bron than Russ is to Steph.
Not-
I agree.
Really, not really.
I
bro.
agree.
Really, not really.
What are you trying to do here, bro?
KD is closer to
You
LeBron
guys
than
just
Russell.
hate
Yes,
Russell
I get what
Westbrook.
that- yes.
Yes, by
I get
far.
what
I don't hate Russell
No,
Westbrook.
you guys hate Russell Westbrook. Swiper, you're exempt from this conversation. The rest of you four hate Russell Westbrook.
I do not hate Russell Westbrook. What are you talking about? I
I've
talk
done
about
just
Russell.
as much Russ defending as anyone.
Right. In fact, I'm always arguing about Russell Westbrook.
I don't know why.
Because you unfair to him a lot.
I'm talking about this Russ. I'm talking about this Russ.
I ain't talking about 2024.
Mars just lied. Everybody call him out. I just Why are you lying, Mars?
The things Russell Westbrook have done for basketball with rebounds, assists, scoring, and all that, I will give you. But KD is just a better basketball player.
And what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about what Russ did for the Oklahoma City Thunder. What did Kevin Durant do for the Oklahoma City Thunder? Is it a conversation where it's here? Is it here? Is it significant? Because again, we're talking about Kevin Durant being a better basketball player than him. What does that have to do with Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook being Oklahoma City Thunder?
So
what
you
did
say
they
the
produce?
3 additional first-round X's is what's putting Russ over KD?
With the crews that he had, Mars? First of all,
where you said he shot 90 shots in 2
he
games.
shot 94 shots.
Yeah, decent teams.
He was shooting it out for the franchise. He left it all on the court for the franchise.
Well, that year that Kevin Durant.
KD said, damn this franchise, and went ran up north with them 2 yellow boys.
That's
it was praising that
fine with
franchise.
not having KD because it's because he left and went to the Warriors. I'm fine.
This is what I'm saying.
I said I'm fine with you having Russ for that reason.
Okay, all right.
I just don't care.
But he also was.
I
But
understand.
I feel like he enters the conversation even more in the 16-17 season because they were supposed to be garbage. When KD left,
They won 41 games.
they were supposed to be
42,
trash.
47?
Yeah, they won 47, but they were supposed to be trash that year when KD left. Only except Russ the rest team on his back.
I'm not saying you got to
too much of a gap between the players.
I understand.
And Mars, I get what you're saying too. And so I just did all
Gap
of this for
between
Russ.
Jordan and Scottie Pippen as players, but Scottie Pippen is in the conversation as best bull.
No, he's not. No, he's.
Wait a second.
Oh my God.
No, you can't
Hold
do
up.
that, Chill.
Now, look, what I'm saying is that the gap between KD and Russ is bigger than the gap between Jordan and Pippen.
Who do you got, Chill?
I might agree.
I'll take KD.
You'll take KD?
I agree with
I'll
that.
take KD.
That's just fact.
Swipe.
Not
Who do you
by
got?
but it's close between KD and Russ. Not a huge margin.
Yeah, it's just Kevin Durant.
Actually, no, Ron. It's Russ. I got to go with.
We can't just flip.
You
can't just flip.
Because he can't. He's, Chill's probably the most logical guy up here.
No, he's not.
And he
No, he's
can't-
not. No, he's
This
not.
is not.
No, he's not. That is not.
Can we mute
true.
mics? Him and him.
But
Wait,
this is
excuse me?
because
You just said Chill's the most logical person up here?
Was he not?
Come on. I'm not.
Is that a PCL
Y'all
debate
will
too?
see. Y'all will see. Let's just say it like that.
Is that a PCL debate too?
I heard. Oh my gosh, you should have heard this argument this man put out there the other day. Go ahead. Let's move on. Oh my God.
What's your vote? You got Russ?
I got Kevin Durant.
And you got Russ, Chill?
No, you don't
Come on,
even believe
Chill.
that.
How did that
Come on,
happen
man.
so fast?
He
I
wants
don't
to
know.
say
Russ, why are you guys trying to tamper his
I'm
vote?
just
No,
asking.
this is what I'm thinking
I'm
about. It's
just
not because. It's
Chill,
not
don't be
because
personable now.
no, it's not because.
Chill.
If
What was
I-
you doing yesterday?
This is what I'm saying. I'm just
You
being.
was hooping.
I'm just being consistent. I'm trying to be. That's what I'm saying. And as a hooper, it ain't a question. Trey, as a hooper, it ain't a question.
That's what this is.
It's not.
That's what this is.
Unfortunately, we
But
talking
Russ is
about
a hooper,
if
too. Chill,
I'm
you gotta
being
keep a consistent logic. Because
right,
right,
and I'm
case
being-
you would have went with Shaq or T-Mac.
based on
that's what I'm talking
No, no,
about.
yeah,
If I'm
yeah.
being consistent,
Based-
Compare 4 to 9 years to what we got right now.
Based on this logic.
17,
I mean,
18.
Wait, Russ was there for one more year than KD.
No, the greatest
3.
players ever.
No, because
Two.
KD
got that earlier.
but that was the Sonics.
You're right.
Because the thing that's
So
pushing you over the edge
it's
are
in my
the
time.
stats,
It's really
right?
in my time.
Don't fucking look at me, bro.
The thing that's pushing you over the edge are the stats. So what? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the greatest player ever?
yeah, hell yeah.
Over Mike?
You can make that argument.
Over Mike?
You can make that argument.
Look at your man.
You
Hell
can make that argument.
Hell no.
I got to be consistent.
Dog.
You don't know Kareem's the GOAT?
Yo,
No, I don't.
yo, hey, we need a poll in the chat.
Oh my
The
God.
greatest Thunder ever. I just want to see what the chat thinks.
Okay, but it's not
Damn
going to
the
change anything.
It's
because
not.
he
Unless
got
it's
KD.
tied.
We all have KD.
I got
Bill Russell
KD. He got KD.
All right, Bill.
Russ getting a statue outside the
ZZ
arena.
got KD.
No, they're all getting good at you.
Okay.
Look, it's tied up.
That's fair.
Russ.
KD.
Yeah, chill out.
I'm
He's
KD.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I was asking.
It's 4-2.
Look at you trying to doctor votes. What is this?
It's 4-2, Ron.
That's why I said what was he doing yesterday? He was hooping.
And as a hooper, it ain't a question.
So that's what we talking about.
That's what. But what we also talking about is what you produced for that franchise.
No, that's production is all.
Yeah, what did you do for that
KD
franchise?
produced more.
Yeah, KD changed this franchise.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way,
Russ ruined the franchise.
no, he didn't.
On top of that,
No, he didn't.
Okay, wait. All right. Just
Matter of fact, Arch is Russ. I figured it out. Arch is Russ.
Not matter of fact. Just hold on for a second, because y'all understand in about 2 seasons, Russ ain't even gonna be number 2 no more.
It's gonna be Shea.
In 2 seasons?
Nah.
See, all y'all care about is buckets. That's all y'all care about is
That's what this
buckets.
game is about.
More points.
That's what this shit about.
Russ do got more points in franchise history than KD.
Yeah.
More points, more rebounds, more assists, more wins.
But look at
Just a better.
But look at the Olympic play. Look at unless we just talking
Does
about
that count for the?
This is what I'm talking about, Trey. I'm not arguing. Kevin Durant is better than Russell Westbrook as a player.
He
More
is better.
steals, more blocks.
When you're in the Olympics, you're the representative of
more
your franchise.
turnovers.
Nice.
Everything.
I think Russ
I
staying
can't
them
do
3 extra years. I do think, and averaging a triple double.
Oh man.
Oh, and all of those.
Yeah, more
every
triple
single
doubles,
one.
more double doubles,
I can't even do it.
more
man.
singles.
I can't
Russ a
even do
better KD a better player than Russ, but Russ a better Thunder than KD. Just off the strength that he stayed. And
So
what he did.
KD's not gonna be the best for any franchise.
No.
That's his problem. But KD won this one though.
Yeah, thank you.
He's the best
You
for the
got 4.
Brooklyn Nets ever.
That's great.
You know, Doc.
Russ will get a statue.
Maybe
You're right.
Brooklyn.
I think so.
Yeah,
Brooklyn,
I think so.
I do.
KD.
He better than Jason Kidd is too. So
In them 3 years.
what?
Yeah, Kevin Durant from 21 to 23 is better than Jason.
Than any player to touch that jersey except for Julius
Shit.
Erving.
Are we serious?
We already ranked J Kidd.
No. J Kidd won. I'm fine. Well, no, Dr. J won, right? Or was
No,
it
J Kidd got it.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
All right.
Kevin Durant in Brooklyn is a better player than Jason Kidd was, right?
No, wrong.
Why are you frozen?
There's no way.
No.
tired
Wait
of
a
y'all,
minute,
man.
Mars. I'm. Can I you process something?
Okay, yeah.
Chill, are you-
Let me remember this. I want to make sure that I remember this. KD in 21 when he came off of that Achilles injury, he only played half the season because he had a hamstring. He was still awesome. Jason Kidd more durable. That next year, in 20 was it 23? In
Well, 22 and
20 in 22,
23 he left midseason.
right? He did. He left in midseason, so he only played what 2.5
Yeah, but I'm
years?
just saying Kevin Durant in the Nets jersey is a better player. Not he's ranked higher in franchise history. I'm not saying that.
I could get with that.
Yeah,
I could
okay,
get with
Kevin
that.
Durant was
All right,
better
okay.
as a.
All right, I could get with that.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
okay, I can get with
Because
that.
I'm always gonna go no matter what who the best hooper is.
Who the better
I don't
baller
care.
is. I
don't
could
care
get with
what
that.
Nobody's stats.
I
Who's
could
the
get
best
with
hooper
that.
in the league right now? Then
That's a good question, Swiper.
Hooper. I'm much on the Hooper. Well, I don't know.
It's
I want to see what he
still him.
considers. Hooper.
Okay. So
Who the best baller? Just a straight baller.
It's gonna be one of them Europeans.
you know what? Yeah. As much as I do, I gotta go with Joker, man, because he be hoop like
Best Hooper. All right.
yeah, because he hooping like
Joker seemed like
yeah.
he seemed like that.
I mean,
He
you
not-
see
he
him.
not-
He be out there
he
in
not-
Serbia
yeah,
playing that 3-on-3.
Yeah, he not flopping. He really be outside. He
Not
hooping.
flopping.
But not for real. Like not like everybody else is, but
He was a
like
little floppy.
he hooping like Giannis, LeBron. Like he's still going.
You think Giannis is a hooper? You think he's a
Yes.
hooper in your mind?
Yeah,
think he is.
I think so. Yeah. Just his specific way of playing.
Who's the best guard hooper?
No, it's
I would not be
Luka?
surprised if I'm being honest with you, Trey. I would not be surprised if I pulled up to a park and Anthony Edwards was there. He just seemed like that type of
Yeah, so
he follow KD around. So
I
Yeah,
can't say.
he
But I
seemed
can't
like
say.
that
if
I
we're,
can't- I
if
can't
we're
say
talking
Ant-
the stuff we're doing, like even stuff we do, the guard that would win over everybody is probably
Shea?
Book.
nah, Shea.
No, I think Booker.
Devin Booker.
Booker from like if you just told him to just like we're just doing fives or whatever or doing king of the court, I think Booker would wipe everybody.
We got video footage of Book cooking all of them in the USA practice, Steph included. Book, like, see this? What
I mean,
I'm
once
saying?
he gets to a spot,
Yeah,
like,
a lot of y'all equate one-on-one hooper to all of this and all of that.
Yeah, it ain't.
But if
it
you
ain't that
can
at
get
all.
to your spot and knock that down 60% of the time, it's not.
But that's Shea.
NBA.
You all
ones-
right? He
yeah.
do
Yeah.
that. I just trust Book a little bit more.
Yeah, NBA ones is
Just
not
in the
unlimited
range too.
dribbles is not starting at the top of the key. It's spots.
Yeah.
So Kai's problem is he too small.
Uh-huh.
He can stay
Yeah,
post,
yeah,
and he
yeah.
need more than 4
Yeah.
dribbles. But you're right about Booker when you think about it.
anywhere.
Yeah, but also you got KD. Also you do got Kawhi in the ones. He's a
I
little
keep
bit bigger
forgetting
if
about
he's not
Kawhi.
injured.
I
Yeah,
keep forgetting
you
about
do got Paul Pierce.
Irv.
Not Paul
I just
Pierce,
keep
but
forgetting
Paul
about
George.
it.
Yeah,
you
definitely got Paul Pierce.
Yeah, but I can see. I'm not gonna say Luka.
Brunson would cook too.
He's just too small.
The thing about Brunson, he's so strong.
Yeah, and
He just
coming
better move you off
the
your spot.
Pull his size.
Right.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox would be cold too. He's just faster than everybody.
But I can't say Luka because not in what we talking about.
Right.
He is a hooper. Don't get me wrong,
but Luka would do anything to you though. That's the problem. He would laugh at you.
Yeah, but it
me and you already been
but
on.
that's based on NBA fouls.
No, but I'm saying if he posts you up, you're cooked.
Yeah, because
but even his fadeaway,
they're gonna blow the whistle. That's why he can play at that pace. But like, let's say you take away the soft fouls, you get to touch a little bit. And if you're just doing it in the gym, we just going at each other. I don't see Luka going crazy.
But he's huge.
I see Book going crazy.
But y'all the same height.
If we taking away the what y'all say? Y'all say 3 dribbles?
Yeah, 3 dribbles, 5 dribbles.
Yeah, Luka need more dribbles than that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we talking about like the NBA. It is entertainment. You got to get these dudes to the line.
Yeah, Luka need more.
Book, you right about that. Like,
by the way, Trey, I'm not playing you nothing more than 3 dribbles. I'm not finna be chasing you all around the court.
Man, 3 dribbles is my best thing.
Oh, all right, cool. All right, I'm glad.
I go shade.
Like when we play, I just take 3 dribbles.
Well, Shay's so long.
If that's what y'all need.
He put you in the blender
Shay
just
can
off
get-
the strength.
Shay
Like
can get-
so now
Yeah,
you
I was
ask.
pushing you around.
But if you now
No, I wasn't 10 dribbles.
right. But if you
No,
but if you put him down to 3, he really
I'm
gonna.
not gonna lie.
my
10
bad.
dribbles is a long time to guard somebody.
Yeah. No, I wasn't 10.
You got to be.
That means he got to get right to it, and that's his
my bad.
thing.
That's my
But you got to be just playing defense only though.
Yeah, I was playing like that's why I say
you got to have real sit downs to be able to guard somebody.
You got to be having to run
means we
hills
bumping
in the off season.
How's that 20?
That's cool. How old are you?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
42. Yeah. Hey, but I want to give a special shout out to Silver Fox Media, the podcast studio over at P30, where we at right now. You guys really held it down. You guys made us feel at home. Special thanks to you guys. I also want to obviously acknowledge our Hall of Fame members because y'all really hold it down for us too. And you guys are really special. This wouldn't be possible without you. So shout out Cobra Son of Raditz. Shout out Multi Kenny. It's the second shout out of the day, Multi. Salute to you. Shout out Hunting Gilgores. Shout out Kendall Daniels. Shout out DG. Shout out to you. Shout out to Arch. And we have a new Hall of Famer, y'all. Arch's bigger and better brother, Arch Prime. Hey, shout out to hey, look, 2 Hall of Fame careers. You got
It's Bam
Arch,
and Asia.
which is 8, and then you got 24, which is Arch Prime.
I'm telling y'all,
Shout out to
it's
Arch.
Bam and Asia. I'm telling y'all, they get the most love on the platform. Asia did it right after she won yesterday.
Bam don't get nearly as much love as Asia.
All right, y'all. Hey, look, check it out. We still got to get to our super chat. Y'all still got to like the video and y'all still got to subscribe. But we still got more teams we got to get into. So, fellas, let's get it on. We got to start moving through these. We got the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh my gosh,
It's Kobe.
this one's gonna take forever.
No. We gonna be quick. We gonna talk about it, but we gonna be quick.
It's Kobe.
Chill. Talk to us. Who do you have and
I
why?
had Jabbar.
We got the same person.
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna be Jabbar.
I had Jabbar, but I mean, I thought it was Magic, but I'm sure it's Kobe. I'm sure everybody thinks.
What?
So who are you going?
Nice. Good work, Chill.
It's not Kobe.
I think it's Magic.
Chill. Stand on it. Stand on it. Stand on
I
it.
think it's Magic.
Chill. You got reinforcements here.
I think
Stand on
I
it.
think it's Magic.
Chill. Put your weight on it.
I think it's Magic.
All 3 of us got Magic, so it's
We
Magic.
got
I think it's
Ron, who
Magic.
you got? Ron, who you got?
He's not voting. He's a host.
Ron, who you got?
Hold on, wait.
You going
Chill. If I have to break a tie, chill.
I got Magic.
Swiper.
The one that saved the world. He saved the NBA.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, he might as well have been. We're the Planeteers.
Trey, I know where you going with it. You going with the better baller. You think Kobe's the best
The
baller?
better baller is Magic.
Yeah, you think you
But Chill, you've been harping on this longevity thing for 17 years.
He got HIV.
And now I don't care if I'm there. Now all of a sudden,
but
Kobe
listen,
plays 20 years. Magic plays what, 11 or 12?
12 years.
So 8 years, that means nothing but
More
Shaq and Dwight.
MVPs.
Dwight can go ahead of Shaq because
More
of an
real
extra 5 years.
championships.
Dwight can go
Number
ahead of
one
Shaq,
option on all
but
those
Kobe can't
teams.
go ahead of Magic with 8 years.
Magic
Yes, he
get more in less time.
No, he
Listen,
didn't.
I'm gonna surprise you with this. I'm just a Kobe fan.
Right, I do know that.
Magic is a better player.
Thank you.
Yeah, like
Thank you. Right.
He from Michigan. Yeah, but I'm just a Kobe fan.
When you think about what
I don't care. He played 20 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna vote for him no matter
I
what.
can say the same thing.
Yeah.
Jabbar didn't
Jabbar
play
wasn't there for
years.
20. He played 20 years overall.
He played 14 years with
Magic's impact.
Kobe
for
was
the
there
Lakers,
for 20 years. Magic was not.
Y'all whole argument on Magic, y'all right. I just like Kobe Bryant.
Right.
So 2, we got 2 and we got 4.
So And on top of that, Trey is acknowledging that it's magic, but at the same time saying he can't vote against Kobe. So we know it's magic.
Yeah, like
Mars is the only one up here that ain't got
all these points about longevity I've heard for 2 shows now are going out.
I don't do that.
Not you. You're fine. You went with Kawhi for the Raptors. I'm fine with that. You are being a hypocrite.
Who you going with, Ron?
Shots fired.
Like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I got Irvin.
Don't let him sway you.
I got
He's
Irvin.
not.
No, I'm not trying to sway him. I just want the chat to acknowledge that that's hypocritical.
Right, because he's been there. If I'm gonna say that, if I'm gonna say that Shaq is behind Dwight Howard because Dwight Howard played there 9 years, I got to do the same thing with Kobe Bryant playing there for 20 years.
Logically,
no, I'm not doing that. And the reason why I'm not,
that's why he doesn't beat the Kobe hate allegations.
Y'all saying Shaq is not a better
because Shaq had 4 elite seasons to Howard's 6. And he walked into the league and he was 27-12 or whatever.
Yeah, see, you make sense because you haven't been harping on longevity. I'm fine with
Shaq
you. You just
is
think
better
Magic's better.
than Dwight Howard. I don't mean to go back, but Shaq is a better Magic than Dwight.
I thought it was Howard.
Oh man.
Yeah, I thought it was Howard.
Yeah,
because he basically did the same thing that Shaq did.
Right. So we have
Kobe like 3 on this list.
So we have 3,
if not 4,
Magics and 2 Kobe.
Irvin.
Okay, so 4.
3.
It's Magic.
We got Magic, we got Jerry, we got Kareem, we got. Come on, man.
Why are you crossing your arms?
This is
matter of fact, Jerry West got a great argument.
We got Jerry, we got Kareem, we got Elgin Baylor. Come on, man.
What are you rolling your eyes about? Jerry West?
You going?
No, I'm gonna go. No, I ain't gonna do that. Like we ain't gonna say Jerry West over Kobe.
What up, Ox? Hey, Ron. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for what I did to you this morning.
Hey, y'all, Gifted was cheating on the dominoes earlier. Hey, if you play any games with Gifted, if Gifted asks you to play a game, don't.
Real Mars. Pleasure, man. Pleasure.
All right,
I watched
Gifted.
him this morning, chat. Remember that.
I'll see you later, Gifted.
He don't want to talk about last night.
You beat me last night.
That boy slept bad last night.
I got the last lap, though.
Man, I'm happy about the competitiveness with the, this is great. Y'all get competitive with dominoes.
By the way,
They get competitive.
no lie, Gifted my favorite in PC after meeting everybody. By the way,
Favorite what?
favorite person in PC. That's no knock. Like Swiper, you a close fourth.
I understand that.
You just like
I feel like nobody that pushed back on him.
ZZ. You second for real. It was just
Wait.
You know what? I don't got a ranking, y'all. I don't got a ranking. But all right, y'all. Let's keep it pushing. The next franchise we're gonna go with is the Portland Trailblazers.
That's a good one, actually.
How we run?
That's
If
Clyde,
you value
man.
longevity,
I'm gonna go with
it's Clyde.
Clyde.
If you value longevity, it's
It's Clyde for
If you value
sure.
peak is Bill Walton.
It's Clyde.
How many years did Bill Walton have?
Like 4.
I'm 7.
And if it's not Clyde,
It's still
it's
Clyde.
Rashid.
I love Rashid, but it's Clyde. Clyde was
So now you value longevity?
No, I'm saying Clyde was also like he was an elite player for a long time as well.
It wasn't enough, Rashid. But I see what you're saying.
I'm going with Clyde.
It just wasn't enough.
It's Drex, I think.
Yeah.
It's close.
I think
Does
it's
Dame
Clyde.
have a?
I was about to say we not gonna mention Dollar.
No.
No.
What do you mean no?
You can mention him
yet.
if you want to, Ron, but it's Clyde.
Yeah, it's Clyde.
Mention him all
So
you want.
was
That's fine.
Clyde's career with the Blazers just significantly better than Dame's?
Yes.
Significantly?
Yes.
They were both there for what, 10 years?
Yes.
And especially if they was there for the same amount of time, bro. It's not even a conversation, bro. Come on.
Is Dame going to be?
Actually, Drex was there for 12 years.
Yeah. Well,
Drex showed up in 83. He left in 95.
Oh, he was 83?
Yeah.
Damn, I thought it was,
Did,
I thought it was 84, 85.
Is Dame going to be more recognized than Walton as a Blazer?
Yeah, I think he already is.
I mean, Bill Walton's 50 years removed from the Blazers.
But when we watch Bill Walton highlights. Typically, it's the Blazers uniforms.
ooh, hey, that's a good
yeah, but
point.
no
though,
one
GG.
searches out Bill Walton highlights.
What?
That's the
What they say, Ox?
LaMarcus over there.
Hell no.
I went to Portland to do when I was out there to do some NBA shit. People was upset at that.
Mm-hmm.
But people was talking about Clyde like he was still walking around.
Right.
So
Shout out.
I mean, to
Terry.
be fair,
shout out Terry Porter.
I'm sure in 95,
Terry
I'm
Porter,
sure in
Clyde,
95 those people in Portland that spoke badly about Clyde too.
nah.
He was there for a long
No.
time.
No,
bro.
he what? Dame was there
Clyde.
for a long time too. Whenever you leave a
Clyde.
franchise, I'm talking about the emotional state of people at that moment in time.
Finals with Clyde though.
Twice.
Yeah, Clyde made such
3
an
years.
impact in the city.
He did, but when he left and went and won that finals at the other places, I'm sure people
They were happy for him.
That's your problem. You always worried about what people talking about, what people say. Damn them. We can watch it. We know what's going on.
All right. So chill. Who you got?
Drex.
Swiper?
The Clyde.
Ox?
It's Clyde, bro.
Lars?
Clyde.
That's a cold name, bro.
Okay.
Clyde.
The
Hey.
Clyde.
That's not a self-proclaimed name neither.
The Glide clears with the Blazers. Shout out Clyde. All right, Swiper, you ready to get into it?
No.
It's
Why not?
not a conversation either.
I mean, yeah, it's Alex English.
Alex
prior
English.
to
Alex English.
Yeah. Prior to this guy, it's Alex English.
It's Alex English. Then it's Melo. Then Jokic.
No dinosaur. Interesting.
No.
Oh,
We are talking
Yeah,
about
he
the
was
Denver
dope.
Nuggets in case
Yeah,
you're
he was
wondering.
actually dope.
That's
for
how I
real.
thought you was gonna say it.
Yeah, I forgot about him, but
So, Swiper, I'm gonna get to you last. Mars.
It's Jokic.
What pushes Jokic over Alex English? Is it
He's
the championship?
substantially better. They're not even in the same stratosphere as basketball players.
So he's just an overall better basketball player. Than
I
Alex
don't
English.
so?
I'm not arguing that. No, but Alex English wasn't better than Bernard King. So
I agree.
I want to make sure we get to the bottom of that. But again, to my argument, which Mars says is hypocritical, Alex was there for as long as he was there. Joker
Been there for 9 years.
Right.
10 years now.
and Alex English was there for what 11 years? I think he was there.
That 2-year gap is not doing anything.
I mean, he led the decade in scoring.
That's wonderful.
It's Joker.
Thank you.
I think it's Joker too. I
Yeah,
just think it's a
yeah.
conversation. That's all.
Yeah, it's Joker.
I
Now, if
do.
you're talking about most memorable, is he going to be Joker? It's going to be Melo. Mahmoud's going to be in there. I don't know if people know
Jamal
how
Murray not gonna be in there.
Jamal's not going to have
His
Mahmoud.
Yeah.
He's not.
But his playoff
No, he's going to have. But the fans, he never reached or hasn't yet reached like the peak that people thought he. Mahmoud got screwed, got blackballed out the league. So people love
That boy was cold.
He was Curry before Curry for
Right,
real.
right.
Yo, I don't even think of him in the NBA. Not saying that he wasn't
crazy.
You think from
great. Chill, I go straight to LSU. Oh
Yeah, Sharif Abdul-Rahim.
Yeah, Chris Jackson.
no,
no.
Chris Jackson.
Chris
Yeah.
Jackson.
Oh
Okay.
my
Yeah.
god,
He was cold, though.
that's
Yeah.
my favorite college
He was
player
cold.
ever.
He was
And the
one of the
reason
big
why I
three. He
trip off,
cold. Yeah.
the reason why I trip off him at LSU is because he was playing with your cousin, Chill.
Yeah.
And Shaq was clearly the second option.
He led the country in scoring as a freshman.
Bruh.
With
He was
Shaq.
cold.
Yo.
Yeah, he was cold.
He
Yeah.
was-
With Shaq,
Crazy.
he
Just-
led the country in scoring.
And then literally he converted to Muslim.
Yeah.
So I'm not standing for the national anthem no more.
Right.
They blackballed that man out
Yeah, yeah.
in silence.
Right.
Didn't say nothing about it.
I'm still struggling with this Magic and Kobe thing.
Oh, bro, we don't. That.
It's because he knows that it doesn't.
I'm just there because if I'm being consistent with my logic, I mean, 20 years he played there, even though Magic was better than him, and I know
Yeah, that's what
Magic
I'm
was
saying.
better than him.
That's the point of what I'm
Magic
saying.
was Magic was better than him.
Also too though, because I feel the same
I'm
way
glad
about
you
both of
went
these
back.
guys.
Yeah,
Like you can't speak bad about Magic around me,
Yeah.
but you can't speak bad about Kobe around me either.
Better
that's what I'm
than him.
saying.
Yo, I keep saying Magic was better. Like we
But
just letting that just.
If I'm
But if,
Fly,
if,
like,
if you
come
got
on.
if you got to talk bad about one of them in front of me, make sure it's Kobe.
like I'm comfortable saying Magic was better than Kobe. Like as a
I
basketball
see. I'm
player.
uncomfortable
But-
saying it. I do got Magic, but I still when I say it, I'm still like, damn.
Yeah,
but
but
Kobe
Kobe
is
then
Kobe.
and
Kobe,
LeBron,
you know.
I have
Like, that's
to
what
I
I'm
have to
saying.
come off that longevity thing.
I
man.
get you on like Kobe, but Kobe is an
Oh,
animal.
whoa! I like Kobe.
Okay, yeah.
But I know we got to keep. I know we got. I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
get us
yeah,
thrown
yeah,
back into
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I apologize, but
So it's looking like
it's Joker.
you got Joker.
It's
Ox, who you got?
Huh?
Who you got
Alex English.
for the Nuggets?
At least
No, I
say
got Alex
Melo.
English.
You watch Melo.
So,
Don't say Alex because you know
you don't know what I've watched. Spike.
I've talked to you for months now. But all right, whatever.
Months? What's that mean?
No, you're right.
People get married.
We had an intimate breakfast the other day. We discussed a lot of basketball details. So you know,
I've been to the scene.
I did. No, we did had a good time too.
it was. I had some blueberry lemon pancakes.
Great breakfast.
It was fire.
Great
You wear them
breakfast.
tight ass shorts there.
Tight. These shorts are tight. I'm just bigger than you. This is how clothes fit
We
when you
was
got
eating
muscles.
breakfast. He wasn't showing all that thigh meat, but we was eating breakfast.
Saying, like
But you
took my man.
we got a well-traveled person over here. You built like a French woman, bro. Like you over here talking about me. You know what I mean?
Bro, you're the one who opened the door. I don't want to see your face like that. You opened the door to this.
Chill,
You
that's all I'm
started this.
saying. Chill, that's all I'm saying.
You the one starting this.
You tight and all that. You wined and dined Big Ox to brunch.
Bro,
You bought him mimosas.
relax.
You
Hey, hold
you
up,
put
hold
the
up, bro.
syrup on these
Relax, bro.
pancakes, or was it French toast?
You know I don't eat pancakes. You know I don't eat
All right, so
pancakes.
you put the syrup and the butter on his French
No,
toast,
Bro, stop. But move on, bro.
and you
We're
was
fighting.
showing thigh meat.
We fighting
I'm
him.
saying like,
He already got choked out.
Yeah, bro.
getting choked out again.
but I'm not supposed to question that, Cheerio. Am I not?
Anyway,
Talking about hurry up and come fill his cup up. He told me the story.
I was not. Bro,
Snapping your fingers at the waitresses.
Shut
Me?
up,
Who?
bro. Move
Who?
on, bro.
You think? So first off,
Yo,
just
Swipe, but don't even engage in
all
that, bro.
people, I would be snappy at a waitress. Let's do this.
Come on,
Me,
bro.
exactly.
Somebody with good manners, and good in class.
You
What
dress,
are we
you,
doing
you
now?
The
dress,
bad manners
you
out of
dress
him.
like a 1970s gigolo, and you over here talking about me.
I got a question.
That's a compliment.
I just got one question.
Hey, Morris. Hey, you can't air attach me. Drop me in the 70s. I get busy. 80s too.
I just got one question, and I know what my criteria is. Does a player being significantly better than this other player just automatically make him better as a franchise player?
That's why I asked you.
Because I mean, Alex English, Joker was better than him as a player.
Substantially.
All right, that part I won't argue. Joker was better than Alex English as a player, but for what Alex English produced, I mean, from 80 to 89.
Yeah, but
He's not the most memorable.
He was in
The most
a Denver
memorable
Nuggets.
But then, I mean,
you got to
Not-
also throw in.
there's a championship.
But Fat
Like,
Lever
there's a
was also in
championship.
that conversation with
Yeah.
Alex English at that time.
And you got to throw in what he doing for the culture of basketball right now. Joker. Like, you got to throw that in. Like, I know Olympics is out of the equation because of this, but for me, it's in. Like, look what he doing.
I gotta go with Joker. Alex English at no point was ever the best player on the planet.
Yo, chill. Like,
never.
you got to understand, even in this room, you got to understand his impact. He made this man change his name from Swiper to Swipovich. Like, that matters. Things like that really do matter.
All right, Giselle.
All right, y'all. At this moment in time, you guys should take the time out of your beautiful and wonderful mornings or afternoons to like the video. Also, too, I do want to get you guys up to date on what we've done so far today. So, Shaq was the player we selected with the Magic. Gilbert Arenas was the player we selected for the Washington Wizards. Michael Jordan, obviously, with the Bulls. We got Joker just now for the Nuggets. We got KG for the Wolves. Kevin Durant for the Thunder. And we got Clyde Drexler for the Blazers. I think these have been pretty easy so far. Oh, and then we got Magic Johnson for the Lakers. That one was pretty debatable. Everything else was fairly easy. The Wizards with Gilbert Arenas, it took us a while to get to that. But next, we're going to move on to the Phoenix Suns. Who's the greatest
Charles
player?
Barkley.
I think Charles is going to win.
You
Charles
got
Barkley.
Mars?
You don't got Steve Nash? That's crazy.
No, I said I think Charles is going to win.
I got a more start of mine.
3.5 years, man. That's it.
So Swipers votes
I
in
got
early.
Steve Nash, but
3
Kevin
years.
Johnson.
That's it.
Cause that's a sack high
Barkley. That
legend.
he only played
Nice.
3 years. That's
KJ
it.
He
was
played
nice.
3 years there. From 92 to 95. That's it. 3 years.
That franchise hasn't done anything relevant outside of Charles Barkley. Respect to the Suns.
define relevant. Going to the final.
Relevant,
Is that going to
important,
so 21?
meaningful.
So 21 was
That nobody remember that finals.
You can rock with
What do you mean nobody remembers that final? They all remember that final.
All people remember is Giannis. Hey, say it with me. Game 6, 50 points. That's all people remember from that series.
That series was
Was
big.
Steve
I ain't
Nash-
gonna
Devin
lie.
Booker was.
I thought that was a nice series. I enjoyed it.
Devin Booker didn't he have 2 40-point games in that series?
And Chris Middleton had 4 years old.
Nobody remembers that. He had 13 points, I think, in like the last game, and then like to start the series off, or whatever. Like,
I thought it was a good series. That's one of my
Steve Nash playing what? He played 8 years in Phoenix?
04, 05 to
10.
12.
Okay,
He was there
so
till 12.
so
8
in,
years.
in the 8 years he played there, Barkley got one step further than him. But Steve Nash, league MVP twice, led the league in assists.
oh, I'm sorry.
Conference final.
conference
Sorry, Charles
finals.
Barkley ran into
But
Michael Jordan.
this is team stuff.
And Steve Nash got cheated.
I won't argue that.
Steve Nash got cheated against the Spurs in 07.
He got cheated.
So all your favorite players just got cheated in.
No, Steve Nash, unironically, isn't one of my favorite players. My favorite player is Tracy McGrady. And I've
Ever?
never once said, yeah, my favorite
Steve
player
Nash
is
is
I've
one of
never
your-
heard
one
that.
of your-
I've said that every time someone
Every
asks my
time
favorite
Ox argues for T-Mac, you silent.
That's
You leave
not
him
true.
by
That's not
himself?
true.
we're not doing this. We're not doing this. That's your get back for me saying you don't talk about Russ. So
What about KJ though? Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson was cold
He
too.
was nice.
So was
so it was Jason Kidd for this one.
what's the shooter's name?
Morley.
Dan
Marley.
Yep. He was cold too.
All right, so let's get to it. Chill. Who you got?
Nash.
Chill. You got Steve.
Yo, why you here?
I'm just.
No, I mean I'm
Clarifying.
you know,
He said it.
With
3
12
years?
Nash?
He
and a
said
half
he didn't say
years?
it with much conviction.
3.5 years for Barkley?
I mean, when I
No.
think of the Suns, I think of Barkley.
So you got
3.5
Charles
years.
Barkley, Swipe.
Man, that's tough, bro.
Big Ox. Who you got?
I got Amari.
Yeah, makes sense. For him.
I'm gonna go with Charles Barkley.
Okay.
Charles Barkley,
I'm tying up
man.
with Steve Nash. I'm tying up.
3.5 seasons?
That dude with the Suns jersey. I mean, I don't even think of Charles with Philly and all that.
So we got.
How?
Because he went
Because,
to the finals in Phoenix.
but I'm saying like his run was with he could put a 40 and 20 game versus Jordan.
The problem with me and Amari is you got to include Steve Nash.
Right.
No,
that's
and
the
the problem
Yes.
with Nash is you got to include.
No, you don't, because he won the league MVP without Amari Stoudemire.
Problem.
In 06, Amari Stoudemire was out the whole season. He won the league MVP.
And what was Amari doing in New York without Steve Nash?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, bro. Oh my God.
No, I think Amari was. I do think they're a tandem. I think.
Yeah, they-
Hey, 100% out of tandem. I've already told you, Mars, 7 guys, 7 tandems in history of the NBA, first team All NBA, and Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, one of them. I won't argue that. That part I won't argue.
Amari
But
didn't need
don't
Steve
tell
Nash.
me that he was only doing what he was doing because of Amari, because he wasn't.
Yeah,
I think they were teammates. I'm not giving Steve Nash credit for Amari Stoudemire.
I'm not giving Amari credit for Steve Nash.
That's fine.
I
That's
think
fine. We
they
can go both ways.
needed each other to get to the level they got to, but they both could have been great without each other.
Yeah, and
Respect
Amari-
Sean
and
Won the league
and
MVP without
and
him. Why do you keep telling me that?
And Amari was great without Steve Nash.
And
Just
so
like
was Steve Nash.
Respect Sean Marion.
You
But
brought
Steve
Steve
Nash
Nash
is better without Amari.
You brought Amari into Steve Nash into Amari
That's right.
shit.
You bringing up Amari Stoudemire in a Knick uniform. I did what I did when you wasn't around in a Phoenix Suns uniform.
Right. That's what I'm saying. They
When
didn't
you
need
weren't
each
here
other.
though,
But why you bring Steve Nash into this?
because he played for the Phoenix Suns.
But Amari did not. It's not like he carried Amari.
No one said that.
I didn't say that.
Look. The way
So what am I talking about? That's how I took it.
the way Amari play.
I took it as disrespect.
The way Amari play, you do need a Steve Nash. If me and you play together,
Oh, anybody,
you
you
need a
get-
playmaker.
Any point guard,
bro.
any point guard can give you a pick and roll pad, a pick and roll dime, and boom. Amari, he not jumping for Amari.
But because of the way
He could
Steve Nash
if
play,
he would have been with Dre Miller, he would have been doing the same
Who?
thing.
Hey, and that's
Andre
a
Miller.
fact.
Andre Miller.
No,
Oh,
it's
that's
not.
a fact. What?
It is
Hell
a
no.
fact.
Your
It is
goddamn
a
mind.
fact.
You know who Dre Miller was?
Nah, he
Dre Miller
wasn't-
would have been.
he wasn't
He
Steve
wasn't.
Nash.
He wasn't Steve Nash.
I'm not.
I watched the best of Andre
Miller.
Miller.
Yeah, but I'm just
This is
clarifying, he wasn't
ridiculous
Steve
how
Nash.
you be bringing up ball players, right? And how you love ball players. Meanwhile, Andre Miller played with LaMarcus Aldridge and he ain't do none of that.
LaMarcus Aldridge is not Amari Stoudemire.
He's not. He's not.
in your prime, you could get up,
Yeah,
He
not
got
like
my-
Amari.
but still, you had some
Not many
mobility. Like he
Yeah,
could get
hell
up.
yeah. for
And
sure.
you see, I'm Herky. If me and you averaging 20 and 10, if we playing together.
I'm averaging 20 and 10 if we playing together.
No, you're
I'm gonna really get passionate.
No,
on
you're
that.
not.
Different.
No, you're not. I know what you're talking about,
Y'all-
Dre. I
y'all
know exactly
going-
what you're talking
y'all-
about.
y'all gonna
You're not
stop
just
playing
getting it
with me.
off like that. You're not.
You need a Steve
Wait,
Nash.
let's keep me out of this and talk
Okay,
about
so let's talk about Amari Stoudemire.
Amari Stoudemire
Sure.
did not need Steve Nash.
And he did not
And
need
that's
Steve.
fine. Okay, we can kill it right
And-
there. That's fine.
Okay, so you want to
Why
end
are
it
we
there? Let's end
arguing,
it
I'm
there.
going with
It
y'all
seems like
Bucks
everyone
anyway.
seems to agree.
Steve
Yeah, I
Nash.
think we agree with each other.
I think Steve Nash is
But,
in terms of Phoenix Suns. I think Steve Nash is the guy.
All right, so hold on. We got 2 and 2 right now. We got
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley.
Steve
Then we got
Nash.
2 Steve
And
Nash.
we got Amari.
So we got a tie.
Charles Barkley is going
I
to
do
run
see
away
what
with
you're
this
saying.
poll.
You should.
Yeah.
I think that was both cool without
Yeah.
All right, Charles. No, but
Really
no,
high
but
on Barkley.
in all
You're
seriousness,
really high
I
on
love
Barkley.
Barkley.
in all seriousness,
Yeah.
I got Charles Barkley. So that's what it's
I
gonna
think
be.
he's too
We're
funny.
gonna move on.
He's too funny for his own good.
Well, like,
Charles?
people don't
Well, that's what he is
remember-
today.
Like people
If you
don't
think
remember
about
him as the
Yeah.
player because
Yeah.
of like.
That's who he is. He the funny
Like,
fat
think
guy
about
on
it,
TV.
if Jordan was jokey publicly all the time, you just wouldn't take him as serious.
Yeah, I can get it. Charles Barkley was tough.
He was a killer.
All right, come on, guys. We got to get through this. The show is winding down. Chat, do your job. Like the video and subscribe. The next franchise we got, and this should be fairly easy.
I'm not picking him. No. So go ahead. Say it's
The
I'm not
Utah
voting.
Jazz.
I'm not voting. No.
Chill, it's on you.
Malone.
Swiper, it's on you.
They're power forward.
Ox.
Karl Malone, the mailman.
I'm going with John Stockton because Karl Malone's wilding out.
I'm going with John Stockton.
Yeah,
And I got John as well.
wilding out.
Swiper, come
Well,
to the
John
come to the right
Stockton
side.
got
Come
And
to
I
the
got
right side.
John as well.
Swiper, come to the
Hey,
right side.
can we
Come to the right
look?
side.
I don't really want to be on his team
No, we don't
either.
need no poll.
Neither
You
do
know
I,
that-
but
you
he
know
didn't
they
pick
gonna
someone
go
else, so I have to go with that.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. And
Wait
you
a
got-
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm saying we don't need no poll. You know they're gonna go with John Stockton over Malone.
Where's Andre Kalinko, Darren Williams, Donovan Mitchell?
If he picked
None of them
Not in this
dudes ain't in the
conversation.
I would have gone with
conversation with
anyone who
Malone.
wasn't number 32. He just
None
went
of
with
them
Stockton,
do.
so I have to follow.
Hold on.
None of them dudes is in the conversation with Malone as a
Here's my
Utah
thing.
Jazz.
I
None.
know I-
Not even close.
None of them
I'm
dudes.
not calling him the greatest anything. I'm not.
And you got to go because you got
He's the
purple
greatest
on, so
something.
you got to rock with John Stockton, man. You fly right
I've
now.
been rocking with John Stockton. I got John. But it's 3-3.
I mean, but to be fair, just to talk about the basketball side, yo,
It's by far.
he was an absolute predator. Like,
Next team.
I don't think that was necessary,
Next
bro.
team. Next team.
I just don't think that was needed, man.
That was wild.
He hunted.
Yo, this is the first franchise. We are just gonna give them two people. We gonna say Stockton and Melo.
No, we not. Pick one.
Yeah, just stop.
I picked one.
Okay, I picked one too. And
All right, look, chat. We're not gonna run a poll. Here's what we're gonna do. And I know I did Gifted Dirty earlier, and I didn't say that his vote doesn't count. ZZ, my man, Stockton or Malone?
Shit.
All right, well, we going with two then.
Just pick Stockton, man. Let's go.
All right, John Stockton.
Yeah.
My
PC ethics.
Now, mind you, this has nothing to do with Karl Malone as a ball player.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing to do with him as a
Absolutely
ball player. This
John Stockton.
It has everything to do with John Stockton as a baller.
This is
L
no, it
Science.
doesn't.
L Science.
This has nothing to do with Malone as a ball player. Just so you know why they picking John Stockton. Nothing to do with him
Absolutely. I mean,
as a ball
I don't
player.
hide that fact. I don't hide that.
So
I mean, we
I
all know the best player.
All right, y'all, come on. We got to get to the Los Angeles Clippers.
Chris Paul.
Quentin Richardson.
Chris Paul.
Chill.
Elton Brand.
Oh my god.
Kawhi's getting two teams this.
I mean, Lloyd Volt was something else with them too, but it's Blake Griffin.
Like
Huh?
Griffin?
Over Chris Paul.
Oh, okay. You got Chris Paul?
I'd go with Chris Paul before Blake.
Yeah, Chris was better than Blake. And there
I'm gonna
for
go
how
Chris
long was you
Paul.
there for?
I'm gonna
7
go
years?
Chris Paul. I see where you're going. but I'm gonna go
12 to
No,
17.
no. 6. It was 6.
11 to
Killing,
17,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think
12
it was
to
6.
17.
Hold on, chill. Where you going?
Let me see. Wait.
Blake Griffin was the
Completely lived off Chris Paul.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
same
we're gonna have the national
And then,
high
and then
conversation.
even in the playoff, it was Chris
Yeah.
Paul. It was the one that was
we can't
finishing.
turn around and
He
say
got there in 2012, so 2012 to
Remember that
2017.
Blake shot versus,
It was Paul.
Right.
It was Chris
Same
Paul.
situation.
But he was only there
All right.
5 years.
He got Chris.
Right. The longevity part is
Who do I got?
is what's getting me also.
got-
I mean, Blake was there for
17.
I think it's Blake.
09 to
Yeah,
18, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
who you going with you?
Blake.
Blake? I'm going with Elton Brand.
Well, really 10 to 18.
Yeah, because he didn't play his rookie year.
Big Ox got Elton.
Elton was
Chris
cold.
Trey, who you got?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. That's 2 for Chris. Swiper.
That's one for Chris. You said he got
He went back to Blake.
All right.
Let me see. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Man, that's only.
If not Elton Brand, at least Chris Kaman.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Chris
Chris Kaman?
Paul.
I'd go with Kawhi before the.
Yeah, I mean, because
You know, he's from Michigan.
I like.
I think Chris Paul
Played in my high
compared,
school
like,
with Chris K, man. He was
All
like,
right.
Kawhi's better. He
Yeah,
just hadn't
I'm
played
that
enough
old.
games. But even Chris's 5-year run was wild. I mean, he's first and second team All NBA all those years.
You know,
Okay.
Kawhi was like the best player of all time on the Clippers.
Kawhi is the best player to play for.
Yeah.
21, 23, he was just the best.
But respect, like I said, Corey McGetty and Quentin Richardson were my Clippers.
No Lamar Odom?
And Lamar, those were my Clippers.
My Clippers.
My Clippers is
The
Yeah,
pinstripe.
this right here.
Right, yeah.
Knucklehead. The knucklehead.
that's my Clippers. Who you got, Morris?
Chris Paul.
Richardson and
Chris
all
Paul?
that, yeah.
All right,
Chris Paul got it.
CP3 takes it for the Clippers.
No doubt.
You got 2?
No, he got one.
We did
Darius Miles would have been.
All right,
better.
next.
We didn't do the Pelicans yet.
Next, we got the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, bro.
Pedro Stockton.
It's Oscar Robertson.
Going to see where.
Chill. Who you got?
Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, it's Oscar.
Got the big O? You got the big O?
It's Oscar.
Big Ox, who you got?
I got Chris Webber for sure.
Yeah.
Chris Webber.
Chris Webber was.
That's what I'm
Trey, you got Chris Webber?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Morris, who you got?
Oscar Robertson.
I got Chris Webber.
Thank you.
Chris Webber.
So
As much as I want to, I got Chris Webber.
3 for 3.
Uh,
Webber.
You
ZZ
think he was better than Oscar?
Yes.
Chris
No.
Webber.
Hey,
If-
you error tax.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean,
If
Chris
it's
Webber
not
was
Chris
a
Webber, it's DeMontis.
ZZ, we need you to break another tie. We got Chris Webber and Oscar Robertson for
Mike
the Sacramento
Bibby?
Kings.
Teammate, you gotta
DeMontis
go see
Sabonis.
Webb.
Mike Bibby
No, he was
DeMontis
nice.
Sabonis.
Yes.
was given 50
Right
to
there.
AI when it mattered the most.
I don't care. He going with
Thank you.
All right, C Web for the Kings.
He's got a good head on this show.
We're doing jersey
really don't
tax.
get respect up here. That's crazy.
That's all this is. Jersey tax. We had a better jersey.
If not, we
I mean, we
going
couldn't
with
see the Kings jersey in the 60s was black and white.
Speaking
And
of
if
fly
not, we going
jerseys,
with
y'all.
Asia.
Speaking of fly jerseys, the Memphis Grizzlies next.
Oh my god.
So Vancouver in this?
Who is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The franchise.
That's easy.
Mark Gasol.
I think that's easy. I think it's Powell.
Paul going to have enough run there.
Powell?
I think it's Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to go with Zebo.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Mike Conley.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking Mike
I'm
Conley.
probably
It's a
going
good
with Zebo too.
Yeah, I'm going with
Mike
Zebo.
Conley, that's
I'm going
right.
How long was Zebo there for?
Wow, a good while.
No, he was
because when he left, he came straight to the Kings, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so he was there for at least a decade.
No, because remember
I don't think he played
went from
10 years
Portland.
there.
And then
Portland, that's right. It was Portland. For,
He was there. He was only there like 7 years. Well,
had to be 8 or 9.
8, I think. 8 years.
It was
8
close
years.
to a decade. It was close to a decade. That's long enough.
But how long was Mike there? before he went?
12 years.
Two, very long.
I think
From 07.
but Zebo was carrying though.
Yeah.
Mike Conley was there until 2019, so
Yeah.
he was definitely 11.
Nice too.
12 years.
Yeah, but that's the point guard West.
Chill. Who you got?
Even though when he won, he should.
Mike Conley.
Yeah, that was an
You
injury.
got Mike
Yeah,
Conley.
Mike
That was in
Conley.
Utah.
Who you got, Swiper?
Bro, Zebo love the kids. I gotta go Zebo, bro.
That's
He's the fan favorite. Like you ask Memphis people,
But
Zebo.
don't.
Not like that, Moss.
Yeah, but I was like, you ain't picked number 32. I was like, oh, okay.
Because he ain't love him like that.
That ain't cool.
No, he
Dude,
didn't.
there's video of Zebo like talking to little kids and them laughing and cheering and all that kind of
He would
stuff.
hand out. He would hand out. Yeah, he would hand out.
32 is riding around in a white van. Like, hey,
Oh, come
Yo,
Who you going with? You going with Zebo?
So who
yeah,
you got,
I'm gonna
Swiper?
go with Zebo.
Zebo?
Zebo.
You got Zebo?
Zebo.
Everybody Zebo?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, Zebo, man. I did not expect him to make this.
I had
Marcus
Mike
All
Conley.
good.
Hey.
I like him too. Tony Allen,
That whole like grind.
Thurman
I
Swift,
love them more.
Hakeem Ward,
Wait a second. Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay.
Oh hell,
Give me Rudy Gay. Give me
Rudy
Rudy
Gay
Gay.
was
My bad.
cold.
I'm bugging. Give me Rudy Gay.
we good on that.
All right,
Zach-
so Zach Randolph gets it for the Grizzlies.
That's what's up.
Next, the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay, so this is the Hornets, Pelicans.
Yeah,
B.
Chris Paul.
Diddy, PJ, all them, all in this, right? Okay.
Larry Johnson.
I got Anthony Davis.
Over Chris.
Yeah.
I got Anthony Davis.
I'm going with Baron Davis.
I'm going B. Diddy for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So we got two Baron
Yeah,
Davises.
Got to do it. Yeah.
Mars,
Nice.
Anthony Davis.
AD, Swiper.
Chris.
How many years Chris played there?
05 to 12.
That's a long.
So
that's
7
that's a
years.
good- that's a good amount of years.
years Anthony Davis.
7
That's a good
years.
amount,
Finished
yeah.
second in league MVP votes.
Anthony Davis never had that.
What, second in MVP?
Never.
I know. Well,
I don't care about awards.
Hey, shit, how long did Ray John play there? Just 2 years?
Yeah, that's it.
Ray John was
2
only
years.
there for 2 years?
Well,
you was
Anthony
gonna try to
Davis,
get Rondo in?
Anthony Davis played there 6
Okay,
years.
man.
In the 6 years he played there,
I'm here for a reason.
he was first team All NBA. What, 3 of the 6 years that he played there?
Yeah, because he scored a lot of points and had rebounds.
Took him to the
And
playoffs.
was maybe the best defender in the league.
No, he
second,
wasn't.
second best defender
No, he
in the
wasn't.
league. Behind Draymond.
Third.
Arguably the best power
Kawhi.
forward in the game.
Kawhi and Dre.
15, 16, yeah.
Who you
After
rocking
that,
with, Chill?
17, 18, 19 is AD.
No.
Yes.
Giannis.
Hell, shut up. I'm not
Chill, who you rocking with? We got to get Chill's answer.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. So that's two Anthony Davises, two Baron Davises.
Good knee and beat.
He not better than AD.
So these two got AD.
These two got AD.
You got
You
Chris
two
Paul.
got Baron Davis.
You got Chris
And
Paul.
me
Davis over Chris Paul.
and Swiper got Chris
yeah,
Paul.
I'm
What did he do better than
I
Chris Paul?
ain't doing
Play basketball.
No.
But you guys think Baron Davis better?
Baron Davis's peak was with Golden State anyway.
You know what? You know
It
what,
was
y'all?
better there too.
You know what, y'all? We don't got time to do this. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want to say Chris Paul, but since we got to move on and get to the Spurs, I'm gonna say Baron Davis.
The Spurs.
We
Why
got
would
to
he
be
say
Spurs.
Just go put Tim Duncan for the Spurs and we'll talk about the Pelicans.
All right. Well, before I do that, it's B Diddy, baby.
Who?
It's Diddy. I mean, it B Diddy.
But hold on though.
When was he
George
called
Gervin,
that?
George Gervin gonna have a put a bid in.
Dave, has he ever been called that?
B Diddy.
Thank you, man.
B-
Thank
yes.
you.
Yes, that's his.
B.
That's his.
Diddy?
That's his name.
That's his name.
When?
It
I've
two-
never
it-
called
it-
him.
yes.
Yeah,
But it
that's-
might- but it
that's-
might
That's
not be
his. That's
the
his.
time.
That's
Yeah,
his
now you might just have to call him
let's
Mr.
call
Davis.
him Baron
Casual.
Davis.
In
I don't think he'll like that. Let's just call him Baron Davis right now.
It's B Diddy. What?
First off, Diddy wasn't even Diddy. Diddy was Puffy.
Yeah.
So I never even knew what Diddy
Okay,
meant.
that's not true because Diddy was
Puff
Diddy
Daddy.
in '97.
No, everybody called him Puffy.
No, Biggie
When did they
started-
start calling him Diddy? It
I
was
know we can't.
2000
I know we ain't got a lot of time to
Yeah,
talk about
no,
this,
wait,
but
we don't got to talk about the Spurs.
Let's talk about this offline, y'all. But Baron Davis.
You guys actually made Baron Davis win?
Baron Davis made Baron Davis win.
You know what? You know what? Mars,
That's-
Mars, you're right.
that's-
Mars tends to be the voice of reason.
Oh,
I'm not
he's
about to pick
not.
Baron Davis as much as I want to over Anthony Davis. That's absurdity.
Okay, well, hurry up and let's move on.
Insanity. So we got Anthony Davis for the Pelicans. It should have been Chris Paul, though. Swiper, you're right. But let's get to the San Antonio Spurs because DeJounte Murray did wear that jersey.
All right, can you please move on to
It's-
the next one for the second time?
No,
That's
that's
the
Spurs
last
was the
one.
last one. It's Tim Duncan. Like we
Oh, it's
don't
the
need
last
to
one?
spend time on it. It's Tim
It's
Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
Well, they got a couple people.
Manu
What about
Tim Duncan. No,
what about George Gervin?
it'll be Tim Duncan
George
one.
Gervin is in the conversation.
No,
100%.
Tim Duncan one. David Robinson two.
If
George
Manu
Gervin,
didn't have to
three.
be around a non-playmaking big, it could have been Manu.
Manu's fourth. No, maybe fifth.
Why?
Yeah, maybe fifth. I forgot about Kawhi. I forgot about his existence.
George
What about the big? The big?
Yeah.
David Robinson. Yeah, he's
No,
second.
the other one.
Talking about Artis Gilmore.
Oh yeah,
Oh no.
David Robinson's 4.
Two.
He two.
He's 2.
It's Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
Stop disrespecting this man, David. That is the admiral of you.
George Gervin is 2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought people said George was 2.
George Gervin is not better than David Robinson.
All right, y'all. Here's what we got from top to bottom. For the Celtics, we got Bill Russell. For Atlanta, we got Dominique Wilkins. For the Pistons, we got Isaiah Thomas. For the Hornets, we got Kemba Walker. For the Raptors, we got Kawhi Leonard. For the Sixers, Dr. J. For Cleveland, it's LeBron James, Mr. Akron himself. The Pacers, Reggie Miller. The Warriors, Stephen Curry. The Knicks, Patrick Ewing. The Nets, Jason Kidd. The Heat, Dwayne Wade. The Bucks, Kareem Abdul, the GOAT. The Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki. The Rockets, Hakeem. The Magic, Shaq. The Wizards, Gilbert Arenas.
That's so crazy.
That's nuts.
I mean, you guys in Copenhagen.
The Bulls, Michael Jordan, of course, obviously. The Nuggets, Joker, of course, obviously. The Wolves, KG, of course, obviously. The Thunder, Russell. The Thunder, Kevin Durant. The Blazers, Clyde the Glide. The Suns, Charles Barkley. The Lakers, Magic Johnson.
As it should be.
The Jazz, Jonathan Stockton.
Nice.
The Clippers, Chris Paul. The Kings, Chris Webber. The Grizzlies, Zach Randolph. Shout out to Zach. He love the kids. And where he's from, bullies get bullied. The Pelicans, Anthony Davis. And the Spurs, Timmy D. All right, y'all. That is the list. Like it or not, Player's Choice has chosen the greatest player for every single franchise. That's it. All right, y'all. We got some super chats, so we're going to go ahead and dive into that. Let's make it happen. LA Flight became a member today. Big shout out to LA Flight. Joe Dapp gifted another 5 Players Choice memberships. Shout out to Players Choice, yes. Shout out to Joe Dapp, and shout out to everybody that got those 5 memberships. Make sure that you maintain your memberships after they run out. Re-up, and if your membership is about to run out, re-up on that membership and join the Hall of Fame tier. Omar, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your last name. Omar, you've been a member for 4 months. You want to try, Mars?
Omar,
there you go. He said Nafisa is the best player in the world.
Cap.
I'm not mad at it though.
Nafisa is not better than Asia Wilson.
She not, but she might not even be better than Stewie. But
yeah,
that girl
Stewie
is
cold.
different.
She nice. I ain't gonna fight that.
She is different.
Stewie, the second best player in the dub.
Trey Musa Gaming has been a member for 6 months, and he sent through a members chat. He said, I'm joining late, but only real hoopers know about Benji Wilson, a Simeon legend. If you know, you
Chicago,
know.
Yeah, he nice.
Shout out,
He
Benji.
died, but yeah, he was cold. If he wouldn't have.
Nah, yeah, it's right outside the store.
Did they know? Did they even know it was like robbery or something?
No, it was just some real like random thing.
Yeah, it was some random.
He was arguing with.
Yeah,
he was arguing with.
He
his
was gonna go
chick.
to the league though. He was cold.
No, I know
Yeah,
who
yeah,
he was.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't remember.
He's
He was arguing with his chick. He ended up bumping into this dude while arguing with his chick. Dude said something. He said something. Boom.
Yeah,
It was really that quick.
All right, 8 Gates Lee has been a member for 12 months. He said, let's end this right now. 2018 Rockets versus 2018 Cavs, and actual reasons too, not just in Braun we trust. But 8 Gates Lee though, like that's the actual reason.
They would have spread them out.
Nothing wrong with saying that, bro. That's a basketball term, bro.
But hold on, no. Wait. Who would have spread who out?
The Rockets.
The Rockets.
The Cavs would have spread them out too.
Okay. Tristan
Who?
Thompson in the middle.
It would have been LeBron in the middle.
At small ball 5, the whole game.
Small ball 5, big ball 1, whatever. LeBron would have did the same thing. What? So essentially, we're saying who's greater at this moment in time, and this is how I quantify it. James Harden, is he going to carry more, or is LeBron going to carry
James
more?
Harden doesn't have to carry. That's the difference.
But
That's
he's
the
going
difference.
to. He's going to shoot the most shots in that series.
That doesn't mean he's carrying.
That you're right. It doesn't.
What?
Because he's going to miss the most shots in that series too,
Yeah, because he's gonna take the most shots.
and he's going to fold.
You fight that, Mars?
Thank
Whoa.
you, Chill.
Where does James Harden get this fall thing from? Like
The
legitimately.
17 Spurs series, the 15 closeout game against the Warriors.
Okay, but now do Braun.
I think the biggest problem with James Harden is
Why you
he's
look at
too
you?
good not to win, and that's the biggest problem.
He
When it's
ran
small
in.
things,
He ran into the KD.
Yeah,
word.
that's just the really problem. Like if he won, or if he got,
I mean, honestly, which players have not folded in a series though?
but then everybody has folded. But it's the fact that he don't have a chip. He never made it to. That's
He did go to the finals in 12,
yeah,
but yeah.
But that was
I mean, if you'd have played, if you, well, yeah, I mean,
stunk it up.
If he was in the East, he would have made like
Cold.
3 finals appearances.
Yeah,
Probably.
Everyone would've
Harden's
looked at him
cold,
Probably.
but that's just
Yeah.
the problem.
What do you have?
All right, y'all. I wish we could harp on this, but we got to keep it pushing because we got a super chat from JR Wins. He said, "Shout out to Vucevic too. Held the Magic in dark times."
different. They were dark times. Yeah.
And then
They were making the
I
playoffs too.
can't believe the Bulls made that trade. They were perfectly set up.
One of them silly ass chatters by the name of Alan L. He said, "Who's the worst hooper in PC, Gifted or Mars?"
Hold on.
Easy on Alan L.
Yeah, don't do Allen like that, bro.
Oh, he a W now?
Allen,
But still, though,
I got love for Allen. Even when we take
give me everything out your pockets, Alan.
even taking Allen lunch money, still got love for Allen.
Yeah, but I mean, Alan though, like,
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
Yeah, facts. It's like I love you, Allen, but I need that.
but it's like how many? You don't got to give Allen a swirly between every single period though.
Nah, but
And two times during lunch.
What I'm saying, like you called him a goofy. Allen's not one of the.
I called him silly.
Oh, see, that's even worse. Like there's real goofballs in the chat. Allen's not one of them.
Okay.
It's real dudes in the chat that are out here really goofy as hell. And Allen's
Shout out Alan.
Allen's not one of them.
Oh, hey, big up to Alan though. Shout out to Alan.
Sad in
But-
the chat.
Y'all gonna answer his question?
Gifted beat me in one, so yeah, that's the answer.
All right. Oh, ZZ said Mars.
Yeah. Logical deduction.
All right, there you go. Smooth Tube said Ron's Joker dressing ass is actually spitting right now.
On what? What were we talking about?
Thank you, brother.
That's crazy.
Get to the super chats.
DeSarmo said Pillar punching KG went viral today, and now people are saying he was all talk, and y'all called Chill crazy for saying it last week. Who's the top 3 fakest tough guys in the NBA? Fellas?
3?
Yeah.
So you get punched and you're a fake tough guy? Is that how it works?
Like you got to be a wilt. You got to wilt. Like you got to like fumble and fold. Fake tough guys.
Yeah, that's tough. Someone punch you, all of a sudden, all your toughness is just out the window.
I mean,
KG was a tough guy. He just picked and choose who he wanted to drama with.
So he was an intelligent tough guy.
Right, that's all. Yeah, he was just smart with it. He knew who to mess with and who not to mess with.
he said something to Melo during the game when Melo couldn't do nothing about it.
Mhm.
Oh,
And then Melo tried to follow up after that.
about his wife, right?
Huh?
Was it about
That's
his wife?
psychological warfare. I say what I'm saying.
And then Melo tried to pull up on him. Bro, you don't do that.
Why not?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a compliment.
What?
that's crazy.
Personally, I think Honey No Cheerios taste good.
That's a compliment.
Keep
bro.
going,
I
Ron.
wouldn't do that, Swiper. The camera-
Got stuff in it. No.
That's
Yo, Jamaica's Rosclot Choice said, "Is Minnie the city with the best men and women's basketball team?"
Is who?
Minnesota.
Probably.
Best state.
Whatever.
Well, they're both in
State.
Minneapolis. Though.
He said city.
He's saying that's the best city.
It's Minnesota, yeah.
We're the best
They're
basketball
talking
players.
about
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis. No, they're talking about Minneapolis, the WNBA and NBA team.
Oh,
so the
both
Timberwolves
teams.
and the Lynx.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well, Indiana.
Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no.
Keep going, Swiper.
No, it's not because the Wolves are better than the Pacers and
Well,
the Lynx
New
are
York.
better than the Fever.
Last year.
New York,
The Knicks are a good one.
Knicks are good. And I can
Ooh.
see that. I think
Yeah.
that's probably a good one to go with.
Right.
It's not Indiana. That's all I
They're both what, top 3 seeds.
In 2026 or 7, we're gonna have something to talk about. But until
that's
then,
gonna be wherever
when
Washington
Houston,
get drafted.
get a WNBA team back.
Wherever Juju go, that's gonna be the best city.
Seattle.
Hope so.
Mm.
Juju as a storm.
Backs, Swiper.
They're
Backs.
going to need it. I mean, Jewel
After
Wilson,
Sue Bird left too, just a couple years prior.
but I mean,
That'd be a
she's
dream,
not
bro.
better
All
than
right,
Jewel
mo-
right now.
Moving along, though, Adam West said Chill's old ass is lying. Nuggets were 43 and 39. Cavs were 35 and 47. September Chill, heartbreak emoji. Go get checked. This is
He's
disgusting.
meant to just remember records from 20 years ago.
Yeah, you misread the stat.
I'm pretty sure they just made the play with the 8th seed. They just made the playoffs.
I think that sounds
That's even worse though. What was the record?
43 and 37.
Yeah,
And then what?
they just made the
37,
playoffs.
That's bad.
Literally.
All right,
the
y'all. I
West
got
was
to,
crazy.
and we got to keep moving on. I
Yeah.
got to speed read through these super chats. One buddy said, "I own real estate on you, fool."
He just made up.
Duke did it. Said, "Let me guess. ZZ guards off balls in 2K2." Shaking my head.
Yeah, JD plays off ball defense.
DeSarmo said, Swipovich, you of all people not allowed to talk MVPs when the Jokic media stole the MVP from Luka. 73-point game with no Kyrie and most points, rebounds, and assists since the merger. Swiper?
I mean, dude's a 4 seed. I don't know what you want me to do about that. Win more games.
Lee Mack said, looking good, fellas. Ron's showing us his Joker Halloween costume early. And you got to start early, man. You got to. Dalai Lama said, we done with West unskilled big man.
I mean,
Unskilled?
What?
I want an MVP for setting screens. I'm sorry.
Yo,
No,
relax.
screens matter.
Let Rudy Gobert win an MVP.
You the same one that sit up there and tell us about how insignificant Wemby is. Where he doesn't set screens because he doesn't. And how much better he's gonna get. And how much better Seattle.
Don't act like I'm saying screens aren't valuable.
That's exactly what you're saying.
No, that's not enough to win an MVP. They are valuable. It's great.
That's not all he was doing, no, Mars.
He set screens and threw outlets.
And rebounded. How did he get those outlets?
Yeah, because he rebounded. He threw outlets. That's what he won an MVP for.
Give me a break.
He won an MVP for setting screens, throwing outlets. And I was like, oh, he's like Bill Russell. Oh, shut up, man. I'm not hearing it.
Did you just tell Chill to shut up?
No, the people in 69. So maybe
okay.
Chill was part of them, probably.
All right, y'all. Here we go. We got 2 more super chats. Well, we got a member. He goes by the name of Bangarang.
Bangarang?
Bangarang. Yo, have you seen that one? That's Hook.
Yeah.
Hook. You seen that one with Robin Williams? Yo, Bangarang.
Rufio was that? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What is it? It's 3P. Oh. And then when he died, bro, I was lost, bro.
All right, y'all.
You ain't never seen it, bro. What's up?
All right.
Y'all childhood was boring, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. Some of y'all had kids in it. I'm my fault. I forgot. Go ahead.
All right, y'all. We got one more super chat from Kales 3. He said, Dub Ron.
Oh, yeah, she did say that.
Dub Ron for always giving Trey Young his credit. Round of applause, y'all. For a good show. Hey, we will see you guys again later this week. Appreciate you guys for all tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. And make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. And we will see you guys soon. Appreciate everything. We out.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yo, end it.